no.
What?
Sad.
Why?
Sony.
Welcome back to part 2. Welcome back to part 2 of our top 10 favourite films of 2021 UK releases. If this is a separate video, go back to the previous video
Yeah, man.
and see our 10 through
6.
We had a very...
Got a bit heated.
We got in the last one.
We got
a bit heated in the last one. We were having a generally nice time up until then. But here we are.
Part of me was like, should I take it out? And then I was like,
No.
be a laugh if
don't take it
I
out.
was like, part of me when I was doing the list was like, do I say it, don't look up out of there because I know he hates it? And I was like, actually, no, it's funny because I know that he's going to put something in that I hate. So.
It's not out of the 58 films I've seen this year. It's my number 56.
Out of curiosity, it was 58.
Old.
Oh, fair enough, yeah. That movie's hilarious. Oh, it's so funny. The twist.
That's a commentary fucking
It's so funny.
That's a commentary in itself.
Yeah.
My number 57 is Black Widow, just want to say that.
Yeah. Respect. What's the point in that movie? Sorry. Let's continue.
Bullshit.
Bullshit time.
Bullshit time for a bit.
Right. Is it honourable mentions or clock? TikTok?
No,
Or is it just bullshit?
That'll be before our number 1.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say bullshit.
Are we bullshitting about movies we've seen?
Have we seen any lately?
I haven't.
I don't think I have. I've been meaning
No.
catching up on shit for this,
Yeah.
really. I've been watching lots. I have been watching lots, actually. Just nothing. Oh, no. I saw Nightmare Alley.
Oh, is it? I really want to see it.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan of it. If you
Yeah.
like You Know Ours,
Ah,
Bradley
Chef's kiss.
Cooper, really good.
Yeah.
Yep. Kate
Yeah.
Blanchett
So-
is good in the film.
Good.
Better in the last one that we talked about.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Everyone's really good in it. I can't remember everyone.
Willem?
Rooney Mara,
How's Willem?
but she's also really good in.
Yeah.
Willem's good. He's not in it loads, but he's
Yeah.
he's like a little like gremlinly fucking like circus manager.
Perfect. Can we? Oh.
Is Michael Shannon? No, Michael Shannon isn't.
Talk about some movie news. Joker 2. Script's been handed in. Don't want it.
No.
Don't burn it. Burn the script.
Burn it.
Burn the script. Get rid of
Burn
it. Christ. Why? Why?
We didn't need a sequel. It got
No.
$1 billion, then
Yeah.
Joaquin won the Oscar, and I was like, we'll do another
Yeah,
one.
but
It's
just
like, no, it
don't.
doesn't mean it's going to do it again.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like,
doesn't mean it's
well,
going to do it again, you idiots.
It'll make the money again, but it probably won't be as good.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed to lose money on it, but Jesus,
what's
come
Todd Phillips going to do? Is go into his writing room and spin the wheel of Martin Scorsese films for him to rip off. So last time it was King of Comedy. Which one is it this time?
No, it was King of Comedy and Taxi Driver. I was like, oh, so which two?
Yeah.
Right,
All right.
Goodfellas and...
Joker's going to Wall Street. Come on. Let's go.
It goes Goodfellas and Hugo? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
What would that be?
Yeah, the Joker's building his crime empire and he's getting all these people working for him and stuff. But also, Robot Boy. Also, he's got a little robot sidekick.
But also, he loves film.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Oh, no, Hugo would be like Bruce Wayne, wouldn't he?
Yes.
Bruce Wayne is in a clock tower. Why? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that
Just
person, by the way? That's the
That
narrator.
was Tom Holland,
That
wasn't
was
it?
the narrator for Joker 2. In the galaxy far away, was dust on it.
No.
Once upon a time in Gotham City.
Oh, please,
Arthur Fleck.
Oh, I forgot that's his name, isn't it? Arthur Fleck. God damn it.
Arthur Fleck became a bad Joker, man.
Bad Joker. Oh, he's a bad Joker. It's turned into Sarah Milligan. It's going... Oh, Christ.
Oh, please, Mr. Feige.
Oh, please, Mr. Feige.
Who was the person?
He answered me calls, actually.
Oh, yeah, he did he? Yeah.
God damn.
Who's the main person behind DC?
Walter Hamada at the minute.
I don't know why that was funny to me.
What else does Walter Hamada do?
No, I mean, like, because you know, like Kevin Feige.
Yeah,
It's Walter Hamada.
Walter Hamada is the kind of
Right.
head of DC films at the minute. I think he did a lot of James Gunn stuff. I think he does the Conjuring.
James Wan.
James Wan, sorry.
I got
Yeah, he does the Conjuring stuff. and
Oh, okay.
he's that
Yeah,
guy. And
Sure.
his plans are coming to fruition. for better or ill. Yeah, he's the guy that's going like, we'll just do multiverse stuff. Everything takes place in its own universe. Who fucking cares? I don't fucking care.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I'm also rebooting the mainline universe. So
yeah, sure.
No Batman, no Superman. Get rid of him.
It's because we've got Pattinson.
But then we still. It's still having a Batman. They're still gonna have a Batman, but it's Michael Keaton.
Yeah, we don't need to bother about that. Hey, I'm fine. It's not the only Batman, which I'm okay with at that point. It's
fine. I'm as a Superman fan, I get upset about this, but that's fine. Because why don't you just? It's not just because the Henry Cavill version isn't good doesn't mean that Superman can't work in film. If you do him properly,
it's not even that it wasn't good. It just was fine.
It does my head in, man. It doesn't mean no one cares about Superman.
Does Zack Snyder just have a chokehold on it? So it's like, if no one else can do it, then it's not happening.
Maybe. I don't know.
Does Zack Snyder buy the rights to Superman? We just don't know about it.
Yeah, he's just like, no one can make a Superman movie but me, and I'll do it badly every time.
Like, why? Can't we just have it
please?
back?
No! But Matthew Vaughn said he wanted to do one. I don't care!
Do I look like Matthew Vaughn? Then no!
God, I'd love a Matthew Vaughn Superman movie.
I would like a Matthew Vaughn anything else but Kingsman, thank you very much.
Yeah, please, stop doing Kingsman.
Like right now at least.
He's doing the next one.
The Kingsman?
Yeah, there's a third Kingsman
I know.
coming out. It's like, it's the end of Eggsy's journey. He's going to die. He's going to die at the end, obviously.
I'm
he's probably going to die
I'm going to cry then. I'm not.
I'm not. I
don't
don't
give a shit.
He did one good movie.
Kingsman 2's
I hate it.
I don't hate
The Kingsman is terrible. Well, it's not terrible. It's better than 2.
Okay.
But it's so boring. Yeah. I don't know if have I said this to you before?
About the Kingsman?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did tell me about this.
Like, why in a Kingsman movie would you make the main character have a thing against killing? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to watch him fucking... I'm here to see Ralph Fiennes kick someone's head off.
I'm here for murder!
That's what I want from a Kingsman movie. I want ridiculous gadgets. I want ridiculous gadgets, and I want to see him shoot someone's fucking eye out with an umbrella or something. But no, I don't like killing. What's the point then? Why am I here? What am I doing? What is this?
Get up.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
What's the point of this
And
shit?
like 3/4 of the movie is him and the son having the same argument of being like, I want to fight, and Ralph Fiennes being like, your mum died, so no. So no, you can't fight. And he's like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna fight in World War One. That's kind of, yeah. Sucks. Fucking blows.
I forgot it came out.
Yeah.
I want to see Titan instead. I want to see that one instead. God. What is it with Boxing Day films? Are always like, they always feel like a bit like laddie. I don't know why.
Yeah, they're a bit like fellas.
It's like remember, like, I think like Holmes and Watson came out Boxing Day.
Holmes and Watson. Oh no! I'd successfully forgotten about that goddamn movie, Oscar. Why did you remind me? I saw that in the cinemas.
Was it Boxing Day?
No, probably. Me and Leo went to see it.
See what I mean?
As fans of Step Brothers, we went to see that movie.
Oh, they
and
tricked
we were
you.
so upset.
They tricked you.
It's so bad.
Yeah, they tricked you.
Christ. It was awful.
Braun Strowman's in that for a bit. I've seen him in the trailer, so I know he's in it. I don't know what the fuck he's.
Yeah, it's awful. It's the worst movie of all the movies. It's
That's
the
not
worst
what you
one.
believe.
No, it's not. It's not.
Because Jurassic World 2 exists.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Jurassic World 3's this year.
Yeah. What films are we excited for?
Oh yeah, should we do most anticipated?
We'll do a bit of that.
Okay.
The Batman.
Duh. Good.
That's like
Obviously. When's it out? A couple of weeks now.
March 4th.
Shit.
No, don't say that soon.
That is soon. It's like the 3rd of Feb.
No, Robbie. That's when we wrap. That's the week we wrap.
Yeah,
so don't say it's soon.
Well, it is soon.
No, but I don't want to think that
we start shooting in 2 weeks, and it's like a 2-week shoot.
Yeah, but I don't want to like feel like it's coming around that quickly. I want to like.
So excited.
I want to like
that fucking movie. It's 3 days after I wrap is when it comes out.
Yeah.
God, I'm so excited. Yeah, that's my first one. Doctor Strange, I'm very excited about.
I'm intrigued.
Sam Raimi.
I'm seeing it.
So, I'll be there. I'm obviously going to be there.
I'll be there.
Yeah, no, I want to see that really badly.
I'm excited for a film called After Yang.
Oh, yeah, is that the one with Colin Farrell?
Yeah, same director as Columbus.
Yeah.
Coconada is his name.
Robot Man?
Yeah.
Cool.
I might cry.
Yeah, probably.
It feels like it's
one of them where it's like, what's real?
yeah.
What is life?
Come on.
Yeah.
It's what I want from
Pretty
Blade
good.
Runner.
Yeah,
But
pretty
this-
good. What else is this
I
year?
want Colin Farrell to make me cry like a bitch. I
Uh,
looked this up and it's hang on a minute.
Wes has got a movie out this year, hasn't he?
I don't think it's officially coming out this
Okay.
year, but I'm excited for that.
I think that that'll be on my
Oh!
anticipated list.
The Northman.
Oh, the
Is this
Northman.
year?
That's yes.
Robert Eggers has got another film, and it's not in,
Vikings.
and it's not in an Instagram aspect ratio.
No, it's a proper
It's a
full
full-
frame movie. Is it black and white?
No.
Fuck yeah. Yes. And Willem Dafoe's in it.
Yeah.
And Vikings.
It's all the
and
people.
two of the Skarsgårds, probably. I think there's two of them.
Oh, I think only he's the main
He's
character.
the main character. But I think one of his brothers is in it
Anya
as well.
Taylor-Joy, is it? It's almost like everyone that he's worked with up to this point anyway, but also just a fuckload of people he wants to do anyway. In an AMA he did, he got asked like, "Oh, are you gonna do like because you're very like into your like accurate dialect?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like Nordic dialect
Mm.
for this?" And everything. Have you seen the trailer? Robert Eggers was like,
Mm.
"It's not going to be, unfortunately. I would love to do it,
Mm.
but studios won't give you that big of a budget to do
Yes.
this type of film with
Exactly.
So basically, he's basically saying the only reason why he's been able to get away with The Witch and The Lighthouse is because they're so small films anyway
Yeah, it
that it's
doesn't
like.
matter.
But it's like he's got like I think it's Studio Canal
Yeah.
behind.
He's
him
like,
with
I've got
this
a
one.
big budget this time, and they're not going
The
to let you spend all
studio-
that money on
It's
something.
going to be like, they're not going to be. Although, no, I was going to say, although Tragedy in Macbeth, but that's Shakespeare.
Yeah.
You can get away with like
Yeah.
not having people understand what the fuck you.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
but Macbeth was A24, so that doesn't mean it.
Yeah.
They're more lenient with Shakespeare.
Yeah.
But like with this one, it's but I'm excited for that.
I'm so excited for that.
I don't think it has a release date, but the Ari Aster I think has a new film out this year.
Not for me.
It won't be.
No, not excited.
God
for that.
damn it, bitch! I'm a professional.
Not mine. What? Hang on. Okay.
That's the one. That's Disappointment Boulevard, which he is talked about as a nightmare comedy
Oh, brilliant.
with Joaquin Phoenix in it.
What else is this shit? Oh, Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah! Let's go.
I'm in for it. I'm in for it.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that.
Hang on, let me look this up.
Um,
Is the IMDb UK? I'm looking forward to that.
oh, the Mario movie.
No, you're
Yes, I'm genuinely just intrigued as to how terrible it will be.
not. Oh, okay, right.
Like I'm excited to see how bad that is. Knives Out 2 is this year.
Yes, there is.
That's exciting. Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween ends.
Halloween ends.
Woo, Halloween Kills is not my honorable mentions, but
The new fucking Jordan Peele movie.
oh, nope.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah.
Stephen
Stephen
Yeun.
Yeun.
That sounds fucking.
Oh,
Yeah.
April 1st, we got Morbius, baby.
Oh yes, yes. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Did you know? Sorry, Morbius is now the most delayed superhero movie ever made. Like it beat New Mutants
Are you shitting me?
by being delayed again. It beat
Really?
Yeah, it beat New Mutants.
I feel like New Mutants
It was
like
meant to come out in 2018.
what was?
Morbius.
No, it
Swear
was it.
down. Swear to God.
That didn't get filmed then.
Right, okay. Let me find this. I
The new-
feel like that's true, but I might have just made that.
The new Damien Chazelle film's coming out in January 2023. Babylon.
Very excited about that.
Oh, Aquaman and Lost Kingdom's coming out on 16th of December.
It was original. Oh, never mind. It was originally set for release in 2020.
Do you know what's coming out this year? Creed 3.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Yes.
that's scheduled this
Give
year.
me that in my goddamn veins.
Michael B. Jordan.
directing.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Also, within the same month,
Hmm.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Oh,
I'm interested.
I'm so interested in Black Panther because I'm interested in it for a couple of reasons. I'll make this a point because
yes.
Warner Brothers, right? Question for Warner Brothers. Hello, what the fuck are you doing? Because they're releasing the Flash movie in the same week as Black Panther 2.
Yes, they are.
It's not going to make any money.
What? Black Panther 2?
No, the Flash won't make any money if Black Panther 2 comes out the same week.
No, you're right. You are
It
right.
won't make any money. Aquaman 2 comes out the same day as Avatar 2. Again, it's not going to make any money.
For some reason, do you think Avatar 2 will overtake? I don't know.
It'll do better than Aquaman.
I don't know.
It will, because people will be interested in what the fuck Avatar 2 is going to be. It's the highest grossing movie of all time. People will be interested.
I don't know. Because we forget Aquaman did very well.
Yeah, but the amount of lame
It's more relevant.
The amount of layman's that get asked and go, my favourite movie's Avatar.
No, they don't.
They do. It happens, man. It does.
I don't know. I still think
Out there in the
Aquaman.
wild.
I still think Aquaman 2 will. Yeah, we'll predict this. We'll predict.
Yeah.
We'll make this a prediction.
I'm
Right.
so interested in Avatar.
I'm interested. I don't think it's going to be. It'll crack $1 billion.
Mm.
It's not going to $2 billion.
Okay.
I'm not because again, it's just a big budget
Mm.
flick. People go and see it.
Yeah.
I think I think genuinely, Aquaman 2 has a shot of being higher grossing than Avatar 2
I disagree.
because Aquaman 2 is a little bit more relevant and people
Okay.
give more of a shit about that stuff.
Okay.
People don't give a shit.
Hold this clip.
Yeah.
Stick this clip.
Remember it, ladies.
Remember this clip, everyone. Timestamp this. Avatar 2 will make more money than Aquaman.
Should we try figure out what we're Lightyear's also coming out on the 17th of June.
Can we do a what's gonna be good and what's gonna be bad?
Yeah.
Predictions.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do all the films. We'll just
just the big ones.
yeah.
The
Okay.
big boys.
Okay. Uncharted.
Terrible.
Not gonna be good.
It's not gonna be good. I'm so intrigued to see it. Me and Reese are gonna go see it together,
Okay.
and it's probably gonna be bad. But you can come along.
Can I come along just out of
Yeah, yeah.
curiosity?
It's probably gonna be awful. So
The
that's
same day as Death on the Nile.
bad.
Not gonna be
Not gonna be good. I think that movie is gonna be horribly edited because of Armie Hammer.
He's still in the film, isn't
Yeah, but they're fucking cutting around in
Are they
big time in the trailers. So I feel like they're
he?
gonna.
He's not on the posters. His
yeah,
name's
that's
gone.
what I mean. I think they're
Yeah.
gonna re-edit the movie and it's gonna be just choppy as fuck.
The Batman.
It's gonna be good.
Oh.
I think it'll be good.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I think-
emotional.
I want it to be great. I wouldn't be surprised if it came out and people were slightly disappointed by it.
Can we find a way to do a podcast around about that time? We would
Go
have
on,
wrapped. We would have wrapped by then.
Yeah, and talk about a Batman film.
No, just any. I'll just find a way
Oh,
to
okay.
do a podcast.
Yeah,
I don't know
fine,
what.
Yeah, sounds. Well, we could just do one talk about Batman.
Yeah.
When we've seen it, we could just do a review, but keep it as
Yeah,
a podcast. Just
yeah.
a shorter podcast.
Morbius. Laughable.
It's gonna be awful, and I can't fucking wait.
Absolutely
I'm
laughably bad.
so excited for how bad that movie is gonna be. I
kind of want it to be Fantastic level
Oh, say
of what the
I
fuck
want it
is
to be
anything?
worse. Because I want it to be because Fantastic is terrible, but you can see what they were going for. This movie, I want it to be terrible, but just bizarre. Like there's nothing makes any sense.
Who's directed it? Who the fuck's behind this?
Some fucking guy.
Daniel Espinosa.
Yeah. Good on him.
He directed Life
Oh, God.
and Safe House
Do you remember when people thought Life was gonna be a Venom prequel?
for some reason.
Yeah, that was funny.
The
sounds
same
fun.
day, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's gonna do what it's gonna do.
I think Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is gonna be great.
It's gonna be what the first one was. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Good.
Yeah.
I like the first one a lot. I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's the best video game movie ever made.
Okay, I haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna.
I think
make
it
a
is
Fantastic Beasts: The Secret of Dumbledore.
terrible.
Not gonna be
It's gonna be awful
not gonna be
because
good.
just
The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Dude.
What is he gonna come out?
just draw. I mean,
Is that what this
Probably.
Is that just what is it? I'm gay.
is
Yeah,
he gonna
okay.
finally confirm actually for real that he is gay? Because that'd be good.
But then
As
also
opposed to
right.
J.K. Rowling just saying it.
But then also right. Mads Mikkelsen is gonna be such a sore thumb in that. It's like, what are you
yeah.
doing? You're great.
Yeah,
You're
because
gonna-
as well, Mads Mikkelsen. How are they explaining that? Are they going like he's taking Polyjuice potion again? He's not.
So is Grindelwald just a shapeshifter at this point?
I mean, it was
Fuck
Polyjuice
it.
potion in the first movie, wasn't it? Like his original default skin is Johnny Depp, but he was taking a potion to look like Colin Farrell for some reason. To fuck him out of a paycheck, I guess. I don't know.
The Northman class.
Good. I think it's gonna be great.
Good class. I think it's gonna have people who. I've said this because I said this to the chat when Reese said the trailer. Like I went like, the trailers make it look like a film that people are gonna not like after it.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna look at it. The trailers making it look like a big badass action film. Oh, it's not going to be. It's going to have cool action scenes. But if anything, I think if anything, it'll be just a bigger budget version of The Green Knight in terms of how they're doing it. I think.
I would say it'd be closest approximation, probably maybe the Revenant-ish.
Revenant, Green Knight. It's going to be folklore. It's going to be heavily on the folklore.
Yeah.
And it's
Big
going to
time.
be visually really cool.
Yeah.
Downton Abbey, a new era. It's going to do what it's going to do.
It's going to be Downton Abbey, isn't it?
It's
going to be a Downton Abbey movie.
It's not going to win anyone, but it's going to be
No.
like, oh, if you do like Downton Abbey, yeah, well, you're probably going to like Downton Abbey.
Never seen Downton Abbey.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Could go either way.
I think it's going to be good.
I think I'm either gonna love it or be really disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Because if what I'm hearing, like, there's a lot of things I'm hearing about it where in No Way Home is like a big celebration of Spider-Man. This is meant to be just a big celebration of Marvel as a brand.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, I really hope it's good. Could be a mess.
I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Good.
I hope so, because I just want to see a great superhero movie by Sam Raimi again.
Top Gun Maverick.
Terrible.
I think it's going to be fine.
I think it's going to be real bad.
I really want to be good for Gary's sake.
For the sake of Gary.
God,
God bless you, Gary.
he's been so upset about this getting delayed constantly. He's like, fuck's sake, again. I just want that boy to be happy. It's like how Lewis is really, it's like I was really wanting No Way Home to be good for Lewis.
Yeah.
And then Lewis really wants the Batman to be good for me.
Yeah, I want the
I
Batman
just
to be
want
good.
I just want Top Gun Maverick to be
Good for Gary.
exactly what Gary wants.
Yeah, I want it to be Top Gun again. I want it to be homoerotic, beach volleyball.
But also a bit modern day Mission Impossible.
Yeah, and Miles Teller's got a weird pedo stash or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on it.
Jurassic World Dominion.
Terrible.
Okay.
Well,
Isn't Trevorrow back for this?
he is back, so
That doesn't mean jack.
it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, Jurassic World, I dislike, but it's not an awful movie. I just like it on the basis of being a Jurassic Park movie. But like, as a film, it's not that bad. It's
Right,
fine. It's a
okay, yeah,
blockbuster.
yeah.
It's fine. This one could go either way, because it could be awful, or it could be, oh, this is nice because dinosaurs, and also Sam Neill's back, and Laura Dern and Jeff Goldblum.
No, it doesn't mean shit.
They're all back.
Doesn't mean fucking anything.
But
though.
also, Chris Pratt's still in it, so probably not.
And I'm not seeing this film because I haven't seen the other two. So
Fair enough. I'll see it because I have to.
yeah, it's your
Like,
life at this point.
It's a fucking, it's a
That's me. That's me when I was walking to Justice League. I was saying, I have to. I have to.
It's not gonna be good. But,
Lightyear.
I think it'll be
It's
good.
gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be one of these emotional Pixar films. I'll be very.
I think it is.
I'll be very surprised if this could be a possibility that we're talking about this in your list. It's not going to make anything.
Yeah.
List is.
I think here's a.
I also would not be surprised if this is just basically how I feel with like Raya.
Yeah, it's good.
Like it's like they're fine,
Yeah.
but like whatever.
Yeah, fair. I think it could be one of those ones where it's a really weak Pixar movie.
Yes. Yeah. Same. I forget. Yeah. The untitled Elvis Presley project.
Fuck off.
Don't give
don't
a
care.
shit. Don't give a shit. It's gonna. I think it's
Who's doing it?
as in director.
Yeah.
What should be someone who's like class, and we just be like,
What is
"Fuck it."
what is any of this? What is this untitled Elvis?
What the fuck? It's Baz Luhrmann.
Hang on.
It's Baz Luhrmann, the guy who did fucking like.
Is that Timothy?
Don't worry about that. it's Baz Luhrmann who did like Romeo plus Juliet and Moulin Rouge and The Great Gatsby.
Bad. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad movie.
Tom Hanks is in it. What the fuck?
Is Tom Hanks playing Elvis?
No, it's Austin
Oh.
Butler who I recognize you. Your name was Rex. Shoot him, Tex. Tex.
I don't
I'm the
remember.
devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business.
What movie is this?
Nah, sounds a lot dumber than that.
What are we doing?
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Ah.
You know the bloke who rode the horse? Long hair. The guy who got his balls gnawed off.
Oh yeah.
He's Elvis.
Okay, fine.
Cody Smith McPhee's in it.
Oh,
Watch this be like
Nightcrawler himself.
Watch this be a random best picture of the year.
God, I hope not.
Baz Luhrmann's back with this untitled
Back in a
Elvis.
big way, baby. He's doing an untitled Elvis movie. What do you want?
Minions, The Rise of Groot. So it's going to be a
Terrible.
Minions.
Real bad. It's gonna be real bad.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Ah,
It's going to exist.
So this movie.
It's going to exist.
Do you know what is weird? Right, I've been taking a stance at the minute. For me, I'm making a change in my life, and I hope you'll be proud of me. I'm trying. So you know how I kind of keep my ear to the ground with news on Marvel
Yeah.
movies and all that kind of stuff, and what's going to be in them, and what's going
Yeah,
on, and
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. I've decided I don't want to do that anymore. Thank you. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want movies. I want to go and I want to be surprised and I want to have a good time. Right? Doctor Strange, I know things about where I'm like, I can't do it for Doctor Strange now. I know too much. You know?
Yeah,
I know things are coming back. I know whatever. I don't know anything about Thor, and it's the next movie to come out, and
It's
I don't
Taika
know.
Waititi as well.
It's Taika Waititi, so I'm trying to avoid things about it. All I know is what they've officially said, which is that Natalie Portman's back, and they're doing the Jane Foster becomes Thor for a bit,
Okay.
story.
Right, yeah.
and Christian Bale's in it, and he's the villain, and he's Gore the God
That's
Butcher.
right, he is in it. Yeah,
He's playing Gore the God Butcher, which is cool. And Russell Crowe's in it, and he's probably playing Zeus.
Cool. It would be enjoyable.
Yeah.
There
So
you go.
for that movie, I'm kind of like, I really hope it. I hope it's Taika Waititi doing a good movie. I hope it's not Ragnarok again.
Yeah.
Because Ragnarok I don't like as much as
Yeah.
everybody else. I think it's too jokey and
It's
there's
everything that I don't like in a Marvel film.
there's no emotion to it. It's just, isn't this funny?
Yeah.
Whereas something like Jojo Rabbit is hilarious, but also can make it sob
Yeah,
if it wants to. So I hope it's more like that.
Black Adam.
Oh, that again could go either way.
Who's directing this?
Who is directing it?
Warm Colette Serra. Why do I know that name? Oh. The guy did The Shallows.
Fuck.
Oh, he directed Jungle Cruise.
That makes sense. There we go. There we go. Okay, right.
It's going to be a rock film, but
the Rock.
DC.
So, the Rock's been wanting to make this movie since like 2008.
Yeah.
So it's got to be something, right?
That doesn't. Wait, Noah Centineo's in this. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's playing Atom Smasher. Pierce Brosnan's in it playing Dr. Fate.
Yeah. It's gonna be a Dwayne the Rock film. It's gonna be a.
The first look at it looked cool.
Yeah.
I just hope that I can buy The Rock as a threatening,
as opposed to
villainous
just
man, as
I'm
opposed
The
to
Rock.
just being The Rock. I just hope I can buy him. Doing the eyebrow. I hope I can buy him as an evil person. I hope so.
I mean, the Fast Five, I believe him as like a intimidating presence, but then he just became The Rock in them.
Yeah, then he's just The Rock.
He's just The Rock.
And now he doesn't do him anymore because he got called a little boy or whatever.
You little bitch. What?
Little bitch Dwayne.
Don't Worry, Darling, the new Olivia Wilde film. I'm excited.
Probably good. I don't know.
1950s housewife living with her husband in a utopian experimental community begins to worry that his glamorous company may be hiding disturbing secrets. It's a crime drama horror. What the fuck?
Sounds cool.
Is this going to be like Truman Show but horror?
Sounds like it. Sounds like
This is the one that Shia LaBeouf got kicked off because he was an arsehole.
Yeah.
And then Harry Styles got brought on.
Yeah, cool.
And then this Olivia Wilde and now Harry Styles.
I like Harry Styles.
Yeah.
I think
Chris Pine's in it.
Sounds kind of like that.
Florence
thingy.
Pew Pew Pew.
Oh, I love
Isn't
Florence
it?
Pugh. She's fucking
I think she's the main character. I think she's
good shit. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah,
It sounds kind of like that. Do you remember that Jesse Eisenberg movie where he was stuck in a suburban street or whatever?
I think I did. Is it Pleasantville? Is what?
No, Pleasantville's a Tom Maguire one, where it's in black and white. The one he's like, it's him and his girlfriend, and they buy a new house in the suburbs, and they can't escape or whatever, and they get forced to have a child, and the child's weird.
I don't know that.
It's pretty cool.
Oh.
Weird.
Sounds like something I would
You'd
be
probably
in.
like it. I think you'd probably like it.
Is it skinny funk quirky indie?
Yeah, but it's kind of a horror weird thing.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, I'll try and find out what this movie is.
But yeah, Don't Worry, Darling. Probably going to be really into that.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1.
Oh, I hope it's fucking excellent.
Would this maybe be your favorite film of next year?
It very much could be, because like, I mean, come on.
I could see. I mean, one of the directors is the guy who directed Sozin's Comet.
Good.
And just a lot of the best episodes of The Last Airbender. So I'm not worried.
Yeah,
it's going to be class.
Vivarium is what the movie's called.
Oh, I
Came
think
out 2019. While looking for a house, Tom and Gemma get stuck in a maze of identical houses. As they try to figure out a way to escape, they receive a package containing a child and are asked to raise it.
I know of it.
Yeah, it's weird as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, Spider-Man, I hope it's great. I really do.
I have no reason to think otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. I think the director's great. The cast is great. Oscar Isaac's going to be in it. So
They're doing the same. They're just basically they're keeping on what they're doing.
They're going to different universes this time, and they've already confirmed that every universe is going to have a different art style.
Mhm.
Which, from an animation point of view, which I love animated movies,
Yeah.
that sounds fucking insane. So, good shit.
Halloween ends. I'm extremely cautious.
Yeah, that would be.
Extremely
Halloween
cautious.
ends in quotation marks, because it probably won't be the last one.
But not because of that, but because of like they kind of like redid. Remember, it's now taking place post the pandemic. The pandemic's canon in this now.
Which is why?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Why would you do that?
But also, I had a I mean, if you saw me talk about
You had
Halloween
a
Kills,
blast
I
with
fucking
Halloween
loved
Kills.
it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the franchise,
Yeah.
which is why I'm even more terrified at the third film.
Yeah.
Star Wars did
I
me
just-
dirty last
yeah.
time. All I'm saying is these third films, man.
Could go either way. I mean,
Although John Wick, I like 3 a lot.
I like
Parabellum.
that one. Like it a lot.
But I hope it's in.
Yeah.
If anything, I just hope it goes more batshit.
Yeah.
If anything,
Fair enough.
go more insane.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I like Halloween.
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I didn't realize this was coming out.
What? Puss in Boots 2.
Like a decade later. Who
Yeah.
asked for this?
Who asked for it? When the fuck did Puss in Boots 1 come out? That's gotta be
2011, I think.
What the fuck is going
Who
on?
wanted this like 11 years later?
Why is that? That's bizarre.
we're
That's
gonna-
really
We're
weird.
gonna forget it. It's gonna be shit. I think that's my.
Oh yeah, it'll be
Crazy.
shit. Like, that's really weird.
The Flash. Let's keep this condensed.
Yeah, I'll try and keep this down. It'll be.
It's not making anyone's best. Is all I'm
No.
saying.
It'll either be really good fun, or it'll be a mess. And I'm leaning more towards it's going to be a mess.
Or what if it's a messy fun?
Oh, I don't want that.
It's Andy Muschietti, so I think we're in good hands.
Yeah, but
It could be silly
but
though.
It Chapter 2.
Yeah, it was silly, but it wasn't like it wasn't a shit
it's
show.
Not good.
It wasn't a shit show.
No. I don't know. The stuff with the Keaton and whatever.
That's I'm just interested what the fuck.
Yeah,
they're
I
doing.
want to see.
Yeah, just
I'm interested in what it is, because is he going to the Tim Burton universe, or is it just a different parallel world where Batman happens to be Michael Keaton or whatever? I don't know.
Right. The untitled David O. Russell film.
Who's David O. Russell?
He did Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh.
He did American Hustle.
Oh.
He did Joy.
Oh. I like American Hustle.
I like Silver Linings Playbook.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, haven't you?
No, I haven't seen that. I feel like I would like it.
You
if I
wouldn't.
watched it, but
Right. There's no plot details on it.
Mm.
But it's a film with Anya Taylor-Joy, Margot Robbie, Christian Bale, Timothy Olyphant, Zoe Saldana,
Yep.
Robert De Niro,
Excellent.
Rami Malek,
Oh my god.
Michael Shannon,
Holy shit.
Andrea Riseborough,
Ah.
Mike Myers.
Sorry. Why is he plugged on the end of there? What the fuck?
John David Washington's in this.
Good. Love him.
Matthias Schoenaerts.
Who's that?
You know him if you see him. He's like,
Oh
yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor Swift's in it as well.
Cool.
Chris Rock as well. What is
What?
this fucking thing? It's a period drama film from the looks of things, and these are like the images, so I don't know.
Is that James Marsden?
Who.
That guy. That was like James Marsden.
That's Christian Bale.
What the fuck? You know that goddamn. Oh yeah.
And that's Margot Robbie's in a black wig. It's Margot Robbie, but. So, I don't know. Oscars like it.
Sure.
That's
that sounds cool. I mean, yeah. I'm excited to see Timothy Olyphant in something. Good on him. I think he's a great actor. I like him.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I think it's going to be good.
Okay.
Not as good as the first, but I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
What a shit show this production's had.
Oh my god, terrible.
But also,
Proper shit show.
I think it's going to be still. I think it's going to still be a good film. It's Ryan Coogler.
I have faith in Ryan Coogler, but also he was a part of Space
He's
Jam
been fucking
2,
batted
so-
about with this as well, though.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a really fitting tribute for Chadwick,
Yeah.
but I think it might be the weakest Marvel thing of the year.
I
Or
can see
Marvel movie.
that. I can see that.
It might be the weakest of the three. I think it's only 3 Marvel movies this year.
We said them, didn't we? I
There's
think?
Doctor Strange, Thor, and this. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the 3, and then it's Disney Plus stuff.
Yeah. Creed 3. I think it's going to be
it'll
good.
I think
it'll be
it'll
good.
I mean, I hope so, because then you've got a really solid trilogy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of all of them.
I love them.
the big fan. Stallone's not in this, is he? I think Stallone's like.
Stallone's not in the. I don't think he's in the 3rd one, but which is upsetting because a lot of why I love the Creed movies is their relationship.
But I also got. I think Michael B. Jordan's like still. He'll carry it plenty.
Yeah,
fine.
and I like Tessa Thompson in those movies. I think she's great.
Yeah.
Creed 2 made me fucking weep.
I love that man.
Oh my
love Creed
god!
2.
But that felt like a fitting ending to the Rocky franchise. Did Creed 2?
Yeah.
To be honest, but I'm happy to see a 3rd one.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, cool.
There's a Matilda film apparently coming out.
Fine. Okay. Good. Excellent.
Stephen Graham's going to be in it.
Oh, play Matilda.
No, he's Mr. Wormwood.
Oh.
Emma Thompson's Miss Trunchbull.
That's
fucking
good. Now that's good shit. You've just successfully spun that around, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Who is this? Matthew Warchus? Warchus?
Don't know.
Oh, It's the guy who directed Pride.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. You suddenly made me excited about a Matilda film.
And the final one we'll talk about is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Bad.
Did you not like the first one?
No.
I like the first one, so it'll be more of that.
I think it's going to be bad.
I think it's going to be... Is this going to be accidentally the new Fast and Furious franchise?
Yes.
Fuck
I
it.
think so.
James Wan's back directing this.
Yeah.
I love the man.
I just don't like that first movie.
I'm a fan.
I think it close.
So I think you're not going to like it.
Yeah,
I am.
probably, yeah.
It'll be exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And with that being said...
Do you remember when they were going to do a trench movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, but before we wrap up the bullshitting section, there's what I saw before that made me sad.
Oh, yeah. Well, you went, Sony.
Sony. So they've been talking, because obviously they're doing their Spider-Man spin-offs without Spider-Man that no one wants. They're loving them at the minute. Venom and Venom 2 has happened. Not quite the devil in. Well, Morbius is happening. They're doing Craven.
Yeah.
With Aaron Taylor Johnson. Fine. Who's he hunting if not Spider-Man? Fine.
Venom. Sure. Fuck it.
Fine. They said that they wanted to do a Madam Web movie, right? Do you know anything about who Madam Web is?
No.
Okay.
Nor do I think I give a fuck, but tell me anyway.
Exactly. Madam Web is an old lady in a big long dress who either has no eyes or wears a blindfold around them constantly or whatever. And she sits in a space between all the universes in the multiverse, and she picks out Spider-Man and goes, go on missions. And that's usually where Spider-Verse stories come from in the comics.
Viewers,
Yes.
if you're watching this, look back at when Robbie was explaining Venom Let There Be Carnage, which episode that was, and then just let's compare my facial reaction from that to what he's doing to me right now, because I feel the same right now.
Madam Web, so she's an Obi-Wan Kenobi type figure of being like Spider-Man go on Spider-Verse missions or whatever. She like picks Spider-Man and she's like, go on a mission. Happened a lot in the 90s cartoon, right? And they said, we're doing a Madam Web solo movie. Why? Nobody wants that. She's not an interesting character enough for you to do that.
Nobody wants this bullshit.
Exactly, right? It would be like Marvel going, we're doing a Nick Fury movie. I mean, probably not actually, because at least Nick Fury's like you can do like a spy movie, I guess. Sam Jackson's cool, but they've just said and I thought, oh, it'll be one of those ones where they say they're gonna do it, and then it never actually ends up happening.
Like the anime solo,
like the anime solo movie, or the Silver and Black, which was Silver Sable and Black Cat, but then they split it into two separate movies of Silver Sable and Black Cat getting their separate movies,
and they're big hard on for the Sinister Six.
Yeah, now neither of them are happening, right? So I thought it was one of them that was just gonna fall by the wayside.
Have they got a director or some shit?
They've attached an actress to play Madam Web.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything either. You're closer, but it doesn't mean anything.
To start filming next year, apparently.
Who's this person?
Dakota Johnson.
Oh no! I want it away from this shit.
Yeah.
Oh no!
What the fuck?
I'm a big Dakota Johnson fan. This is bad for me.
1 second. Look at it. Look. Do you want me to show you Madam Web in the comic books? What? That's an old lady. That's it. Look at her in the cartoons. That is an old woman.
Dakota Johnson isn't an old lady.
Exactly. What are we doing?
But also, you can make money off Dakota Johnson. You can't make money off a random old actress.
Who the fuck cares? Why are we doing why are we doing a Madam Web movie? Who fucking gives a shit? Put her in the fucking Spider-Verse 2 if you want.
Yeah!
Just do that.
Have Dakota Johnson voice her. I don't give a shit.
Fine. Do that. Why the fuck are we getting a Madam Web movie? Who cares? Fuck it. Just give up. Give the fucking rights back to Marvel. No one cares about what you're doing, and they're gonna do a better job with it.
They're fucking clinging on to dear life
it's
for their
like,
right.
fuck it. Oh, we'll do a Madam Web movie. Oh,
why?
Are we allowed to use Spider-Man? No. What are you doing then?
Is the director attached yet?
No.
And it's filming next year, apparently. Ah, good on you, lads. good job. Good job, Amy Pascal.
Fucking give up, man. Sorry. Pisses me off. It annoys me. No one wants a Morbius movie.
Except Joe. Does he even want this?
I don't know. I don't know what he wants.
I said this to Lewis, right? Can Jared Leto just not be doing big budget films? Because he's not good at them.
He's not a good actor.
That's not true. He's not. He's a good actor. But when he's been a little bit of a weirdo. Not even a weirdo. Do you know what he needs to not do? He needs to stop being like these villains. Because he always has this interpretation that he needs to be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm a lunatic. It's like, mate, you won the Oscar because you were just a real person. You were great in Requiem for a Dream because you were just a bit of like a skitsed out junkie. You were good in like American Psycho because you were just a bit of a pompous dick.
Yeah.
Like, you're not good because you're like, he's not the best. Right. Why did he all of a sudden was like, I'm going to be a villain?
Yeah. He's not good at it.
I just want you to be like a little bit. Do you know what? I would be fine if he was in a film where he was a vampire. I just kind of want to be a mopey vampire. I don't want to be a vampire villain.
He's not even going to be a villain. He's going to be the hero of that movie, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's meant. You know what I mean?
He'll be an anti-hero. He'll be one of them. Oh, I'm trying to help people and whatever.
Yeah,
but also
I
like sucking blood.
No, whatever. I'm a big fan of vampires, but like they've been done dirty.
This movie's it's gonna suck so hard.
Yeah, we've said many times.
Yeah. Can we watch? No.
What were you gonna suggest?
I was gonna say, can we do a podcast on that movie?
Or more? We're not doing a pod. We can do a commentary.
Yes. Oh, I kind of want to do a commentary on the first time watching it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not going to cinema to see it.
Oh, I probably will.
Well,
don't. The answer is don't do that.
Well, you can, but we can do like what we did with the last Airbender film.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like, you knew what the fuck was about to happen. I had no clue.
Yeah, good.
We'll do that.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Sweet.
Yeah.
Are we getting on with the top 10?
Yeah.
Let's continue. Number fives.
Number fives. Oh, yeah. For anyone who gives a shit. I did watch the Australian Open. I wanted Daniil Medvedev win. I'm okay with Rafael Nadal winning. 21 Grand Slams now. He's won.
Whoa.
He's 35 years old.
That's ridiculous.
He's overtaken Djokovic and Federer now. They were all tied with 20, and he won this. It was a 5.5 hour match, by the way.
Fucking Christ.
Nadal came up from Medvedev, who I want to add is 10 years younger than him, number 2 ranked player in the world.
Oh, God.
If Medvedev won, he would have overtaken Djokovic because Djokovic is doing whatever he's fucking doing right now.
Is he still in that airport? Probably. Who knows? He could live there now. Could be like the terminal. I don't know.
I love that. Just the terminal, but just Djokovic getting deported.
Just walking around.
Hate the fact he has to wear a mask.
Yeah.
But if Daniil Medvedev won, he would have won his second Grand Slam in a row. After being Djokovic at the US Open back in August, which I would have loved. Since I've gone into tennis, I'm a Medvedev guy. Yeah. He's out of the 3 younger guys, he's the one that's not a dickhead.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You got Stefanos Tsitsipas, who basically he gets coached on the court, which is illegal in the game,
right? And
the umpire is still like, oh, I didn't see it. It's like you can hear him. What are you on about?
Stood right there, dude.
And it's like right. Then you got Alexander Zverev, who won the gold medal, who I was a fan of him until I found out, he's alleged for abusing his fucking ex-girlfriend. He's a wife beater. And also, when you see more interviews of him, he's just a bit of a dickhead. He's a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
So he's a good tennis player, but he's a dumb shit. And also, just an alleged wife beater.
Not great.
Not good on the lad.
No.
But for some reason, I'm more angry at Stefanos Tsitsipas.
Yes.
Because at least Zverev follows the rules of the game, and it's also the vibe I get as Tsitsipas is he's just basically a Paul brother, but tennis. He's one of these people that posts inspirational shit on Instagram. I was like, you didn't make that up.
Yeah,
you're not philosophical.
Yeah.
And also, whenever he's getting ready to serve, he's like, it's like that. It's like he's just got a face you want to just fucking
deck.
You
just want to smack him.
Medvedev is a bit of a dweeb. He's a video game guy. He kicks off some rounds, but he's not. We're all human. So I wanted him to win. Medvedev had Nadal beat with 2. He got the first 2 sets. So then here comes Nadal, who then realised, maybe I should just go back to 2009 when I was like the hottest fucking tennis player ever. And then got the 3rd set, then got the 4th set, and then another good back and forth. Got the big. Mental. Good shit, man. Good shit, man. Yeah, liked it. And then I think it's like a thing. And he was in an interview and he was just like, oh yeah, I don't want to slow down. I feel disappointed because I have won more Grand Slams. It's like, fucking hell, Rafa.
All right, chill out.
Jesus Christ, Rafa.
Jesus.
And also, Roger Federer is coming back from injury. My favourite tennis player.
Good on him.
40 years old, man.
Jeez.
And him and Rafael Nadal are going to be teaming up this September in London for the for the Laver Cup for representing Team Europe. So Team World have got no fucking chance.
No chance.
You've got Nadal and Federer just like, yeah, we're going to be playing doubles. What the fuck's the
yeah,
point?
fuck it.
Fuck it. So yeah, big fan. I enjoyed the Australian Open.
Good stuff.
I liked it. Disappointed Andy Murray got knocked out earlier.
Yeah.
The Brits did shit. Oh, we weren't good.
Really bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
Andy Murray got knocked out in the second round.
Oh, okay.
Emma Raducanu, who won the US Open.
Yeah.
She was out at the third, I think, or something like that.
Shit.
Not great. No, good thing I'm not. I don't stay loyal to my country when I'm watching this sport. Although I would have liked more Andy Murray, but he's sound.
Yeah, he's
alright. He calls out people's shit. It's brilliant. Yeah. It's like he's not like subtle at all. He goes like
fucking miserable bastard. He's fucking.
He's funny.
He's funny.
Is he sir? Is he a sir? I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I feel like he has been.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. Number 5.
Holy shit! Back to the top 10. Let's go.
The reason why this next film is not higher is because at the minute it doesn't. I don't feel like I've only seen it once, and I don't feel like I'm fully connected with it. But it does feel like a film that I would rewatch, and then I would go back and go like, "That's my favorite film from 2021." It's a Ryusuke Hamaguchi's Drive My Car, a 3-hour meditative Japanese film. Meditative in the sense of like, again, it's a quiet film. It's quite quiet. But the premise of it is that a theatre writer is. He, after the death of his wife, he tries to put on this play that his wife ended up writing.
Okay.
And bless you.
Thank you.
It's almost difficult for me to explain.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like so much happens, but at the same time, not a lot.
Okay.
And the name Drive My Car comes from the fact of like he's going slightly blind in his left eye and he didn't crash him.
Yeah.
So then when he's driving to different places, so for his work, he's now got someone who's hired to drive to be his chauffeur. Yeah. But that's not the plot of the film.
Okay.
It's literally it's fucking fascinating. Again, I don't feel like I can really describe this film. It's like because it's like he's putting on this play. It's a multilingual play as well.
Right.
So he's got like a Japanese lead actor who the reason why he ends up casting him is fucking brilliant.
Right.
Not gonna say it, but it's like oh fucking hell, that's okay. But you cast him. He's like a guy who's like either in his early 30s or late 20s, but he's playing like an older character.
Okay.
Who's Japanese. Then there's a Chinese actress who only knows Mandarin or English.
Okay.
So then she's acting in Mandarin. But then you've also got an actor who only knows Korean Sign Language.
Right.
And then she's performing that in there.
That's quite
then
cool.
you've also got another. So it's almost it's weird in the sense of like, to me again, as I said about Titan, I'm quite fascinated with dance and the human body as movement. Yeah. And there might be another film that might cover this. But then I always discovered this as well with sign language. I almost find it something quite inherently beautiful. Yeah. About something the only way someone can express themselves is through physicality. Yeah. And there's a moment where, again, it's a beautiful score as well. Really fucking like great. But then this film also knows moments where to just not do that. And there's almost like an absolute like moment that got me absolutely massively teary-eyed towards the end, where we see the actress perform her lines on stage in front of a crowd in sign. Yeah. And it's just quiet. And we see the subtitles. But there's something about like just a quiet theater, and we just hear like a. Yeah. It is almost like a dance, but also communicative. Yeah. And it's just really fucking like I don't know, like it's poetic. That's the best way. Yeah. The film is an absolutely poetic film. There's moments where they rehearse, which again is fascinating for a director's point of view. It's like there's moments where all they do is just read throughs. Yeah. And and I don't know if this is an actual technique used or whatever, but it's like someone they say their lines, and when they finish the lines, they. Yeah. And then the next person say the line, finish the line. So I don't know. There's like
That's quite cool.
there's like moments like that, and again, it's like you're almost following. It's a bit of a grieving film because the guy is kind of like grieving about his wife, but it's not like mopey and blah or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a film where he's almost using this play to help him heal.
Okay.
And and it's 3 hours, which if I just explain that type of a film to you, and you go, fuck, that's 3 hours.
Yes.
But I feel like there's a lot happens in the film to where I'm glad it is 3 hours because you're going through many different. Because we learn a lot about his driver as well, who's like 25 or something. So there's so you learn a bit about her as well, and I don't know, like the best way I can describe it is like I would say watch the trailer for the film.
Yeah.
And if you're intrigued by the vibe you've got with it, give the film a go.
Yeah,
in honesty, because if you like the vibe you felt with the trailer, it's that but 3 hours. So just like
fair enough, yeah.
What it's calming, but also not. It's not. It's weird. It feels like a nice warm cuppa almost.
Yeah. Okay.
A nice warm jasmine tea.
Nice.
It feels it does feel healing.
Yeah.
But like how healing is in the sense of like it's a healthy healing.
Okay.
Where like it's not like Teton where you're going through this like visceral catharsis.
Yeah.
It is almost like you are kind of being guided through melancholy, but also happiness, but also accepting that like sometimes life, like there's shit parts of life, but that is just life. That doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
But it is also a bit of a thing where it's like, sadness doesn't mean negativity.
Yes.
That's kind of like the feeling that I get with it. It's not showy or like there's no screaming acting moments where it's all very quite just
quiet and nice and calming.
It's big fan. And I can and I do want to rewatch it because I can't imagine myself looking at the film and being like, fuck yeah, that is kind of like my favorite film of the year. Again, it's like I would say like again, we've mentioned it before. Coconada's film, Columbus, and what After Yang looks like it will be.
Yeah.
Just kind of like it's a real life situation type of thing, but like kind of like just no. It's great.
Yeah,
really good film. It seems to be the favorite for best international film.
Okay,
which I'm more than fine with. I think the BFI named it their film of the year.
All right.
Which again, so if you might know of it.
Yeah.
If people are watching this, you probably might have heard about it. And you might be, what is that? No, give it a go.
Yeah.
I recommend Drive My Car.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll be up for that. Just in length is my only. Christ, get Madam Web off my goddamn screen. My number 5 film. Okay. I really debated with this one. It's this and my number 4. Can really go either way around. But how I was feeling when I made my list, my number 5 film is Tick Tick Boom.
Oh, okay.
Lin-Manuel Miranda's A Tick Tick Boom. It's great. It's so good. I really enjoy. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. I didn't realize that Tick Tick Boom itself is a play.
Yeah.
I thought this was just. So, from my understanding, I knew that there was a film happening about the guy that wrote Rant. And I could not have been less interested if I tried. I was like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And then,
well, you thought it would have just been like a Bohemian Rhapsody sobby fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and Lin-Manuel Miranda was said to be doing it, so I was like, well, I'll watch it because I like him, I like Hamilton, I like the stage version of In the Heights. So, the movie's not good. So the surprisingly won't be on the list.
Oh really?
No,
it's not on my list either.
No.
I enjoyed it, but it's
not a fan. But I thought, okay, so I knew it was a musical. I thought, okay, they're doing a film about Jonathan Larson's life, and it'll be original songs written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Cool. It's not that at all.
No. Yeah, same. Yeah,
it's a movie that isn't about his life. It's about a pivotal part of his life. It's like
the turning of the 30.
Yeah, it's about him turning 30, and it's about him trying to. It's like he's on the precipice of keep going and make it, or give up now and do what all your mates are doing and get a proper job. That's like you like follow him in that point of his life, and so it's also a play originally written by Jonathan Larson, where he told that story through songs.
It's a rock monologue.
Through a rock monologue, and those songs written for that are the songs that I used in the movie, which I didn't expect, didn't know what that was, and it's so well done.
Yeah.
Holy Christ, it's so good. And for a first-time film director, Lin-Manuel Miranda, insane.
Yeah.
So well directed, like really, really well directed. I think for me, like a couple things that kind of probably hold it back from being like, yeah, this is my favorite movie of the year, would probably be just kind of like the obsessed artist who wants to make it so bad that they're ignoring their family and friends and blah 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 blah. It's done to death at this point. I'm sick of it. As someone who is an artist who is trying to make it, yes, we all feel like that sometimes. Also, stop being such a mopey bitch. Get on with it. I'm kind of sick of it at this point. I've seen Whiplash, so I'm kind of like, that's the best representation of it. It's not going to be done any better.
No, I can agree.
So, I kind of make an exception because it was actually a guy. This is a guy. There's a real person.
Yeah.
There's a real person that exists. So, there's an exception there. But just directing wise, Andrew Garfield is amazing. He is so good. And I'd just like to take a little segment of this show to say, this has been his year. This is Andrew Garfield's year, big time, in terms of an actor.
I can mostly agree.
I have not seen any other actor this year be in the public eye as much as Andrew Garfield. Be in the conversation of the public than Andrew Garfield. He is owned this year. That movie, Eyes of Tammy Faye, which I haven't seen, obviously.
Yeah.
Another movie, which I'll spoil later on. He's so good. He is good. He's such a good actor. He's great in this movie. You really believe him, but everyone's good in this movie.
Yeah, there's no bad or weak.
No, and the story's great.
Yeah,
the songs are fantastic. Love 3090 is great. Therapy is excellent.
Yeah,
that's probably my favorite song. It's probably my favorite scene in the movie.
Therapy is the best song. The best scene in it, I think.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I think 3090 is my favorite song from it, though.
Probably. Yeah,
I'm listening to that more than I am the other ones.
Yeah, I like that one. My least favorite song, probably the No More one.
No More.
Yeah.
Walking.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
It's fun, but it's but that's what I mean. Even the songs that you don't like as much.
I skip Come to Your Senses.
That's what I skip. Fair enough.
It's good.
Yeah.
I skip that one.
But then it's just everything about it. It feels very unique in the sense that Lin-Manuel Miranda is directing it. He's clearly a theatre director, and it's kind of directed theatre-ish at times.
Yeah.
It feels kind of theatre-y at times.
It's very movie musical though as well. Yeah.
So yeah, I loved it. I love the story. I love the acting. I love everything about it. It's a great time. Great time at the movies.
That's my number 4.
There you go.
Sick yeah, sick. Yeah. No, I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
big fan. Didn't expect. And the reason why it's not my number 1 is because yes, I'm really into it now. Like right now, I'm really into it.
Yeah,
but I can almost imagine myself kind of waning off it within this year.
Okay.
In all honesty, not
fair enough.
And it's like because I've watched it 4 times now, I think.
Yeah.
And the last time I watched it, I still really like it, but I'm like, I'm getting it now.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not seeing anything new.
Yes.
I'm not but still, fucking love it.
It's great.
Andrew Garfield's he's not my favorite lead actor performance.
Okay. Who would you go for that? Out of curiosity.
Out of this year? Oh, him.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but I mean, because there's other performances that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
In my list that I prefer more, but they technically counted.
Yeah.
Not in this award season.
Fair enough.
But also I am a bit behind the Benedict Cumberbatch hype train with it.
Fair enough.
Didn't see King Richard though.
Yeah.
So I can't say about Will Smith.
Yeah, I need to see King Richard.
But I would. It doesn't look like he is going to get the Oscar nom.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
It just doesn't.
Which is upsetting.
It's not getting the hype for that, but it's fucking great in it.
It's really good.
Yeah. And again, we said it. I usually like to try make my films reflective of my year and how I felt within the year.
Yeah.
And again, as I said, workaholic / maybe feeling a bit down in your workplace has been a big theme for me, as well as just dance and music.
Yeah.
This is that.
Yeah. Massively.
And again, I feel like the best way to describe my list is some sort of catharsis.
Yeah.
I've always felt some, like, each of these films I have discussed have at least felt some sort of, like, emotional, like, release to me.
Fair enough.
In some way. With Petite Maman, it was a bit more like, you know, I always gravitate towards films with a bit of grief in them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit of that, like, looking back at childhood with that.
Yeah.
Come on, a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Bit of stuck in a place in life with that film.
Mm-hmm.
Titan, whatever the fuck that did to me.
Yeah.
Shiver Baby, a bit like coming to the end of college,
Yeah.
University, coming to graduate. What are you going to do with your life? I don't fucking know what I'm going to do with my life.
life.
But, you know, love life isn't exactly the most stable in
Yeah.
that sense of things. Spencer, again, a bit more struggling to feel like where you are in your place right now, and Drive My Car, a bit more of like trying to use your own art as like a vehicle for your emotional state. You're in it. Tick, tick, boom.
Mhm.
Really wanting to do this thing so
Yeah.
badly and just really fucking working hard on it.
Yeah.
And again, one of my favorite moments is the bit where the play gets shown
Yeah.
at the workshop. It's great. Gets the call. Right, we can't wait to see what you will do next.
What?
What do you
Yeah.
mean, what next? Yep. It's like, hang on, what? And then he just gets things like, you make the next one.
Yeah.
And then you get to work on the next one.
Yeah.
And then the next one. Because
That's how
that's
it
what it's
works.
to be a writer.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
It's like Christ.
and then he's like, I can't be wasting any more years of my life doing this.
Yeah.
And it's the bit where, again, I love it where you go, because I've had moments like this, where he's going to his friend Michael, goes like, it's like, I'm turning 30, and Stephen Sondheim was 20. He had
yeah.
2 plays by this point. And then Michael goes, well, you're not Stephen Sondheim, so you'll just have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of feel, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at, again, it doesn't mean shit, but now I'm looking at, like, I'm fucking turning 27
Yeah.
this year. What is anything? It's like, oh, there's been people who were like instantly like making their name in that time period. It's like,
Yeah.
well, that's just not what's happened to me then.
Yeah.
It's a bit, yeah. Can it be? Is this film a little bit corny? Yes.
Yes.
Is it a little bit like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little bit like, a little bit cheesy.
Mm.
But I feel like the message in it is solidified enough to where the corniness isn't distracting
No,
from it.
no, not at all.
I think that, like, again, if we want about catharsis as well, I think the song 3090 is the ultimate catharsis song into it. Again, I love the big bit where it builds. I've mentioned it before in this podcast where the lyric of like, they're singing happy birthday, you just want to lay down and cry.
Yeah.
Not just another. But it's, you know,
Yeah.
just like, I love the fact how we have this really upbeat song where
Where he's clearly just like,
where he goes like, and my life is sucking going to
Yeah.
shit. It's like, it's almost kind of like everything that I love in that bit as well. And then like, what's the line? I can't remember, but like it leads on to just him going like, fuck 39.
Yeah.
It's like, I love that one bit of just like, fuck this, just
Yeah.
fuck everything. Or like, and then we're on about the therapy bit of where he slides in, he goes, and now I'm on an adaptation of modern romance.
Yeah.
It's
so
brilliant.
good. Yeah.
And again, it's like, again, that beautiful contrast of this really like
Upbeat, ridiculous.
and then also
smiles
a breakup happening.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
But
yeah.
that's the best. It's the best song, and B, like the performance wise, the way they're singing that song, but like the fucking eyes,
yeah.
the fucking like pain and like
Yeah.
Jesus in the eyes when they're like got these ridiculous rings on
Yeah.
their face, fucking brilliant.
The end,
It's
of,
so good.
the whole end of the lyric, it was like, it's like, now it's 4 a.m. We have therapy tomorrow. It's too late to screw. So let's get some rest. Dun, 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 bum.
So good.
And
Love it.
I love the song "Swimming"
Yeah,
because
That's
again,
good.
another good chunk of that bit of way. It's such a perfect representation of when just everything's going to shit. But like, you're trying to like, you're complaining about one thing, but in fact, you're not complaining about that thing.
yes,
You're complaining about the thing that's actually
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
It's because I feel like, if anything, this film does I don't think I've ever felt more relatable within my own inner monologue than I have when I've been watching
Yeah.
this film. Because it's the bit one in that song where he goes, "I hate this locker room. Why won't Susan answer?" Why? It's like you're going, "Fuck this place." But that's not what makes
That's
you
not
feel
why
that
you're
way.
pissed off.
Why are you
Yeah.
pissed off? It's like, I've just had a breakup and I just don't want to be broken up.
Yeah.
It's like, or like there's a moment where it's right before Sunday, which for you theater kids, I'm glad you loved
you've got.
I'm glad you got
yeah,
that.
Good on you.
But yeah, but it's the bit where he because it's like that's where his friends also got AIDS and in the hospital.
Yeah.
And there's the bit where he's like pouring the coffee down the sink and he's going like, what am I going to do for my play? It's like, why are you thinking about your play when
Yeah.
your friend? And it's just so many things going. It's
Yeah.
like, that is the perfect thing where like some real life shits happen, but also you're thinking to yourself, like, I need to get my work done.
Yeah,
I need to get, why am I thinking about my work when this actual real life thing's happen? But it's like, and then it's like, whoosh, Sunday.
Yeah.
It's getting not my favorite song from the film, but it's fucking
it's good.
It's good shit. And again,
I like the sentiment behind that song.
Yeah.
Because Lin-Manuel Miranda was like, he wrote it for a chorus and he never got to see it performed with a chorus. It was only performed by him. And so Lin-Manuel Miranda decided, well, I'm going to assemble the greatest chorus in Broadway history to sing the song.
I also like the, I forgot the name of the song. It's the bit where it's the song where he's playing the piano.
Ah, yeah.
Which would be the Academy Award shot.
Yeah.
It's the bit where he it's the bit like that gets me emotional anyway. That moment in like that song, but it's the specific moment in the song where he sings about how when his friend was the barman in West Side Story, and he goes like, "Who did not sing fine with him?"
Yeah,
he breaks a little bit because he's like laughing but crying at the same. It's like, oh fuck,
it's
man.
really fucking
It's really good, man.
Yeah.
And again, pacings like that. I will go back again. I've kind of got in my list. I've got a list on Letterboxd. So it's like films. Hang on, let me find the exact name of it. It's in the same like category as like where I've got Inside Llewyn Davis and untitled list of films that are perfect for when I burn out due to work.
Yes, there you go. Boom.
And this came out in a very big burnout phase for both of us. I think so. If anything, I definitely needed this type of film.
Yes.
After that fucking research and prep module.
Definitely.
In all honesty.
Yeah.
This also because I also got I threw in It's a Wonderful Life in there, where it's like. Because it is like just a representation of like I think just someone who's just so hardworking.
Yeah.
But nothing's quite. He's just still not quite getting there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just love that.
Yeah.
Just a big fan of the film. The making of it. Again, you said you weren't necessarily a big fan of the song No More.
Yeah.
The way that scene's edited.
Oh, it's so cool.
The
editing on that is fantastic.
And again, I love like it's almost the big one and the big end of the song. And again, it's the match cut where he's all like, looking like
he's
dancing
got, like,
with a
suit,
tuxedo. The lift's about clothes. He looks and then ding, and then he's just in the subway like love it.
It's great.
Brilliant.
It's excellent.
Big fan of Tick Tick Boom. That's my number 4.
My number 4, as I said, could have been swapped around with Tick Tick Boom at any moment. We could have had the same number 4. That
would have been
cute.
I'm going to have to message Reese to say we're not going to.
Oh, why? When are we meant to be helping him? Oh, okay.
I'm going to have to. He's just dropped there. You boys able to make it. I'll just say I'm still recording it. Sorry, Reese.
Sorry, Reese. We'll upload that as a clip. Us fucking Reese.
Still recorded. Sorry, mate.
Kiss, kiss. Hope you tidy up well. Was that what he wanted from us?
Clearing the studio out, yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry, Reese.
It's relatively clean anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not.
Yeah, sorry, Reese. Anyway, my number 4 is something which I hoped at the beginning of the year. It was like one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and I hoped it would be great. I didn't expect it to be as, I don't want to say profound because that sounds stupid, but it was quite profound. Ghostbusters Afterlife is ridiculous.
I was going to put that as my 3rd film.
Well, there you
go. Never mind.
That movie.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Has I watched it again whilst I was at home recently. Has no right being as good as it is, and saying what it says as a Ghostbusters movie. You didn't have to make a fucking Ghostbusters movie that makes me cry and is also about absentee father figures. That's ridiculous. What's he saying? What's this guy saying?
Thought you might be. If you finish soon, give me a ping. I might still need a hand. If not, I'll see you lads tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll let him know. Yeah. I mean, we won't, but we won't be able to, probably.
No worries, mate. I would say we probably won't be, but we'll let you know.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about absentee fathers.
Yeah.
Which I didn't expect.
Before you go fully into your thing.
Yeah.
Should we say our amazing fucking thing that we did with it?
Oh, yes! This was such a good day. Ah, fuck yeah. Sorry, yeah, when I went to see Ghostbusters was the day you went to see Spencer.
Yeah.
Because we had a look, we were like, we both want to go to cinema tonight. And then we were like, looking at the times, Ghostbusters and Spencer are on pretty much at the same time. They were like 5 minutes apart or something.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah. And so we went, well, I'll go see Ghostbusters, you go see Spencer, and we'll meet up afterwards.
Yeah.
And we can walk there and back together. So
because we were in uni at the point anyway, and we were like,
we can go and see a movie. Technically, we can go to the cinemas together on a little mate date, but we both get to see movies that we know we're going to like.
Yeah.
Because if I'd gone to Spencer,
you might have liked it.
There's every chance I'd have been pretty bored.
Yeah.
Who knows? I haven't seen it still, so I don't know. If you came to Ghostbusters, you'd have probably had a good time, but you wouldn't have really cared because you're not that big on Ghostbusters.
No, I've seen it once.
Exactly. So we both got the best of both worlds. We win. We won life that day.
At Conadorian's bar night.
Yeah.
Scott went to me. He's like, "Oh, so how was Spencer?" That was so long ago, Scott.
Yeah. I don't fucking know, Scott.
And he was like, "Oh, I haven't seen you since then."
Shit.
But yes.
But yeah.
It was a brilliant time.
It's such a good
so
day.
I've seen the end credits too.
You've seen the end credits of Ghostbusters, yeah.
I haven't seen the rest of it.
You saw the post-credits scenes, which were great.
Yeah.
But, so, okay. I'm going to just talk a little bit about Ghostbusters.
Okay.
So, the original Ghostbusters is, for me, to this day, probably in my top 5 comedies of all time.
Okay.
It's great. It has, again, similarly to this film, though, it has no right being as good as it is. It could very easily be a weird, like, Super Mario Brothers kind of movie, where it's just like, it's a weird, bizarre thing that they did in the 80s one time where
it's like
some SNL comedians came together and did a movie where they were catching ghosts. Okay. But through some miracle, the movie's excellent, hilarious, and, like, weirdly iconic.
Yeah.
For no reason. I still don't understand why. Ghostbusters 2 is fine. Whatever. It exists. It's okay. Then they did the Paul Feig one.
We don't need to talk about that.
No, I'm not a fan of Paul Feig. I'm sorry. I'm just not a fan of his movies.
Oh, I've seen A Simple Favor. I think that's the only Paul Feig I've seen.
Is his style of comedy? I don't like it when it's just like get some famous funny people in a room, let them just talk and improv things, and then we'll just edit it together into a story later on. I don't like that style of comedy. It's the same reason why I'm not huge on Adam McKay's old stuff.
Okay.
It feels kind of like that. But then they announced out of nowhere. It was very much out of nowhere because they announced it when it had already been filming and we didn't know yet. With just a shot of the XO1 in a barn house. They just announced, they were like, there's a new Ghostbusters movie. It's canonically, it is canon and it takes place after Ghostbusters 2. And Jason Reitman is directing it. Which, like, at first wouldn't really mean anything to anyone.
That's not a director who's Ghostbusters-y.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't really mean anything to anyone. Because Juno's excellent.
Good.
It's a great movie. So it's like, that's a weird choice for...
Let's do a commentary on Juno. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it, go on.
Up in the Air is good.
Up in the Air is good. But it's
I haven't seen Young Adult or any of his.
No, I haven't, no.
I've heard that's good.
But, like, he's not your pick for a big blockbuster movie.
No, he's indie director Jason Reitman.
So you're like, well, why Jason Reitman? And then you realise his dad is Ivan Reitman, who directed the original Ghostbusters movie. So it became this nice sentimental thing, and I was like, that's nice. I hope that movie's good. And as a big Ghostbusters fan myself, I was like, I really hope that movie's good. And then they were like, Bill Murray's back, Dan Aykroyd's back, Ernie Hudson's back.
What?
Excuse me. Also, what's she called?
Sigourney Weaver?
Sigourney Weaver, yeah. Also, the woman the We Got One lady. I can't remember what she's called now.
I don't know who it is.
I'm blanking on her name. But everyone's back except Harold Ramis, obviously, because he passed away. Which I was like, cool, excellent. It's kind of, they're doing a Force Awakens, I guess.
Yeah.
But for Ghostbusters, okay.
A requel? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's kind of a requel, yeah, I guess. But then the trailer came out and it was kind of Stranger Things-y.
And not just because of Finn Wolfhard.
Not just because of Finn Wolfhard. It just felt very like, this is not very Ghostbusters-y. It doesn't look like a comedy. It looks like a weird drama thing.
Yeah.
And the movie came out and it's tonally so singular. I can't explain it. It's not a comedy.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
But it's also incredibly heartfelt and weirdly dramatic and weirdly quite sad.
So kind of a Jason Reitman film.
Like it feels like a Jason Reitman movie.
That just happens to be Ghostbusters.
Just so happens to be Ghostbusters. Spoilers for the movie.
Yeah.
So I apologize. I'm going to spoil.
Skip
some
to
things.
my number 3.
Again, skip to the number 3. The story is that Egon, Harold Ramis from the original, stole all the Ghostbusters kit and just ran off into this small town in the middle of nowhere in a fucking farmhouse and didn't speak to anyone anymore because he thought the apocalypse was coming. By doing so, he didn't just leave the Ghostbusters. He left his wife and his child, and he just abandoned them. So, Carrie Coons, is that her name? Possibly.
Yeah.
She's the mom, and so she hates him. She finds out at the beginning of the movie he's dead. Egon died, and they've inherited the farmhouse, and they go back there. And she's very jaded about the whole thing. The grandkids obviously don't know anything about their granddad because the mum didn't mention him because she hates him and all this kind of stuff. Phoebe, who is the granddaughter, is excellent. McKenna Grace is fantastic in this movie. She's so good. Starts finding Ghostbusters things around the house and in the basement and whatever. And starts getting visited by the ghost of Egon, kind of.
Yeah.
Like there's a chessboard next to her bed. She wakes up and one of the pieces moved, and she's been playing a game with the ghost of her granddad or whatever. All very,
cool.
very cute shit. It's all very cute. And then they find out, blah 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 blah. They start doing Ghostbusters stuff, and then at the end of the movie, Ghost is coming back from the first film. She's back. She's doing the same thing she did in the first movie. Then the original Ghostbusters come back. They are in one scene in this movie. So it's not like something like The Force Awakens where it's built on nostalgia and it's just like, look, it's Han Solo. Look, it's Princess Leia. Look, it's R2-D2. What do you want? This movie is like, it's a movie on its own, and then in the last 5 minutes, Bill Murray and everyone show up to be like, hi, it's us, we're still here. Isn't this nice? And then they bring back Egon, and I weep. Every time. I don't know what it is.
Every time.
I've seen this movie 3 times now, and all 3 times it makes me cry because the CGI to recreate Harold Ramis is the best CGI I've seen of bringing a person back to alive.
Yeah.
Grand Moff Tarkin wasn't good. Carrie Fisher wasn't good. The reason I think it works so well in this is because the same people that did it are the same people that brought back the lady in Blade Runner.
Oh, Sean Young.
Yeah. So you know
she's
how
not dead though as well.
She's not dead, but they did the recreating the age appropriate version of her.
I need to rewatch that clip because I just want to see that again.
It's insanely good. Like that effect is insane, and they got the same people that did that to do Harold Ramis in this, and supposedly they recreated the CG version of him and put it into the original Ghostbusters movie and just kept tweaking it until you couldn't tell that it was a CG Harold Ramis, and then aged him up and put him into the movie. I want to see this again.
It is just...
that is ridiculous. Like,
I think the only thing is it's literally the movement of it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing. And there's a little bit of Uncanny Valley and shit, but...
It's so... Like, in terms of recreation, that is perfect.
We need to watch this, man.
It's fucking
We were going to back-to-back that and her for commentary, weren't we?
We were, yeah.
We need to fit that in somewhere.
Yeah, we should. Because I love this movie so much.
Is the whole Ramis thing in there yet?
It should be. It's search on YouTube. There'll probably be a clip. It's out on VOD already.
Okay.
But it's insanely good, the effect. Sorry, audio listeners.
Slurp. Huh? I just went slurp. Yeah, I was going to say it looks a bit... Who is that? Oh, okay. I thought Naomi Watts at first. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, okay.
Look how good that is.
It works really well as well, considering it's...
Because he's a ghost.
Yeah.
That's Olivia Wilde.
Oh, yeah.
For no particular reason, she's in it and she plays Zool, so that's good.
I'm a fan of Olivia Wilde.
J.K. Simmons is in it also.
Yeah, that's right. Of course. Well, he's... Yeah.
Because it's a joke.
That's cool. I like that.
Look how good that is. Insane.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's class shit.
So yeah, the movie's excellent, and I think I've mentioned it on the podcast before, but I love how important it makes Ghostbusters feel.
Yeah.
Because for me, as a Ghostbusters fan, Ghostbusters was a huge thing for me growing up. I love it. I love all of it. So, but by all accounts, Ghostbusters isn't important as a franchise. There's 2 movies in the 80s. One of them's good.
Yeah.
And loved. And like, some of the
Yeah, it's not like a big franchise.
It's not like
canon
huge.
thing.
It's not like, it's not your Star Wars.
People
or
fucking love it though. I mean, that's what I mean.
People love it, but it's not like a Star Wars
People
thing.
know the Ghostbusters theme.
Yeah. Which only plays at the end of the movie, which I was kind of sad about.
But I mean, where would it fit?
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. But the everything, and I mean everything. First time you see a ghost trap, big old whoa! Look, it's a ghost trap.
It's almost like do you know what it sounds like? It's almost like how really random fucking out of nowhere reference I'm gonna bring it.
Yeah.
You know, like how in the Inspector Gadget fucking film.
Wow.
Where, like,
with the Matthew Broderick one.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Where they try to make a big fucking thing about like the suit reveal.
Yeah.
And it's like, right, you don't know anything about Inspector Gadget. It's like, well, why you show me a
Why you
pedophile
do-
jacket?
Yeah, exactly. Whereas
like, but it's almost like this big, like, whoa! It's like as if like Inspector Gadget's
yeah.
got like fans like seeing it go,
Exactly.
oh my god! But it's like no one gives a shit. But it's like I guess
for Ghostbusters fans, you're watching it going, holy shit! It's a proton pack.
Yeah,
Everyone's so excited. Like I think why it works so well. I'll conclude my thoughts on this movie because I've spoken about it too much.
you're number 4, mate.
Yeah, I know. I conclude my thoughts by saying the reason I think it
works
works so well.
3, then?
Well, I think the reason it works so well is because it's Jason Reitman. Because he has spoken about it and he said that the reason he wanted to make it and the reason the story shaped out like it did is because Ghostbusters for him has a very strong connection with his dad. And how when in some of the most formative years of his childhood, his dad wasn't around because his dad was off making Ghostbusters. And so he brings that kind of personal touch of feeling kind of abandoned by parents and all that kind of stuff. And he brings that to the movie and it makes it so personal and so lovely and emotional. And no right. It has no right being this good. No, it has no right, Reitman. No right at all being as good as it is, and yet Ghostbusters Afterlife is my number 4 movie of the year.
Nice.
It's excellent. If you haven't seen it and you watch it, if you've not seen it and you're a Ghostbusters fan, what are you doing?
I was gonna say
what are you doing at this point? Continue. You're number 3.
Right, my number 3.
Yeah.
Take all that like nice positivity that Robbie's just had there about his like joy of what he's had there, and just like let's enjoy that for a minute and remember it. It's not coming back until he talks about his number 3, I don't think.
Oh, bollocks.
Because my number 3, it was my most anticipated film of 2021. It was my most anticipated film of 2020, then it got delayed.
Okay.
Because fuck COVID. Yeah, I'm talking about Wes Anderson's The French Dispatch over here at my number 3.
I'm gone. Get me out of this fucking room.
Because we haven't discussed this on the podcast.
Can I go for a piss first?
You go for a piss.
Thank you.
And I'll talk about The French
I'm
Dispatch.
Gonna fucking, I swear to God. This is gonna be delicate too.
Right, so The French Dispatch, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, was my most anticipated film of the year. Because I'm a big Wes Anderson guy, right? I've seen all of Wes Anderson's films. It's weird in the sense, like, with Wes Anderson, I always get excited for a Wes Anderson film, but I never get the reaction to a Wes Anderson film as if I've been blown away by it. No, I don't. I think he ever tries to make films to blow you away. Because if I were to say that I was blown away by a Wes Anderson film, I would be not telling the truth. He's a filmmaker that I feel like is amazing that someone like him can make the films that he makes. What do I mean by that? Well, example, The French Dispatch. He almost keeps accelerating his level of just batshit insanity art direction and visual presentation wise. And I would argue, you know what, Grand Budapest, I think is his best looking film. Although I might say that The French Dispatch is his best made film technically. In terms of like, the frame that he uses on this is just he's fully inspired by the guys of La Nouvelle Vague, if you will. You can tell he likes his Jean-Luc Godard. You can tell he likes his Francois Truffaut. I know Jacques Tati was a big inspiration for him in this film. Haven't seen any Jacques Tati films yet, but I got a lot of Jacques Demy vibes with it as well. Jacques Demy, a big influence with a guy that you like, Robbie, Damon Chazelle. Come and join us again. But French Dispatch, it's not a film that I think a lot of people's complaints with the French Dispatch is that it doesn't have much emotional grip to it. There's not much like character depth or anything to it. However, I wouldn't say that's the thing that's the strongest part of it for me, nor the reason why I like it as much as I do. Watching this film, Robbie, in the cinema, I got emotional. Why? Because I was watching this type of film in the cinema, and I haven't seen this type of film in the cinema in a while. Mm-hmm. At this point, all I've seen is many all these big blockbustery films that I've only had a chance to see in the cinema at this point. And the fact that I can go into the cinema and see this nice little like charming Wes Anderson film on the big screen in the dark room, I liked it a lot. I felt like a kid again. Okay. But also at the same time, seconds out. But also at the same time, again, I don't know, we talked about Come On being about a journalist in that sense. This film is only about journalism. The whole point of this film is like journalism. Yes. And since going to uni, I've kind of like gained a respect for journalism as like a medium in itself. One, because I've just had to research loads of shit anyway, so I've been reading loads of articles anyway. And two, since I've been in uni, I've been getting up early, so I've been like, I may as well watch the news as well. Yeah. So I've come to an appreciation for that. I think this is a really like, it's a really interesting way to do it because I love how it is like an anthology in the sense, which I think an anthology film naturally removes any possibility of getting really attached to a character or a story. Because with a film like this, because usually with a film you would have a certain length of time to really get invested. Whereas this, we're like 3 different stories, 4, 10, 5, and 2 little ones as well. Yeah. So you're not getting attached to it. But it does feel like I'm almost like going through an article, like either a newspaper or a magazine or like a journal or something like that. Like going through it and being like, okay, that's that story. Okay, no, none of that. Yeah. It's a really cool, interesting way to use the film medium to explore journalism, I think, as opposed to just following a journalist with one story. It almost feels like a variety catalogue of shit. Also, I don't think I've had Robbie, I had a very funny time with this. I don't think I've laughed any more than I have with this film because this is my type of shit. Yeah. It's my type of like what the fuck type of like quirky humor that it is. I love the first story, the one with Benicio del Toro and Adrian Brody is the best one, I think, in my opinion. That's my favorite.
I would agree.
With the artist.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Stuff in there. Both Adrian Brody and Benicio del Toro, brilliant. I think Adrian Brody's the best one in that. Because again, he's so underratedly funny. Yeah. In anything, I think. And I think, again, he's fucking hilarious in Grand Budapest Hotel. He's really funny in this as well. Yeah. It's almost like the whole film is like everyone's a big cartoon, but it's live action, which you can say that about every Wes Anderson film anyway. Yeah. But I feel like everyone's movement is a bit like, is this Wes Anderson drew them? Yeah. I was like, now do that. Yeah. The whole ending of the, in the art gallery, fucking perfect. That's great. Was belly laughing. Yeah, that's again. This is mine and Lewis's type of fucking humor. Where me and Lewis, we went to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and fucking gut busted ourselves. We went to see Knives Out, gut busting. In the humor with this. Same thing with this. It's just a shot of like. Just the fucking bit of just Benicio del Toro just chasing after Adrian Brody in the wheelchair. And he's got a camera locked onto the back of it with a really wide ass lens. And Adrian Brody's just lobbing plates at him. Yeah. And he's just like smacking it away. And you got Lea Seydoux, who I love, adore that woman, who like just blocks him and then he goes flying. Yeah. Which is fucking brilliant. It's so cartoonily funny and so batshit abstract. No, I love it. Which again, the story itself's making me. I'm finding the story funny. Again, there's that one clip in the trailer. It's like, the art's for sale. It's like, I want to buy the painting. It's not for sale. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it is. Like, it's good. Just my type of shit. But then it's like, I don't know, like what Wes does really well, it's like he almost like abruptly changes tones, but since the whole film is delivered under the exact same tone anyway, it doesn't feel abrupt. Like he can go from like a really silly scene to then immediately be doing something really serious. Yeah. But since the whole film is in this tone this really neutral tone anyway. It doesn't make it as abrupt.
Yeah.
It's like example in Grand Budapest Hotel where he's kicking off at 0, where he goes like, and what's the point of anything? He goes like, I'd evacuate because I mean, and he goes, I deeply apologize. And then we go back to funny. So and I think he does that really well within this as well. Maybe not as apparent with the humor change, because I don't know. But in terms of the filmmaking as well, I think like it's one of the first times. Well, no, not one of the first times. Wes Anderson's just really good at making filmmaking funny as well.
Yeah.
And I think because again, I love like almost like I forgot what you call it. It's that one bit where everything's meant to be. It's not freeze frame, but it's like the big fight brawl breakout. Everyone's just tableau. It's just that big like long tracking. Oh, I just love that shit. I love it. The Timothy Chalamet section. Oddly enough, I think it might be the weakest one, but it's the one I remember the most.
Yeah, same.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
Again, I love it.
Yeah.
I think Timothy Chalamet's great in this. It's the best. It's my favorite Timothy Chalamet of the year. I think he is perfect for a Wes Anderson film. And I think the role he did give in this film was exactly what he needed to be in this film. And again, I'm interested. Again, there's so much of this shit where like the story's implemented in this. You got like a little short story about an artist. I'm into it.
Man.
You got a little short story about a rebellious student. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I can't quite remember a lot of the last story. But I do remember liking it. I remember Jeffrey Wright was
the Jeffrey Wright one, and someone's son gets kidnapped or some shit.
But one thing, but again, we're on about humor.
Yeah.
The animated chase scene. I haven't fucking laughed as hard as that did. Specifically, car crashes, they get out, they run, get back in the car, but then the wrestler who's on top of the car runs back through the window. It's just like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
It's my type of quirky little humor. I'm not going to say it's interesting because we're on about Dune. We mentioned Dune as well, which is not great.
No.
Not great.
No.
But that's a film not focusing on its characters, more on its scope.
Yeah.
And like the spectacle of it.
Yeah.
I feel like The French Dispatch is kind of that as well, but with a completely different type of scope and scale.
Yeah.
Because arguably this is Wes Anderson's biggest film. In a city. The sets that was built for this film. He basically built a village.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
But it's huge in a Wes Anderson way, I think. Which is why I think, because again, I'm a big geek for filmmaking anyway. So if something's really just fucking well visually made, I almost get like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm not like that with CGI because that's just not my thing.
Yeah.
But like if I see like just a big ass set that's really shot just beautifully with just these fucking vivid pastel colors.
Yeah.
Like, if something just looks visually cool to me, I'm fucking into it.
Yeah.
It might not be, again, for some people that is Dune, where you've got this big, like, set. That's not my type of shit that I'm really into. Yeah. I'm more into this type of shit where it's like that. Yeah. I wouldn't argue saying it's one of Wes's best. It's one of my favorites, but it's not one of his best, I don't think.
Oh.
You get a lot more emotionally rewarded with other films like Fantastic Mr. Fox, Grand Budapest, Road to... There's a lot more... You're not watching this film for a Wes Anderson character film.
No.
You're watching this film for almost like a big Wes Anderson spectacle, which I kind of think that was the point for it. And if it works, then it fucking works for you. And if it doesn't, it's not going to win you over. I can imagine people being bored by it.
Yeah. It sucks.
So, to me, it's my third favorite film. The reason why I didn't put Tick Tick Boom over it, because I can't imagine going back to watching this film and getting more from it.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to I've only seen it once in the cinema, but I've been wanting to rewatch it, which to me is a sign that it should be within there. It's kind of everything. It's not me saying it's everything I wanted. Yeah. I didn't know what I wanted. Yeah. I just wanted a Wes Anderson film. I got a Wes Anderson film. You can't say it's not a Wes Anderson film. But you know, your opinions on The French Dispatch now, you've been a good boy and been quiet when I've been doing this. No, I'll let you say your words with it.
It's not about anything. It just bores me. I'm like, it's just... So, right, Leo has had this argument for fucking years where he's just gone, Wes Anderson is just wanky and pretentious and shit, and it annoys him. And I go, no, I disagree. And this movie, I agree wholeheartedly with his sentiment of that. And I also, I disliked it and it annoyed me that much that I started thinking maybe I don't like Wes Anderson.
I was because
But then
you had this argument with me. I was like, but that's just Wes Anderson.
Exactly. But then so I went back. So I watched Isle of Dogs actually recently for the first time. Great.
It's one of my weaker Wes's.
It's good.
I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. But then I watched Grand Budapest Hotel again.
Well, that's just perfect.
It's but this is what I mean. Why are we going fucking backwards? What are we doing here? I watched Rushmore. Sucks.
It's nice.
Really bad movie. I hated it so much. I hate the character. I hate him.
Yeah, no, he does matter.
Oh God. Right. Then
have you seen Bottle Rocket?
No.
It's good.
Okay.
It's very good.
I like Moonrise Kingdom a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a good movie. And then Grand Budapest Hotel, it just gets progressively better, and then boom, masterpiece. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Incredible. An Isle of Dogs, which is not as good, but it's okay. It like of the two animated movies, Fantastic Mr. Fox obviously is better.
Obviously better.
Then this fucking thing, which
what was Isle of Dogs about then?
Isle of Dogs is about a kid trying to find his dog. It's cute and it's nice and it's wholesome. It's for kids,
but I feel
nice.
like with French Dispatch, you got 3 stories instead of like.
But nothing happens.
Nothing really happens in Isle of Dogs.
No, that's not true.
Mm.
That's not true at all. There's the fucking no, it's not George Clooney. The Bryan Cranston dog has a little arc. He has an arc.
Yeah, but Benicio del Toro has an arc.
Yeah, that one. That's what I mean. That one's the strongest one.
I would say Timothy Chalamet has an arc.
No, he doesn't. No. He wants to be with an older lady, like all of weird teenage.
Wes Anderson has a thing with that.
It's very odd.
He has a thing
Someone
with that.
needs to look into that because it happens a lot.
That's a common theme since Rushmore is all I'm saying.
And then she goes, "No, get with that lady," and he goes, "Okay," and that's it. That's the whole story.
Yeah, that's just you just simplified it.
That's the story.
Okay.
The other one I don't remember. Like you, I don't know.
I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember lots.
Exactly.
Jeffrey Wright's great though.
So
Jeffrey Wright's really great.
Performances are good and Wes Anderson-y, I guess. The filmmaking is very good. Black and white pisses me off so much in this movie. This is a movie when I say to you...
What about Come On?
When I talk to you about saying, I hate it when black and white happens and there's no reason for it.
Yeah.
This is what I mean.
I disagree.
It fucks me off so much.
I mean, I disagree.
It annoys me in this movie because he keeps chopping and changing between colour and black and white, and he even does it within scenes, between shots.
But it's stylish and Le Nouvelle Vague, Robbie.
Fuck off! Pick one. Pick one.
Do you hate France?
Maybe. I don't know.
Are you a racist towards French people?
Maybe. It sucks. It's not about anything. It's really pretentious. I don't know what happened to that shelf then.
One of the pins came off.
Oh, I see.
So just don't tip it over.
I won't. I apologise. It's not about anything. It was really fucking pretentious. It feels like he thinks he's so smart, but it's not that smart. It's just not. It's not anything. It's such a nothing film. And I don't remember anything about it anyway. I'm going to remember even less in a couple of years. Probably in a couple of months.
Not the 400 blows.
I don't care. I don't give a shit. This movie genuinely made me think I disliked some of my favourite movies ever. That's how much I disliked it. It just...
Like what?
Like Grand Budapest.
No, but you don't dislike that.
Exactly, but it made me think maybe I do, because this was wanky and shit. So, I don't know, maybe I don't like Grand Budapest Hotel.
But you do.
I do.
You do.
But I don't know. It put things into perspective for me with Wes Anderson of being like, maybe you're just a wanker.
I'm looking forward to Asteroid City.
Yeah, so am I. Which annoys me that I'm still looking forward to it. But like,
Well, this is like one hit for you.
Yeah.
Well, like, and Rushmore, but...
Yeah, but Rushmore was like his first fucking movie.
The second.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I think this movie, it just annoyed me. Like, it felt like my time had been wasted.
Is this Wes Anderson's Tenet?
Yeah, it is because an anthology story works for me when it's actually an anthology. But when you're doing an anthology story, but it follows characters who take place all in the same world, within the anthology. So, like, for this, Frances McDormand has her story, but she knows Jeffrey Wright because they work for the same place and all that. When you do something like that, for me, the anthologies have to connect in some way. And
I don't agree.
And they don't.
Yeah, but stories
all.
don't all connect in news articles and shit.
But but you're not writing a news article. If that
no,
was...
but you're basically doing that structure, but in a film.
But don't. Because it doesn't work.
But it does.
If you want to do that, if you want to do that, write a news article.
No, what he did, it's a companion piece to the film.
No. Did he really?
Well, he didn't write it. It's a collection of like editorial essays.
God, that's fucking pretentious. Jesus. Christ.
I don't think he had any right. I don't think he had any say in it. But basically, it's
God.
The editor's notes. It's called. I've got it.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's a nothing movie that says nothing and is nothing and sucks.
I love it, and that's my number 3.
Damn it. My number 3.
What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Last Night in Soho.
I placed that at your possible number 2.
Well,
so I don't know what the fuck your 2 and 1 are.
Boom.
I know one. I know what one of them is.
I win.
You don't win.
I don't win anything.
You don't win nothing to
I've
win.
not won anything.
Was French Dispatch within that?
Yes, it was.
Where did you have it?
3.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Hang on, what did I put as 2?
I was going to say
Oh, I got 2 wrong. 2, boom.
Okay.
So
I had my number 3. I had Ghostbusters Afterlife,
okay, so you weren't far off.
and then I had Last Night Soho.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Number 2.
Well,
So
Summit's
yeah,
Summit's in the middle where you're like, the fuck is this?
Hang on, what the fuck is this one? Yes, Last Night Soho.
Last Night in Soho is fantastic.
It's really good.
Love Edgar Wright so much. I just wish I could just grab his little head and just give him a little kiss on his head. It's like, because he has to date never made a movie that I didn't fucking love.
No, he's not made a bad film.
I just don't get it. How does he do it?
This is his 5th film?
This is his 5th. Because Conair trilogy, Scott Pilgrim and Baby Driver. This is the 6th.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
You know, yeah.
I love the co-writing aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because
Baby Driver's the only film
he wrote on his own. Because I can't remember who he co-wrote Scott Pilgrim with, but the Conair trilogy was co-written with Simon Pegg. This movie he co-wrote with...
I forgot her name.
I can't remember. She wrote
1917,
yeah. What she brings to this movie, I feel, is the like kind of contemporary social aspects of it, of being it's kind of a story about abuse and about sex work and about, you know, how women are treated and all that kind of stuff. And it's handled so well in such a fucking creative way.
And then Edgar Wright brings his nostalgia.
And then Edgar Wright brings his weird nostalgia fetish that he's got, where he's like, everything was great when movies were good. Don't you remember that? Do you remember when movies
Remember
were
the
good?
1960s?
Yeah, well. It's like
60s is a fucking good guy.
Oh, God. And everyone's amazing in it. Thomas Mackenzie is excellent. I will be watching out for anything she does, except Old, because that sucks.
Stay tuned for a commentary, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Anya Taylor-Joy, amazing. She's fantastic. Again, one that I will be watching anything that she does. And then, of course, I haven't seen Witch yet. I will watch it.
There you go. Get hyped for...
Will I like it? Who knows?
You like The Lighthouse.
Yeah, I like The Lighthouse.
There you go.
Yeah, I might like that. I'll give it a go.
Get out for The Northman.
Yeah,
and Robert Eggers' Nosferatu film he's doing with her as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, good on him.
She's not Nosferatu.
I was going to say, weird casting. And of course, my boy, Matt Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Terrence Stamp.
No.
I knew you were.
Yeah, my boy, Terrence Stamp. Right. Matt Smith, I have been waiting for that man to catch a break for so fucking long.
Shot in the fucking face with Terminator genocide.
Dude, that man, I don't know what he did, because he was in one episode of a series with Billie Piper where he had sex with Billie Piper and she was a prostitute or something. I don't remember.
Is that Gossip Girl or some shit?
Probably. I don't fucking know. But that was
Call Girl, Diary of the Call Girl or
Call
something?
Girl,
Yeah.
that was it, yeah. That was before he did Doctor Who.
Yeah.
That was pretty much all that was the biggest thing he'd done, was just have sex with Billie Piper in one scene of one show one time.
Hey.
That was it. And then he was Doctor Who, and he's amazing. He is my favourite one. He's the best one. There, I said it. Come at me, Doctor Who people in the comments and shit. You won't win.
All two of you.
Yeah, all two Doctor Who fans that still exist in this world. Yeah, so it was excellent. And then he finished Doctor Who, and then he did Terminator, and then he never appeared in anything again.
It's like what with Aaron Paul. He was like, oh, he's brilliant Breaking Bad. They did Need for Speed. It's like, what the fuck?
Why are you doing that? So he did Terminator, and then he did a couple of other things that no one really watched and whatever.
I feel like I did see him in something else. That I was like, yeah, I didn't mind him in that.
And what else is he? Oh, he's in fucking Morbius. He's in Morbius. No, you just gotten your break, Matt. What are you doing?
We faded last night, so after Morbius, so maybe we can forgive him.
Christ,
he's in The Crown. He's getting
he's in The Crown.
He's Philip.
He's Philip. Yeah,
Big Phil.
Big Philly P. What?
Rest in peace, I guess.
Yeah, probably. But he's so good in Last Night in Soho, like insanely good. The bit when he's first introduced to that scene where him and Anya Taylor-Joy are in the bar together.
Yeah.
I was smiling ear to ear the whole time. And they also did a little like, oh, when he started running and he still runs like Doctor Who. I don't know why.
Dweeb.
I don't know why it was a thing that caught me off guard, because I'm like, well, he's a guy and he runs, and that's probably just how he runs.
It's just
it probably wasn't a run that he chose to do specifically for Doctor Who, but he still, when he ran, I was like, it's Doctor Who. He's just wearing a different suit.
Right. My thing with this film as well, because I really like the film.
Yeah.
It's not on my list, but I do really like it.
Yeah.
Is that Robbie was good. I mean, you would have. I think you mentioned it when we went on about Dune.
Yeah.
You went through this phase where you were just looking for a film. You were like, this just hasn't been a film that's blown me away.
Yeah.
Since Blade Runner 2049. It just hasn't been it.
Yeah. I haven't been blown away by a movie since 2017.
And then you really wanted it to be Dune. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
And then you gave me a message to be like, I said that was being a film that's blown me away.
Yeah.
Watched last night in Soho, though.
Oh my God.
So I was like, oh, okay. And so Robbie clearly likes it. He clearly loves it then. We'll see. And I got in the cinema, and how does the film start? Starts with a really colourful apartment, and then Thomas Mackenzie has danced to an old song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
Ah, you're Robbie.
So yeah, I get it then.
But do you know what is interesting about it though? Is that it's not very Edgar Wright-y at all.
No, it's,
in terms of how he usually directs and his style and stuff, it's not plastered all over this. There's bits of it, but you don't get your crash zooms and your whip pans and your.
He really wanted to be Alfred Hitchcock with this.
Yeah,
which I'm fine.
It's kind of weirdly Hitchcockian and very cool.
Which I would say he wasn't really Edgar Wright with Baby Driver either.
Oh, that is the most Edgar Wright-y film that exists.
I don't necessarily.
How many times have you seen it, and how long ago did you see it?
2. I've seen it 2 times.
When was the last time you watched it?
2020.
Oh. I can't understand you then.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's my favourite Edgar Wright film.
Yeah, same.
It is, without doubt. But more so in the sense of it's not like, wow. It is that, but it's not like, it's not like, it's him doing, it's a mashup of him doing a style with old school action flicks.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's him taking old school action flicks and then modernizing them.
Yeah.
It's him almost taking the Hitchcockian style from the 50s and just kind of putting him on it.
Yeah.
This is his least Edgar Wright film. I won't say that.
100%. The weird part about it as well, obviously it's a horror film, which is not usually what he's known for.
No.
But he clearly loves horror.
I think it could be stronger in the horror film aspect, I think.
I agree, but
I think this is his first time doing it.
Yeah. A weird thing with the movie that I can't explain it, and I still can't explain it, is that my sister saw it with whoever the fucking guy was that week. She went to the cinema to see it with that guy, and I went with Julia. And then when we both were at home, me and my sister went to see it again together for the second time, and for some reason we both can't explain it. It was much scarier the second time. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but I was like shitting myself the whole time.
All right.
I don't know why. Because I think I was anticipating things, but then I don't know. It's really horror-wise. It's very, very, for some reason, very good on a repeat viewing. I don't know why.
I do want to rewatch it later.
Yeah, but the effects are cool.
Yeah.
All the mirror stuff is so
sick.
So sick.
Yeah.
Awesome. The dance, where they're swapping out.
Yeah, brilliant.
So good.
Again, on about dancing.
In camera.
Yeah, mental.
How?
Mental.
But fair enough. So yeah,
Loads of planning.
really good. The twist is excellent. What it's actually what it's actually saying is very good.
Yeah.
I've seen people not like the twist. If you didn't like the twist and think it's disrespectful, you didn't understand the twist.
Yeah, that's not the, yeah.
You know, people saying that it's.
I heard Jack Howard on Kermode's on Film podcast. He wasn't a big fan of Last Night So, and he said that he felt like it was just a twist for the sake of doing twists and didn't really like add anything else. It was just it did a twist for a twist's sake, which in my head, like, well, no, it didn't. But also, he's like, but what? Because Kermode disagreed heavily with him.
Yeah,
Mark Kermode likes the film a lot.
Yeah,
and how he says, like, well, because just films did twists anyway. So why, like, why try to like break it down in terms of what's the point?
But the fact isn't, it's not a twist that adds anything to the story, but it's a twist that brings the story full circle and makes you actually realize what the story was. Like what I have found is that a few people saying that it's kind of it's disrespectful to have the woman who was been abused the whole time turn out to be the twist villain.
But it wasn't.
But I would say that's misunderstanding the point. Because the point to me is that she was abused and kind of wronged so much that it forced her to have to become this fucking serial killer.
Yeah, I like the look in terms of as well, and looking at nostalgia. It's like, yeah, you can romanticize it, but also just don't think it was everything was perfect.
Don't think it wasn't awful.
I'm not being, again, I'm a bit against time period romanticization in life. I'm fine with it. Like, I love watching films that like explore, Almost Famous, for example. Love looking at that, in a nostalgic point of view. Yeah. But I don't think I feel it's a bit unhealthy for people to be like, I'm in the wrong time period. Yeah, it's like, no, because you still have all that shit that did happen. Yeah. And everything that's happening now.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm someone of the mind, so it's like, no, the best time is the moment you're in now.
Yeah.
Because everything has happened.
Everything's happened.
And now more.
And you can take what you like from that.
Exactly.
You can still do it now.
Again, I love some 60s music.
Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel, Bob Dylan, but also Vietnam, and Charles Manson was in the 60s as well.
That's not great.
No. And racism, so much racism.
So much racism. Racism all the time, actually.
Maybe not great that time.
Not great.
I dig some shit from the 90s, but also...
Not great.
We were approaching Bush.
Yeah.
and you know about that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
I like it.
I love it a lot. I think it's not my favorite Edgar Wright film by a long way.
No.
But it's
I need to rewatch Scott Pilgrim. I do need to rewatch that.
Yeah. I think it beats Scott Pilgrim for me.
Okay.
I think it beats Scott Pilgrim.
Is it better than Shaun of the Dead?
No. I think it.
For you? Yeah,
I think it's Baby Driver, then the Con Air trilogy, then this, then Scott Pilgrim. And
interesting.
I'm not going to rank the Con Air trilogy. Don't make me do it. It's Hot Fuzz, World's End, then Shaun of the Dead. There, I said it. But what do you
World's End, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead. But okay,
fair enough. Yeah. So that's my number 3. Last Night in Soho.
Number 2.
How intrigued are you?
What your next one's gonna be? I don't fucking know. Right, you're number 2.
Yeah.
Because I think I know you're number 1, and I think I got it right. So, or like your other film that is also in your top 3.
Yeah.
Surely has to be a film that, again, don't necessarily react or anything, but surely it has to be a film you've seen recently. And by recently, I mean last night or today or something. Really? Oh. No, I don't. I've no fucking idea.
My man is so confused.
Because all I've heard from you is like, been a bit of shit, this.
It has been a shit year.
Yeah, but like I only heard you talk about 2 films that you liked, and one of them was like 3 films, and 2 of them you mentioned. So I don't know.
You've been bamboozled.
We'll see. Yeah.
You've been bamboozled by the old Rob Meister.
We'll see if you've been bamboozled, because I doubt you would be with this one.
Okay.
I feel like you know them.
Okay. I think so.
My number 2 is technically a film that would have qualified for last year's Oscars and all that. It's Darius Marder's Sound of Metal. Is my number 2. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah,
Didn't expect that at all.
Sound of Metal is my second favorite film of the year.
Yeah.
Could have been my number 1, but I've been thinking more about my number 1.
Yeah.
I want to say as well, I've not rated any films 5 stars this year.
No.
It's been the first time in a long... Since 2018, I didn't rate anything in 2018 5 stars.
Yeah.
I rated a lot in 2019 5 stars. That was a fucking brilliant year for me. But this one, Sound of Metal, brilliant. Brilliant. It's the first film by Darius Marder, directing-wise. It's not his first thing that he's done. He's mainly the writing partner of Derek Cianfrance, he directed Blue Valentine.
Oh, okay.
And he did Place Beyond the Pines, which Darius Marder co-wrote with
right, yeah.
Derek Cianfrance.
Yeah.
But Sound of Metal is a film that I knew I would like, but a film I didn't realize how much I would attach myself to it.
Yeah.
In a way. Again, we talk about the visceral catharsis of music that we've been talking about. The whole the opening scene is just fucking brilliant in the sense of it's a heavy metal punk concert and it's gritty film shot, so it just has this fucking edge to it, and it's excellently lit. Just this intense, just pounding, drumming, band, just everything about it is fucking like brilliant. It's just class. And the story of someone going deaf, essentially losing his whole fucking like, what is my life now?
Yeah.
Now that I can't hear, heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And that's just drama in itself. Like it writes itself there.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, that's the conflict. Yeah. And Riz Ahmed, this is my favorite performance of the year. Like of everything that we've said. And even like last year when we talked about if we talk about the conversation of who should have won, you know, it shouldn't Anthony Hopkins. What is really good. And we're saying Chadwick Boseman should have won in terms of like what it meant.
What it meant, 100%.
If one about the best performance out of everyone that year, it was Riz Ahmed for me personally. I still think that even taking him in this year, still the best performance. And I think it'd be very difficult for me to see him do better. Yeah, I'm not saying he can't, but
what about Venom? Carry on. I'm
sorry.
But
it's like moments again, because it's like, again, I'm talking about how I felt like a relation to Andrew Garfield as Jonathan Larson in Tick Tick Boom as someone who's like, in terms of such a perfect representation of the thoughts, the inner monologues. This film, because I'm a very, it doesn't help. But it doesn't help that apparently I've got inherent temper issues within the family.
Right. Okay.
But also I'm autistic, so that doesn't help with the temper as well.
No.
I've been. This might be a surprise to people who just watch me. I can be just very violent when I get very angry and stressed. Not to anyone.
Yeah.
I don't beat my mum. I want to say that. It's more so being very strict, raw, honest here. I have a habit of smacking my head off tables and doors.
Yes.
And I'm not ashamed to say that's happened within the last month. When I get massively stressed. Yeah. So it's kind of refreshing and kind of, again, the word of the fucking thing, cathartic. Yeah. To see how temper and anger is handled. Yeah. Within this, and almost just instinctively saying things that you surely do not mean, but it just feels like you need to say it at the time. Again, I'm not. Have you seen this yet?
No, I haven't.
I'm not going to say too much spoilery things about it then. But there's like a moment where, there's a moment where Riz Ahmed, he's proper just trashing his fucking place because he feels like it's just gradually straw keeps breaking the camel's back. Yeah. And he's just smashing up all his recording equipment, and his girlfriend, played by Olivia Cook, I think's her name. Yeah. Really good as well, by the way. It's trying to calm him down, and then it's like, then it's like at that point, it's like he just wants to be stressed and angry. And there's a moment where he just, where she's saying like, you need to go to this place that they've went to visit for people with death, for deaf people. And then she's trying to write shit to see. Yeah. And then she goes, you need to go to this place. And then I'm going to not do his performance at all justice in it. But there's a moment where he goes, no, what I need is a fucking gun in my mouth to blow my fucking brains out. And I go like, yeah, I can tell you don't mean that, but Jesus Christ, there's been moments where I've been like unbelievably amount of stress, and I've like, and I think I've just like, and I've again being stripped raw honest that I've just went like, I may as well just fucking end it all. Yeah, and I don't mean it. Yeah, but it's been a moment where I just feel like I've needed to say that. Yeah, where I just went, well, I may as well just kill myself. I don't mean it. Christ. And again, brutal, but it's really like it's fucking brilliant just to see in that like. again, it's a fucking raw film. It's not fancy. It's not glitz glam.
Yeah.
But it's not depressing.
Yeah.
Either. Again, another example of like anger really being portrayed well. It's like he's like the guy, I forgot his name, but the guy who's like kind of like the guy who runs the deaf community place, who has a brilliant line to Rupert is the guy's name.
Yeah.
Riz Ahmed's name. He goes, we're trying to find a solution. We're not here to find a solution for this, but to this.
Yeah.
Which is
cool.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And there's a moment where he gets him to like, right, what I want you to do, I'm going to give you an assignment every morning. You're going to go in and you're going to sit. That's all you need to do. And if you can't sit, there's going to be pen and paper and you're going to write.
Yeah.
Don't worry about correct grammar. You're just going to write.
Yeah.
And there's just a moment where, that first moment where Riz Ahmed, he goes in the room, he sees it. There's like a little coffee and a donut as well.
Yeah.
And he just sees the pad and he just sits down and just smashes the fuck out of the donut. And it's like, it put in my head, and then he stops, puts it back together, sits again, smashes it again.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh no, it's like moments like that where it's like, I've been in situations where like people have been helping me.
Yeah.
And I've been very appreciative of the help, and I understand the help, but for some reason I'm just fucking angry that's the situation I'm in anyway.
Yeah.
Like, there's been moments where like some shit's not going right on my computer, or something's not happening.
Yeah.
That at the moment all I need to do is just slam the table.
Yeah.
And then that's me done at that point. Random bit of anger, stress. It's just because I don't know, like I feel like portrayal of that type of shit is very much so you're either a violent abuser kicking off at people, or you just don't get angry, or you just shout a bit. It feels quite realistic in the sense of like you just have outbursts of like fuck sake, and then that's just it. Like you're not like that, but like it's just odd little releases like that. Apart from that as well, the sound design's fucking genius. I've got again, obviously it plays with like the moments of like what it's like to be deaf. Really cool, really well done there. Yeah. And again, the ending, I'm not going to say the ending because again, what I say, it's my second favorite. It might be my second. It's either my favorite. It's my second favorite ending of the year.
Okay. Yeah. Sweet.
You might hear about my favorite ending of the year.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
And all I'm saying as well is like, again, I think we talked about this as well in one of the podcasts as well. I feel like we need more original songs in films because there's a song. It's a song called Green, which I thought it was by The National, but it's not. It's by Abraham Marder, who is the brother of Darius, who also co-wrote the film as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it's like this. It's again, it fits really well with the ending as a whole. Oh no, I can't explain too much about why. I just fucking love it. It's a really cathartic film. Okay. And not in the way of how I talked about any of the other ones. It really is in the sense of like, you get that emotion, like, but then it's also like kind of like, nice peacefulness. I can understand maybe someone might go, it's a bit sappy. I still don't even think that. Yeah. It's the right amount of emotion. Yeah. And I nearly cried several times. It's one of those ones where it just feels so real. Yeah, that just feels like
overwhelming.
Yeah, it's overwhelmingly real. Is what it is. And again, Riz Ahmed is fucking incredible. I would love to see him. I mean, I just want him do more of this type of shit. Yeah. I think it's also interesting in the outlook of what they're doing because it's a film that's really well like carefully crafted, but it's a really like interesting. It's also a really interesting like look at like this type of heavy metal subculture for like a little bit as well. Yeah. It's almost like, because again, I think like you could look at Riz Ahmed's character and be like, oh, stereotypically a hard ass, a delinquent, a hooligan. Yeah. But it's like, I'm much more interested in looking at like subcultures as just people with emotions as well. Yeah. And someone who's like a heavy metal drummer who could be looked at like, maybe a bit of a delinquent. I think in this film as well, he's a recovering addict. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's not necessarily touched upon. It's slightly hinted on where it's like, where he gets too stressed, he goes outside, asks for a cigarette, and that's when his girlfriend goes like, fuck, he's smoking. Yeah. So it's like, hints on, like, so I like the thought of like looking at like kind of like that type of subculture, but in a more, prestige isn't the right word, but a more like sophisticated film, I guess you can say. Like in the same way, like how like in a sense, I would compare this beautifully to Spencer actually.
Okay.
In an odd way, this would be an interesting double bill.
Yeah.
One, they kind of have the same visual aesthetic in terms of like, I'm not sure if Sound of Metal was 16mm film. I might be 30, but it's very film.
Yeah.
You can see it's like film. So it's kind of it's an interesting aspect on like one look at like an individual in a situation.
Yes.
I know you always like go when you hear character piece.
Yeah.
But this film is it's a character piece, but in a situation.
Yeah.
So it's not like a Taxi Driver where it's like, let's just look at this character.
Yeah.
It's like we're looking at a character that something happens to him.
Yeah.
But we're still just following the character.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really cool. Really like it. It was my favorite film with the Best Picture nominees last year as well. So, Sound of Metal, great film. That's my number 2.
Here we go.
Your numero duno.
This is the twist.
Your numero duno. Jesus Christ.
Duno. My number 2 is a film called The Harder They Fall.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's so good.
Well, I know you're number 1.
You know what my number 1 is? I'm going to Google The Harder They Fall so that I know the director and all that kind of stuff. This film is fantastic.
I do want to watch it, so.
1 second. The Harder They Fall. Wow.
That doesn't pick
Director
up.
The Bullets. James Samuel is what he's called.
Okay.
Yeah, this film. Oh, Christ. So there was a couple of either last year or the year before. Netflix did one of the, you know how Disney do, they're like,
yeah.
this is what we've got coming up for the next blah 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 blah. Netflix did one of those, and The How Do They Fall was shown in it for the first time. And as soon as I saw what they were, there was no trailer. I'm pretty sure. I think it was like a behind the scenes look, so
right,
what was going on. But hearing the director, who I've now forgotten the name
James Samuels?
James Samuel, sorry. Hearing him talk about it was so like, oh, he really gives a fuck about this. And I'm pretty sure it might not be his first film, but he's not done a lot.
Yeah.
And Idris Elba was in it, and he was saying that James he's been like shopping this script around Hollywood for fucking years, wanting to get it made. And it's a western in which every character is a real life person from the time that existed. So the idea behind it is that,
so it's fiction, but they got real people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the idea is that black cowboys did exist, but you just nobody knows about any of them because you wouldn't have thought that an African American cowboy would exist in that time because of everything that was going on. So they're like, it was like these people existed. They had really fucking cool stories, and I wanted to show them and be fucking cool and like be these iconic characters, sort of thing. And the cast is so good. Idris Elba is fantastic. He's the villain of this
Knuckles
movie,
himself.
Knuckles himself. Idris Elba. That tiger from Jungle Book himself. No, he wasn't, was he? That was Chiwetel Ejiofor. He was Scar in The Lion King.
Yes.
Himself.
Oh, you're a racist. Okay.
Whoa, now.
You're Chiwetel Ejiofor and Idris Elba mixed up.
Yeah, but it's the
the
same fucking movie, all right? Leave me alone. Right. He's fantastic. He plays a really good villain in this. He's fucking brilliant. Also, why am I blanking on his name? I think he's fucking great as well.
Is it the lady you're on about?
Yeah, he was in Loki, and I can't remember what his name is. He was in The Five Bloods also.
Chadwick Boseman.
No, I'm probably blanking on his name.
Delroy Lindo?
No, Delroy Lindo is in it, and he's also fucking brilliant in it. God, why can't I remember his name?
Jonathan Majors?
Jonathan Majors is who I mean. He's the lead.
He was in something that we looked up just now. Hang on.
Was he?
He's in Creed 3.
What?
Yeah, he's in Creed 3, yeah.
That's so exciting. Holy shit. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, he is an excellent actor, and I will be watching out for everything that he does because he's fucking fantastic. In this as the lead, he's great.
Zazie Beetz.
Zazie Beetz is in it. She's great. Regina King's in it. She's great.
Okay.
Like, it's very much, it's your classic Western story. It's a revenge movie is what it is. Like, Idris marked Jonathan Majors when he was a kid.
Yo, what, Luke Keith's in here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Lakeith's in it as like a fucking sick gunslinger.
Sweet.
Mate, right. So this is why I love this movie so much. Is it saying like lots of things that resonate with me particularly? No.
It's not a Sound of Metal.
No. Is it doing that? No, not really. Is it the coolest shit I've seen in years? Fuck yeah. Oh my god. Every single person in this movie is one of those movies where every scene ends with just either the coolest fucking line you've ever heard, or like the sickest trick shot of a gun or something.
Yeah.
Like everything is so like the coolness meter just dialed up to like 12, bro. Like Idris Elba, maybe some of the costumes are not period accurate or whatever,
okay.
but also he's wearing a fucking velvet suit and he looks so cool. Like the whole movie is so sick. Everything's so cool. The music again isn't era appropriate.
Who gives a shit?
But it's like
I mean, if you can make it work, then you can make it work.
Exactly.
You know?
It's all like soundtrack based music from like prevalent African American musical subcultures used throughout it.
Okay.
The soundtrack's so cool. Everyone's cool.
It's a cool fucking
It's
film.
the only way I can describe it is just by saying this movie is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
So go watch it because it's excellent. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And everyone's got Netflix now, so just watch it.
Yeah,
It flies by.
yeah, 2 hours 20.
2 hours 20 flies by.
That's the reason why I didn't get to it, because I'm like, do I have time for it?
Yeah. But
That's why I didn't get to it.
And the characters are all excellent. It's funny. It's stylish. It's slick.
Yeah.
Watch it. It's
All right.
excellent. It's just exactly what I would like to see in movies. Is just that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Just every scene ends with me going, "Fuck, that's cool. Holy shit, that's so sick."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, we're going into honorable mentions and other shit at this point now, but
Yeah.
also slight deviation with it. Atlanta season 3, man.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah. I only bring that up because of Keith. I bring that up because of Keith.
God, I'm so excited for that.
When
is that?
I want. It's late March, I think.
Okay, cool. Do you know what I was watching the other day? That test animation that was released when Donald Glover and his brother were going to do the animated Deadpool series.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. That's one of them things where I'm like,
why didn't that happen?
fuck, I'm upset that didn't happen. I think it was something to do with the Disney
24th
Fox
of
merger.
March.
Okay, cool.
24th of March is Atlanta season 3.
I'm guessing it'll be on Disney Plus, I'm guessing. Because it's all on Disney Plus at the minute anyway.
Probably then.
The rest of the show is, so
I came on. I watched it on Now TV originally, but that was before everything got
kind of
merged on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm excited about that. Yeah.
But
Keep
also,
forgetting that's nice. Yeah.
Let's throw some honorable mentions out there.
Yes.
I want to throw some 5 films out there.
Are you doing actual honourable mentions of like this could have been on my list, or am I saying like things that stood out to me this year?
What I'm going to do, I'm going to name. I'm basically saying to what my 11 to 15 is.
Okay, I won't be doing that.
No, but I'm my 11 to 15. But I've also got like a few other things I also really liked.
Okay, cool.
This year,
Yeah.
2021 specifically. I mean, not just one of my honorable mentions is Pieces of a Woman.
Cool.
A Netflix.
Film.
Netflix film. It's one I reviewed it a while ago when I was thinking myself, I could probably fit reviews in and do other shit.
Nope.
I could do when we were on Teams all the time. Not now. Not now in life.
Christ,
but Pieces of a Woman. It's kind of I haven't rewatched it, but it's a film that. Yes, I know Shia LaBeouf is in it. He's really good, but that's just not like. But Vanessa Kirby, who's the lead in it, is
Hobbs and Shaw.
Right, hang on. You could have at least said About Time.
Oh, shit, yeah,
she's in that. You know, one of your favorite films.
Yeah, she is in that movie. Shit. Sorry.
You know, one of your top 10 favorite. No, but she's like really fucking good. The best way I could describe this film is like it's a powerhouse emotional film. It's not a happy film one bit.
No.
You're following a woman post miscarriage. Not happy film.
It's not ideal.
Shouldn't be a happy film.
Yeah.
And it isn't. It does really well. You've got some beautiful ones. Look at me.
Come on, let's fucking go.
Really good film.
Joker.
Really nice in-depth drama in it.
Yeah.
So if you want like a heavy drama, Piece of a Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix. Wants to throw out Judas and the Black Messiah as an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Talking about like Keith Stanfield.
Christ.
Brilliant in it.
Yeah.
Daniel Kaluuya is excellent. I've been fascinated by the Fred Hampton Eddie thing for a little while now, so I'm glad like a film like this got made.
Yeah.
If anything, it's just really, again, that's quite a powerful film as well.
Yeah.
But in a similar sense of like how the miniseries When They See Us is also fucking powerful.
Yeah.
Judas and the Black Messiah is great. It's cool and stylish as well, which is interesting. It's Judas and the Black Messiah, good shit. The Power of the Dog.
Okay.
I want to throw an honourable mention out there. That's a film that I didn't think much of until I finished watching it. I was like, oh, that's actually really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Film that I kind of think would be a lot more effective.
Hello.
Printer just went cuckoo.
The printer just turned on and said hello. Hey, what?
A film that I think will be a lot more effective now that I know what's happened.
Okay, yeah.
Cody Smith McPhee is, again, he's the favourite for Best Actor. I get it, Will Smith's probably going to be winning the Oscar this year, but I can't want Benedict Cumberbatch because he's fucking excellent in it.
Yeah.
It's an interesting look in the sense of, like, I think I said this to you. I was like, it's really a film that kind of dissects masculinity.
Okay.
But it's written, directed by Jane Campion, a woman.
Yeah. Cool.
Which is a really interesting outlook on it, and I think it kind of does it better.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a lot more inauthentic if, like, a male director would dissect him. It's an interesting look at like how a woman dissects masculinity. Yeah, and does actually quite well. Yeah, to be fair. Nomadland, Chloe Zhao's Nomadland didn't make the list
because it's boring.
Reason is I'm not going to be rewatching it loads. I think it's a beautifully shot film. I love the look of it. Yeah, I'm a fan of Frances McDormand in it. It's a film, one of my favourite soundtracks of the year. Yeah. I get emotional with any type of French piano. Yes. I forgot the guy. He's a composer that does fucking gorgeous piano music anyway, but I forgot it. It's an interesting look at that sense of like having like this really gorgeous, like elegant piano music and like this just low budget ass. Like it's really well done. Just not a film that necessarily fully resonates for me. Or like a film that I would necessarily go back to often. It's a film that I feel like, I don't know, it's a nice, it's almost like a nice passive film for me to watch. And little moments that I think are really cool, like when her plates get broken and it's almost like this big dramatic moment and it works really well. I think this is the type of shit Chloe Zhao should be doing more.
Yes. I was going to speak about something in a minute.
What, Eternals? But yeah. Oh, we could talk about Eternals.
Wait till my number one spot, baby.
I was gonna wait till we get. And the last honorable mention I want to say for film wise is Lamb. This film.
Are
you surprised it ain't my number one, Lewis?
Yeah.
Hey?
I am.
Oh, was that your bit?
No, it wasn't. I know what your number one is. I'm pretty sure.
Your prediction was lamb. Right. I feel like I need to do another video. I think I need to do a video on Lamb because this film, right?
Bizarre.
Might be the film that's been on my mind the most in the last fucking year. And yet it's not in my top 10. I don't know how.
Oh, Christ.
This was the film I saw on my own when I back-to-back this and Tragedy of Macbeth. Yeah. When I saw this film, the film ended. I checked. I was like, oh, the adverts for Macbeth started a minute ago. So then I went downstairs in Tyneside, went in to see Macbeth. And I just couldn't think of anything else. Yeah. Because I'd just seen Lamb.
The hell are you doing?
My printer is printing.
What's it printing?
I think my mum actually might have accidentally sent something.
Oh, I
I'll
see.
Message her. I'd be like, are you printing something out?
I thought you were getting a fax. I was getting quite excited.
So, again, I don't feel like I want to go too in-depth with Lamb.
Yes.
Because I feel like I need to like do something with this.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Because, I mean, it sounds bizarre. I haven't seen it yet.
All I'm saying is...
But Christ.
If it wasn't for my number one...
Yeah.
This might be the best ending of the year.
Fuck's sake. The fucking goat. Big goat, man. Which I've seen, but...
I meant to send it to Lewis. I meant to send that ending to Lewis. Because I keep telling him about it. He goes, what the fuck are you on about? I'm like, just like, look at this. So I sent him the ending. And then I went, why haven't you looked at the ending? I was like, you haven't sent me. I went, yeah, I haven't. No, you haven't. Then I checked. I went, oh, I accidentally sent it to Joe. So I deleted the message. But like, imagine like, you just randomly get the ending to Lamb sent to you.
For no context. Just here's the ending of Lamb. Yeah, here's a big goat man with a gun.
But
it's like, does it...
Again, I love it because I feel like the film in itself is almost taking the piss of these types of films.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the cinema watching it. I'm like, the way this film's going, I feel like we're almost. It almost feels like you like people again laughed like the wanky A24 people.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
there's me. There's the type of me who love A24 films and fucking love them and just I'm a big little fanboy on them. But I'm not saying they're changing the whole like concept of I'm not saying they're changing just the whole concept of cinema. But you get some people who go, oh, this was really like fucking like breathtaking and just like, oh, it's just like incredible and just like, oh, it's just like maybe we should reevaluate what cinema is. It's like, oh, fucking that. Like,
chill out.
my favorite, my favorite A24 films when Daniel Radcliffe's a fine corpse. That's that's my shit.
Yeah,
I also love Moonlight, but like Lamb, it's almost like I said this to you. It's almost like the film starts and it goes like it's weird. Then it gets a little bit boring.
Yeah.
Then it gets really heartfelt and emotional, actually.
Yeah.
And kind of like,
Oh,
kind of emotional.
oh, this poor little sheep person.
Arda.
Yeah, good on him.
Oh, what an absolute cutie pie. And then
That's a weird,
a cutie pie of that little lamb.
it's
Oh,
it's a
bless
weird
her.
sheep
What a
human
bless-
hybrid little girl. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
bless her.
No,
Yeah,
I won't.
yeah.
And you can't make me.
Oh. And then the ending happens. I'm like, what the fuck is anything? And then it ends, and I'm like, that might be the most transcendent experience I've had in my entire cinema life.
Does it? Does it? Oh,
And it's Iceland's official selection for best anime, and
mental.
it's getting nominated.
That is bizarre.
This is getting nominated, but Titan isn't. Lamb is getting nominated, but the Palme d'Or isn't. What are we doing in? What are we doing?
fuck is this world?
How's the Academy looking at this and going like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, big goat man. Actually, yeah, cool.
oh, I get the metaphor. Do you?
Do you? I don't. I don't know what I haven't seen the movie, but I don't know. I don't know what that's. What is it? What is it?
Yeah, I don't.
Isn't
even.
it it's the sheep girl's dad, right?
Yeah,
Big goat man.
yeah.
Had sex with a regular sheep.
Yeah. So in theory, a bloke should have just fucked a sheep.
Yeah. But
no.
then, like, where does he come from?
I feel like there's a sequel to this that doesn't need to be made, but I need answers.
Yeah. Because where the big goat man come from? How did he become a big goat man?
I said to Lewis, like, imagine like Last of Us, but like that, like big goat man and like
Big
it's-
goat man, little goat girl.
Yeah, and instead of like zombies, it's just rabid lamb people.
No.
Yeah,
I don't want that. No, thank you. Oh Christ.
but lamb is
Yeah.
fucking brilliant. But another honourable mentions as well. I want to say as well. I want to say a
Yeah.
few other things I loved
Okay.
within this year. Some TV shows.
Yes.
Oh no! Well, first of all, the best fucking thing that happened in wrestling happened in 2021,
Okay.
and that was AEW's All Out pay-per-view. And we talked about that time. I think it was the beginning of the Harakiri episode where I was too hyped about it.
Yeah.
My favorite wrestler, CM Punk, came back and he's doing good shit.
Good on him.
Yeah, go on.
Good on the lad.
Oh, that was the thing as well. When he returned, not in that event, but when he came back in Chicago.
Yeah.
There's wrestling. There's been like few times where wrestling has made me cry. One of them
That
was
guy.
when
That guy.
one of them is when Cult of Personality started playing
Yeah.
in Chicago, and then I'm just like
Jesus.
like it's happened. It's
It's,
actually happened.
it's real.
And I'm alive to see it. So that happened, and
Yeah.
All Out was great because fuck it's if you're a wrestling fan, you fucking All Out was the best thing to ever happen. But
For the rest of us.
sure, but
sure.
but TV is kind of like oddly enough, TV's been the best shit.
Yeah, man.
That's a specifically. Again, I haven't rated any film 5 stars.
Mm.
I rate a TV show 5 stars.
Yeah.
And it is, and if this was a film, this would be my number one.
Mhm.
And it's an A24 thing. 2 of my TV things are actually A24 things, so that's odd.
Oh, okay.
But this one is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Mr. Corman.
Oh, yeah.
Genuinely my favorite thing to come out of like
Yeah.
2021.
Mhm.
It's again my continuous love affair with Joseph
Yeah.
Gordon-Levitt. Just advances.
Continues every day.
It just advances. Don't be a pussy. Just say his Knives Out too. Come on.
Yeah, come
Do
on.
it.
Come on, Ryan.
I'm not being funny. If you're going to make him a surprise, yes, I'm going to freak out. But no one's going to
Yeah.
be like, people are going to be, oh, him.
What if he's
The villain.
What if he's the villain? What if there's no? What if all
Like
the
it's a
people?
genuine, yeah.
What if all the people that are suspects?
What if it's a 7 situation?
Yeah. But it's just Gordon-Levitt instead of a paedophile.
I might tear up.
Yeah, that'd be fucking cool, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Mr. Corman, it's such a big fucking tragedy that like hours after the season 1 finale aired, it's like, yeah, Apple TV Plus, we cancelled. It's like, why? Come on, they did a day because they were like, well, they weren't getting many views. And I'm like, we were waiting for it to end so we can binge it. What are you on about? Twats.
What, that's upsetting.
But it's like it's a show that I think you would.
I'd probably enjoy.
I showed you the trailer. I'm like, this is just your shit.
Yeah, I'd probably love it.
It is legitimately like everything that I would love in storytelling.
Yeah,
it's just this.
Yeah,
it's funny but also kind of depressing. But it's humorously depressing.
Yeah,
which is my type of shit. Again, one of my favorite comedy shows is Louis. So it's like funny but tragic. Tragic comedy is the perfect description of this.
Yeah,
entirely. If you want like a person who wants to really, if you like the artist struggling to do shit from Tick Tick Boom, but also not as like, woe is me.
Yeah.
But also the shiver baby levels of like, real life is so fucking mental for no reason.
Yeah.
Mr. Corman is that. And there's moments where it just randomly breaks out in animation.
Excellent.
There's moments where it just randomly breaks out in a musical.
Good. That's the dream.
Genuinely, my favorite thing come out of 2021. If it was a show, if it was a film, it would be my number one. Another thing I want to quickly give a shout out to is recently I caught up with Euphoria. And I've become a bit, this is where the other A24 thing comes over. And I love it. Absolutely fucking love Euphoria. And how this fits into 2021 is that season 2 got delayed due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
So we'll get to another thing in a bit as well. But so to almost keep the fans of Euphoria kind of like, keep them like interested, keep the, to tie them over.
Yeah.
Sam Levinson did 2 in-between episodes, in between season 1 and season 2, to basically tie people over. December 2020 was the first one. That was part 1 Rue. Yeah. And that was a episode focused mainly on Zendaya. And it's an hour that's just a scene.
Okay, cool.
Which I think's okay.
Yeah.
It's good. Could have been better, but it's really good. Part 2, the second episode that in this little special thing came out in January 2021. Okay. And that's part 2 Jules. And it might be my favorite episode of Euphoria.
Damn.
It's fucking just gorgeous. And I'm not going to say too much about it because if you haven't seen Euphoria, it would spoil the shit.
I have no idea what Euphoria is about. I know of it. I know that there's drugs and Zendaya. I don't know a lot. Yeah. That's about as much as I know. I don't know anything about
I think if you don't like the first 4 episodes,
okay,
that sounds like a big commitment.
Yeah.
But if you're not, because episode 4 is incredible.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you're not in it by episode 4, you're probably not going to be in it. Okay. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. But I think you would like it. Yeah, I don't know. But the film, that part 2 Jules follows the character of Jules, and it's co-written by Hunter Schafer, who plays Jules.
Oh, okay, cool.
The first episode where someone other than Sam Levinson's writing it. Yeah. And this is the first thing she's written.
Oh, damn.
Because she basically said I did that instead of going to a psychiatric clinic, basically. So it's and so Hunter Schafer and the character she plays, Jules, she's a transgender girl. Okay. And the character Jules is transgender. And it's brilliant. The show does it really well in the sense there's no point made of her being transgender.
Yeah.
It just is. But the episode Hunter Schafer has written the episode kind of it's a very interesting point. This is the very first time where Jules as a character starts having doubts about transitioning.
Right, okay, yeah.
But that's not the whole point of the whole episode is basically her talking to a therapist with bits of flashbacks and interweaving things, which has gorgeous cinematography. Yeah. Fucking some of as Euphoria does anyway. It's some of my favorite cinematography ever. It's fucking beautiful and emotional and just all sorts of shit. It has music. The soundtrack in Euphoria anyway is really cool. It's really fitting and modern. But the people that they get to go in, it's interesting because it's Sam Levinson obviously co-writes and he's directing this episode as well. But it is almost a proper Hunter Schafer episode in the sense she obviously wrote it. It's a whole episode about her character in the show, and she basically just got a load of musicians that she's big fans of to do music for. It's
cool.
Billie Eilish did an original song for this. Who I like a lot. I like Billie Eilish a lot. Yeah. Lorde did a song. I think Lorde did a song for this episode. Lorde did a song for Euphoria, but a load of really cool, melancholic, emotional music. Really, one of the opening shots is they get Hunter Schafer to like kind of like rest her head on like a stand, and they have a giant projector playing of like a big supercut of the entire first season, basically.
Oh, okay.
And they have a camera just on Hunter Schafer's eye, and it's a big ass macro, like just close up on.
Okay.
So you're basically and you're seeing a reflection
Yeah.
of basically a best of season 1, and it's fucking gorgeous in the sense of like, and naturally as well, like Hunter Schafer just got emotional watching the slideshow that she ended up getting teary-eyed and then just a tear fell.
Jesus.
And seeing that like on a big fucking close-up for it opening, is just gorgeous. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Season 2 isn't exactly living up to that level. I'm liking it, but we're like halfway through, and I'm not feeling like we're getting a lot of what made the first season great.
No,
at the
okay.
minute.
Fair enough, yeah.
Still liking it. I'm not saying it's downhill.
Yeah.
It's good. Right. Meanwhile,
yes.
Sam Levinson, what else he did in fucking 2021 is he gonna make is also Euphoria. He couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So what did he do? He not only made 2 in between episodes of Euphoria,
Did you do Malcolm and Marie?
but he only made fucking Malcolm and Marie.
Yeah, right.
And this film, right, Robbie, you're on about 10 at last year for you.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Malcolm and Marie, mate. Did a review on it.
Yeah.
My review is my complicated relationship with Malcolm and Marie.
Yeah.
And here's my issue, and this is my thing that I've come to a conclusion with my Malcolm and Marie. Now after watching Euphoria as well, and now knowing Sam Levinson, what fucking does my head in right with him? Is he wrote Euphoria. He writes things that are inspired by his own real life. He was a recovering drug addict as a teenager.
Okay.
He's been sober for 14 years now, I think he said. So he's writing Euphoria. He's writing Euphoria from his own personal feelings and his own personal experience. Great, really class, brilliant.
Yeah.
He's writing Malcolm Marie for his own personal experience, but not from as raw of a perspective. He's writing from it as just an angry writer-director who got a bad review for one of his films.
Right.
And there's it's basically fully inspired by his first feature film got shat on.
Right, okay.
So there's just a whole monologue of John David Washington in Malcolm Marie going like, fuck critics. And it's just, I'm listening to just an angry director going like, you know what do they know? They didn't direct it. They didn't go through the work that I did. I'm like, oh, you're such a wanker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, again, Sam Levinson, I love what he's done with Euphoria. He's fucking brilliant. But the vibe I get of Sam Levinson is he's almost waiting for someone to say he's a genius.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get of him. Again, with what he's done with Euphoria and what he's based it off on, fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
Great
and
stuff.
Malcolm Marie is gorgeously shot. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Don't know if it needs to be in black and white. It looks more like a Vogue advert than anything else.
What did I say?
But
what have I been saying?
It looks good.
Yeah.
I don't think it means it. It almost seems like he's trying to trick us that it means more than it actually.
Yeah.
It's almost like right, and it's me as well. It's like everything that you probably fear is come on, is Malcolm and Marie. In all honesty, because again, Sam Levinson isn't the greatest when he's writing big dialogue-y things. Because there's that one scene, there's that part one Rue.
Yeah.
There's just a moment where Kara just says a very convenient plot line, and we need a really good, like he's really good at these really flashy fucking wah things, and that's what Euphoria mainly is. But that one episode with Rue is just two characters basically talking, and it's a bit like it's a bit up your own ass. This and Malcolm Marie is just right. It's like I don't think Sam Levinson could see the monitor because he was so far up his own fucking backside.
Yeah.
Again, love what he's taken with Euphoria. It feels raw. It feels personal. It feels great. I don't give a shit about I don't give a shit that a critic didn't like your film.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Chill out, dude. Yeah.
Come on. Don't make a film where you're shouting about it.
Yeah. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Basically what I'm saying is if a writing director is making a film where he goes like, fucking look at my opinions.
Yeah.
Look at them.
You're not a big fan.
No.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Don't look up.
Let me alone.
Malcolm Marie.
Yeah.
Share your opinions, but just do it from more of a subjective point of view.
Yeah.
Do it like, you can do it from a personal point of view, but don't say this is right.
Yeah.
I think it's preachy.
Yeah,
But that's what I want to talk about with my shit. What's some honourable shit that you want to throw out there?
I wanted to mention a few couple of things. Sorry. Right. For me, There's a few movies that like we got a bit of chatting, didn't we?
We got a bit of something.
Got a little bit of conversation when I don't think you should have had a little bit of conversation. One of them, straight off the bat, Justice League. Get it out of my fucking chin, mate. Sick of it.
Oh, the Snyder Cut.
God damn it.
We had a fun time.
Yeah. Will it ever be released? Who knows?
Well, I'll try my best, but probably not because
the audio fucked.
Sorry.
That movie. It still baffles me that it exists for a start because insane. There was a movie that Zack Snyder lied about it existing.
yeah.
He lied about it existing until it existed, which is ridiculous.
Which is not how it works.
No, it's baffling. Was it better than the original?
Yeah.
Yes. Was it good? Not really. It's so boring. My issue with
I got hyped at a few moments.
Yeah, but my issue with Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Cyborg's good in it.
Cyborg is good in it.
And that's probably they do Batman at least better.
Yeah. Flash is fine. I get like my issue with it is that it's like
fuck Joker.
You say that this is my vision, this is the Snyder Cut. If that movie was released in cinemas in your vision, it wouldn't be 4 hours fucking long.
It wouldn't be, no.
So shut up. Like there's just bits in it where it's like this is so boring. Just get rid of this. Obviously get rid of this. Like come on, dude.
Get rid of Martian Manhunter. Didn't need him.
Yeah,
either.
didn't need him. Did not need him.
Get rid of
the
Joker.
Nightmare stuff.
Pointless
Don't need
scene.
it.
Pointless scene. Joker was a pointless scene.
Anyway, that was my thoughts on Justice League. It sucks.
Who's going to give you a reach around?
Fuck off.
I kind of want to release that.
Yeah,
video
that scene
for that reaction alone.
God, that was brilliant. Another one that got a lot of chat when I thought didn't deserve it at all. I apologise for this.
To me?
No, not to you.
Oh, okay.
To the director, I guess, because I quite like him. Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Blows.
I liked it.
My issue with it is that it feels like James Gunn got brought over to Warner Brothers to be like, do anything for us, please, right? And he went, I want to do Suicide Squad. And he went, no worries. Okay, you can do whatever you want. And absolutely nobody at any point said,
maybe don't.
Bit far, James.
I like John Cena in it.
John Cena was good in it. I like John Cena. I'm watching the Peacemaker show at the minute.
Is that good? Okay.
I have the same opinion of it that I have as this.
Okay,
it's fine, but it's way too much. Right. Chill the fuck out.
I think Harley Quinn's in it for just as much as she needs to be.
I like Harley Quinn in it.
Yeah.
I like
it's the best Margot Robbie's been as Harley Quinn.
I like the structure of it. I like how it's kind of set out like a comic book. It's like in chapters sort of thing.
The Weasel Drowning's fucking hilarious to me.
Yes, it's funny. The movie's quite funny. But also,
Lewis got me on 4K. I do need to rewatch it actually, just to see.
I think my issue with it is that it tries so hard to be edgy and funny and
I can see that.
That it's like just chill the fuck out, dude. The whole stuff with the polka dot man, his mum, or whatever, right? It's funny.
David Smallchin, man, what a fucking
legend.
Love him.
Love that man so much. But
is he our generation's John Cazale?
Probably actually, yeah. He's in everything.
Yeah,
He just shows up randomly and stuff. But the joke is he killed his mom because whatever, right? Good, funny joke, fine. He says no. The joke isn't that he kills his mom. I apologize. The joke is he kills people. He doesn't like killing people, but he finds it easier if he pictures them as his mom.
That's right.
Which is a funny line the first time he says it. And then he says it again, and then we see the world from his point of view, and everyone is a middle-aged, overweight lady, it's funny-ish. Because the first time it's funny, the second time it's like a bit uncomfortable, but fine. The third time it happens is when he's in a club, and we get a shot where everyone around him who are grinding on him and dancing with him and stuff is his mum, and he's like rubbing his crotch on that person's backside. Awful. Get rid of that. Terrible, right? It's not funny. It's just weird. Makes me uncomfortable. Makes Polka Dot Man less likable. Why would you do it? And then it happens again with the big fucking starfish at the end. Is a giant 50-year-old woman.
Chocolate starfish.
Get rid of it. Sick of it. Just things like that where it's like, it's gone too far, mate.
Now, what else do you need to get off your chest?
Eternals.
Okay, right.
I need to get it out of my life. I need to get it out of my brain.
I want to say, since we're on about Eternals, this is the first time ever in my life that I've legitimately fell asleep in the film. To be fair,
it was hand-in like the day before or something, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't hand-in, but
did we just get drunk or something? I can't remember.
No, I just was really bad. Like it was a really busy week. Right, I want to say this whole like setup for me watching Eternals was doomed from the start.
It was, yeah.
In the sense, like, one, I was just really it was a really busy time of work, and I think we were coming close to deadline. When was it? When did this come out? November
something. November 11th or something, maybe. I think it was the day after Hand-In.
It wasn't, because Hand-In was December, wasn't it?
Was it?
I feel like it was.
Well, no, I don't know. Maybe.
Either way, I was heavily working.
Yeah.
This was during the time when we were getting close to deadline because I was making conscious decisions not to give myself a day off so I could actually catch up.
Yeah.
I was suffering terribly from a cold.
Yes.
Like I'm in uni and I'm like, I need to lie down.
Yeah. This is awful.
Lie down.
Yeah.
Then Lewis goes, should we see Eternals today? I'm hearing it's a really boring ass film anyway. That's 2.5 hours.
From me. It was boring and shit.
That's 2.5 hours and boring as fuck. And Lewis is like, oh yeah, the screen is like 8:45. I'm like, what are you doing, Lewis? You basically.
So of course you fell asleep
what
after the first action sequence.
We went to Teesside Park and I got Pizza Express, and then I like, and I knew myself like and in Showcase Cinemas the reclining seats as well. So I'm like, I went to Lewis like, oh, I'm telling you, Lewis, it's like if I feel my eyes dazed, I'm not fighting. I'm fucking I'm laying down. Now we got the first 10 minutes of Eternals. I'm this is okay. Yeah. And then I did that. I went, oh, okay, let me just. Yeah. And then I legit just nodded off. Look, I had something about Superman. But Lewis called me a grand. I'm like, I'm not fucking grand. I'm tired. And then I wake up and then it's the final fight. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, Christ.
Like, oh, this was okay.
Right. Let me talk.
I think I woke up. I think I woke up with Camille Nanjiani. He was like, I'm not gonna fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I woke up.
Right. My issues with this movie are thus.
Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, spoilers for this fucking shit movie. This is the worst MCU film. And I'm not saying since blah, 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 blah. This is the worst one. It's worse than Thor the Dark World. There, I said it. It just is. This movie fucking blows. From the beginning of the movie, I was like, fucking bastard. Literally, the first thing that comes up on the screen is a text crawl, but not a cool, exciting Star Wars text crawl with a nothing exciting, just white text on a black background. Probably Times New Roman, I think. And it's like,
this wasn't Comic Sans.
And you just have to read it. It goes like, the Eternals were sent to Earth by the Celestials to fight the Deviants, and the Deviants, blah, blah, blah. So boring. Find a way of doing that that's fucking entertaining to look at. Christ. Then, the script is bad. The script is poorly written. The dialogue's bad. Kit Harington, when he's first introduced, I love him so much. He's probably my favourite character in the movie. But the way he is introduced, what is his relationship with anybody? I don't know. Because he says he's like going out with Gemma Chan, who's the main character, I guess. She,
she's labelled as that.
Yeah, they're going out, and he's all like,
did she have a friends with benefits thing with whatever the fuck it is?
With Richard Madden.
Yeah.
They were together for 5,000 years or something.
That was it, yeah.
So he says, "Are you a wizard?" to her, and she's like, "No, I'm not." What are you talking about? And he's like, Sprite, who is another character, right? Said that your boyfriend was your last boyfriend lasted centuries or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, she was just exaggerating, just joking or whatever, right? Then they're walking home together, and it's her and Kit Harington, and Sprite is there, who is a child.
Yeah.
Right? And he's talking and having banter with Sprite, and then a deviant shows up and she says, "Holy shit, is that a deviant?" And then Kit Harington is like, "I thought you said you destroyed them all." And she says, "Clearly not." And then Gemma Chan's like, "You told him that?" And she was like, "I didn't think he'd actually believe me." What is his relationship with these people? Because he's going out with her, but she doesn't know she's an Eternal.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what Eternals are. Sprite is a child.
Yeah.
So what's their relationship? Are they pretending to be sisters? If so, that's weird because Gemma Chan's Asian and she is not. So I don't.
Adopted sister.
I get maybe, probably, but then explain that. Explain what this is. What is happening? What is this weird setup of a character interaction? I don't like it.
I did see that bit.
Yeah, it sucks.
I did hate it.
Richard Madden's fine, but then he's only interesting at the end when it gets revealed that he's a villain.
But then I felt my eyes go, so I can't remember anything after that.
And he flies into the sun at
Yeah.
the end because Icarus, and he gets too close to the sun.
Yeah.
But the whole point of the Greek mythology thing is not Icarus flew too close to the sun and he burnt his wings. That's the point. It's not Icarus went headfirst into the fucking supernova.
Why not?
Because he wanted to kill himself.
That's not
So-
how.
Okay.
It's not that's not the analogy.
Yeah, that's fine. The references to Superman and Batman are bizarre. What are they canon? I don't know.
I don't give a shit.
I don't. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Like the other one, it's like the Batman's one's really forced. When the guy shows up and he's like, "Oh, you're like Alfred for Batman," and it's like, what?
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. One of the Eternals is responsible for Hiroshima. Weird choice.
Oh yeah.
Very strange choice. Brian Tyree Henry's great, but that's bizarre. Barry Keoghan.
Just give me a Latner.
Yeah, I guess.
Just give me a Latner. Nah, he's also good in Widows. I like Brian Tyree.
Yeah, I like Brian Tyree. Druig, who is Barry Keoghan, the Irish one, he's probably the best character. He's pretty cool.
You got the deaf one.
Yeah.
She was in Sound of Metal.
Yeah, but she doesn't have any. She has no character here.
No.
Except she's the fast one.
Who does she get with?
Druig, the Irish one. Barry Keoghan. She's
Yes,
with him.
yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, movie fucking blows, and they're never gonna do a sequel to this.
No. What's the point?
Not a fucking chance. The post credits is cool with Harry Styles,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah, I'm a fan of Harry
but like
Styles.
the Eternals.
I'm all for him getting more acting gigs.
They'll probably show up in other things, but
Yeah.
we will never get an Eternals 2 because that
No.
movie fucking sucks.
Unless not Chloe Zhao doing it though.
Yeah, God no.
Right, here's the thing, right?
Yes.
I've always been very much so an advocate for like, just give it, if you're going to give a director a film, just make it their film. I mean, they did that. They did that. All I'm saying is, but just like, know what you're getting at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in my head, like I'm hearing all this shit
Like-
about it, I'm like, well, know what you're
Like
getting.
they
Come on.
with Guardians, they let James Gunn do a James Gunn film.
Yeah.
Those are very much James Gunn films, but like,
And
it
I assume
fits.
with Thor Ragnarok, didn't they just do, Taika,
It's
just
pretty
do
much
whatever.
a Taika Waititi movie.
They did that with Chloe Zhao. I was like, just do whatever.
Yeah,
I'd want to do that with my
really
mate.
fucking weird.
Purely because it's like she wasn't Oscar-winning Chloe Zhao at that point, either when
No.
they made the film.
No, exactly.
She was just an indie directed Chloe Zhao do a
Yeah.
Marvel film.
Yeah,
It's weird that this was the one they were like, do whatever.
yeah, mental. Don't get it at all.
But it's weird because even though like it sounds like they did do that, but they didn't do it all the way.
Yeah,
Like do whatever.
yeah.
But she didn't quite do whatever.
No,
But she did enough of whatever
yeah,
to make it apparent that I was like, this is odd.
yeah.
I don't know.
My last one I wanted to
I was
talk
gonna say
about
get this out of the way
briefly.
with.
Just get it out of the way before we move on to another one. What the fuck was going on with the Matrix? what? Right. My thing with the Matrix is
Resurrection.
the resurrection.
Is it the best? Is it the best resurrection ever? Is it the best something resurrection?
What have we got to Yeah, probably.
I was gonna say
Alien. No.
Halloween.
Resident Evil. Was that a resurrection?
That probably was a
Probably
resurrection.
they had a resurrection at some point. Halloween probably better than that. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the best
It's probably the
resurrection. But that's not a glowing review. It's a bad movie. Just Lana Wachowski.
God, I love Keanu. I didn't see this
I
film,
love
by the way.
Keanu Reeves.
I
He's
just want to say that
Oh,
but I didn't
but-
see this film, but like, God, I love him.
just so.
And God bless Lana Wachowski for saying, you know what, yeah, I'll do this film.
But see, this is
Fuck it.
my thing with this movie, right?
Whoa.
Putting my goddamn foot down. So sorry, the Vitch. So Warner Brothers were going to do a Matrix movie
Yes.
about Morpheus with Michael B. Jordan
That's
playing
right.
young Morpheus. That was planned. And then we heard nothing about it. And then The Matrix 4 was announced with Lana Wachowski. The Matrix 4 is about Keanu Reeves' character, Thomas Anderson, who is a video game designer who created
reason.
the Matrix trilogy, which in this universe are games for some reason. And Warner Brothers named Warner Brothers in the film.
Oh, really? Right,
Yep.
okay.
Warner Brothers say they're going to make The Matrix 4, and they're going to do it with or without Thomas Anderson. And so then Thomas Anderson is then forced to come on board and make a Matrix 4 that he doesn't want to make.
It's one of my favourite examples of auteurship.
So would I be so bold as to say what was happening is the Warner Brothers went, we're doing another Matrix, whether you like it or not. And the Wachowskis went, I don't know about that. And they went, fine, we'll do a fucking Morpheus prequel then, and don't worry about it. And then they were like, we don't want them to do that. And so Lana Wachowski came on and made a Matrix 4, but made it about not wanting to make the Matrix 4.
Oh, God bless her.
But don't do that.
Why not?
Because there's so many fucking Matrix fans in the world that you're pissing off. If you're gonna come back, why do it out of spite? If you're like, fuck it, fine, I'll make the Matrix 4. Make the Matrix 4 and make it good.
But what if she doesn't want it? What if that's not her thing now, though?
Well, then let someone else do it that will clearly care and give fans something better. Like,
do you think the Morpheus film would have been better, though?
Probably not, but then just get someone, like, just see.
All I'm saying is, it's the same thing with the Star Wars prequels. At least, like, George Lucas got to do what they wanted to do.
But just, like, why would you
then again,
do that?
he did his prequels out because he generally wanted to do them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But it feels like Lana Wachowski coming back to the Matrix to do the Matrix 4 just to say fuck you. But it's like,
it's funny, like.
But there's fans that care about what this movie's gonna be, and you're not just saying fuck you to Warner Brothers because Warner Brothers will make the money from what the movie makes. They still make money off it, right? They're winning. You're just saying fuck you to the fans. That's all you're doing. It just doesn't make sense. Why bring back Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss and not Lawrence Fishburne?
Where's Michael Fassbender? To quote Reese Bruce.
Yeah, brilliant.
In the trailer for
But where is Lawrence Fishburne?
Larry Fish.
They explain it.
John McFall, that's where he's at.
Yeah, but so is Keanu.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
In the movie, they explain it that Morpheus is dead.
Why though?
But why though?
Yeah.
Exactly why? Because if he's dead, that's fine. Then don't include the character. Don't do.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Don't say that there's a weird it's an agent within the Matrix who convinces himself that he is Neo. No, not Neo. He convinced himself that he is Morpheus because Neo was fucking about with old code from the original Matrix games and subconsciously created a character based on Morpheus, who is that guy who then escapes from the game and is convinced that he is Morpheus. Why? Just put Lawrence Fishburne in the fucking movie.
He'll be up for it.
Yeah. What? He was annoyed that he wasn't called.
Yeah.
He went out in an interview and was like, why the fuck haven't I even been called about this? So don't recast him and then bring him back in a weird fucking way and say that he's dead. Same thing with Hugo Weaving.
Just don't bring back Agent Smith.
Just don't bring back Smith.
Just don't do Smith, yeah.
Don't bring him back and make it Jonathan Groff, who I love, by the way. I love Jonathan Groff. He's so good. But don't recast one of the most iconic villains in blockbuster history. Hate it. There was a point where I was like, I kind of respect the bollocks on it.
Yeah.
But now I've decided.
And you were fascinated by this.
Yeah. But now I'm just kind of like, what? Why would you do that? Like, George Lucas isn't gonna go. If they're going, we're gonna make episodes 7, 8, and 9, and we're gonna do it with or without you. He wouldn't go. Oh, I'll do it then, but just make it be. Luke is forced out of retirement by a mouse and fucking,
He sold it. That's what he did. Yeah.
He just went, yeah, fine. Someone else can do what they want with it. It's fine.
Did anyone get attached to the Morbius film yet, or did they not get that far?
No, it didn't get that far. It only had Michael B. Jordan attached to play him.
Which is how blockbusters are doing it these days.
Yeah,
we got the star before we got anyone else.
Yeah, but the fuck's the point? Anyway, number ones.
Didn't think you would have that high expectation with it anyway.
I love The Matrix, the first one.
Yeah, but I mean,
the other two also exist. It's time. What is that?
I know.
Oh. I've been getting a lot of. It's the group chat. That's why.
Right. Numero uno. I want to know, Robbie. Oh no, I don't. Not just yet. My number one.
Yes.
Has been gradually becoming my number one. Right there. I've watched this film. Hang on, how many times have I watched this now?
7,364.
That is not true. 3 times now. I've watched it 3 times. It was almost a 4th yesterday.
Good. Pretty sure I know
and if
what
any,
this is.
And if any film's going to end up being if any film's going to end up being a 5-star film, I feel like this is going to be the closest that I am. I have a good feeling that I am eventually going to give this 5 stars.
Yeah.
Just right now, I'm just not feeling 5-star right now.
Mm-hmm.
It was a film that I'm going to say this and everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, that. It won Best International Film last year at the Oscars. It's Thomas Vinterberg's Another Round is my number one favorite film of the year. Thomas Vinterberg is a filmmaker that I've revisited again. Yeah. Because I watched The Hunt years ago. Love it.
Yeah. Never seen it.
But then rewatched this one. And then watched this. Fucking love Another Round, evidently. And then I watched his one of his first films called The Celebration, which is a part of a movement called Dogma 95, where it was like these Danish filmmakers were like, oh, fuck, like just any conventions of filming or whatever. How about we just take everything away and we only use like a tape camera with the in-camera audio. No other fucking boom or shit. Jesus. We only use natural lighting. We don't use tripods. It's only handheld. Yeah. Fuck it. It's just so like they could use cinema at its barest form to still tell great story. And The Celebration's fucking brilliant. Yeah. Great. It's not a good looking film, but filmed on videotape from 1998. Yeah. So it's like, but it's fucking brilliant. And I feel like that's very interesting looking at his way of making films like that, where it's very gritty, bare bone, fuck it mentality. Yeah. When you watch a film like The Hunt, which is also handheld, not fucking mentality, but still just kind of handheld, shaky. And one thing I realized when I showed you this, which has been my 3rd time watching it, it's all handheld still. I don't think there's
not loads.
The ending, I think, is tripoded. Yeah. Which I think is very intentional in the sense of like what the ending. I'm going to say spoilers for Another Round, by the way. Fucking love it. Go and watch it. It's a film that, like, again, I look back and I say, oh, I like to try and make my number ones kind of like a bit of a me. A bit of like feeling like something that a bit of a piece of me for the past year. Yeah. And I think Another Round, I don't know what this says about me then. But hey, I think it's a step up. Last year I was like, so I'm thinking of ending things. Yeah. It's my number 1 film of 20. Yeah. This one's Another Round. It's interesting in the sense of like, how do I go about this without making me sound like an absolute person that needs help? Yeah. How do I go about this? Let's go from a logistical point of view, first of all. Mads Mikkelsen is incredible in this. He is very good in this. There's the bit where they're all first round the table, and it's just like a close-up on him. And it's like, as you said, it's like you were like, please cut to just Mads Mikkelsen looking sad. Yeah. Please just cut to Mads Mikkelsen looking sad. Sads Mikkelsen. Sads Mikkelsen is what we coined him throughout our viewing of this. Yeah. And it's interesting. And it's like, it's, again, small fucking moment. He's one of the best actors because it's small moments where it's like, he gets asked a question. I can't remember the specific the exchange of dialogue, but it's like, where he basically asks, like, oh, how are you with your wife? Yeah. And he just kind of like stops. Yeah. And just, I'm doing a terrible, but it's like, that's basically what he does. It's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, it's awful. It's brilliant. Yeah. His performance in it. But then everyone in this is great. They are. Yeah. But oddly enough, it's tragic, dramatic as hell. Yes. But it's also really funny. Yeah. At times as well. Sliding tackle.
It's so, this movie
so obviously this isn't your number 1.
No. It's horrifying. It scared me, this movie.
And I want to add as well, I showed you this. Yes. This is, oddly enough, became the film that I put on when I'm hungover.
Fucking Jesus. Why? To be like, never drink again. Look at this movie. Look how...
Well, and that's why I almost did it on Wednesday, because I was like, maybe the worst hangover I've had. Yeah. God, this Tuesday, man.
Yeah, I felt awful.
God damn you, Conor Dorian, for pulling a bar night on Tuesday.
Why'd you pull an SU bar night on a Tuesday and expect me not to get drunk, you goddamn lunatic? God, I was awful.
Angus, you're listening to this. Tell Conor that.
Yeah, tell him.
I mean, Hi, Angus, you also saw us. Jesus Christ.
Hi, Angus. Sorry.
I want to apologise as well.
Sorry,
Because
man.
probably.
Christ.
Because probably. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know what I did, but sorry, man. Christ.
I've got many videos of the nights. I don't want to even
no,
fucking
I don't want to see him.
look at it. But, so yeah. And the first time we watched it was
Yes.
another night that we were fucked up.
Yes.
That was the day after deadline night.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So that was like post-storm, and we were also not greatly. Like,
Yeah.
so
God.
I think we both like 4 hours of sleep or something.
Yeah.
And then you came round, and then we watched this, and Evil did too.
Yeah.
So
Good day, actually.
Yeah, no, I love that
Lovely
day.
day.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So your thing with your whole thing with another round then.
Yeah. It's a horror movie, basically.
Why do I find it uplifting?
I don't know. I didn't. It's so sad.
Kind of uplifting, but kind of not.
It's just. It's not even. It's not uplifting.
The ending.
Yeah, kinda.
My favorite ending of the
Because
year.
he kind of like recaptures his. He gets his new groove, doesn't he?
Oh, it's so good.
It's Sads Nicholson's new groove.
It's
I
so
guess.
good.
Yeah, I mean,
His arc.
yeah, it's good.
What a gorgeous fucking character.
It's
arc.
just, it's so sad for so much of it. Because he's struggling in his life, and then he's like, maybe do this alcohol experiment, and then he's like, oh, now that I drink a little bit, my wife likes me a bit more, and then it's like,
Hey,
oh,
I get
now
on better with my students now as well.
And he's like, oh, now I'm drinking too much. This is bad, actually. Now my friend's dead. Oh Christ. Oh God.
That's such a brilliant way of how it's done as well.
It's genuinely scary. Like I was horrified.
Because you told me. I remember you said like the bit where like
when he goes to his friend's house.
yeah, Thomas Bo Larsen is the actor.
Yeah.
Who's a regular of Thomas Vinterberg.
Jesus.
Brilliant.
He's so good. But that whole scene is just, man,
Yeah,
it's awful.
yeah.
I was so uncomfortable, but it's fantastic. It's a great movie.
Yeah, again, I think it's like I started only appreciating the writing of it when I was watching it with you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, man, it's like, again, it's like little things. Like, again, we see first where like, I forgot the guy's name. Peter, is it?
Yeah.
One of the other teachers, when his son pisses on him.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's like, then it's like, fuck's sake, come on, you need to say. And then we cut to like that night where just basically everything goes to shit with everyone. And then he ends up pissing the bed.
Yeah.
I like
Good.
that a lot.
Excellent stuff.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Again, I like the thing with again how it's like how Thomas Bo Larsen's death is shown. There's never one moment where they go, he's dead.
Yeah.
Or like it's like brilliant visual piece of storytelling in the sense like he goes out on a ship, he says fuck the life jacket, goes
Yeah.
it's gonna only end badly.
Yeah.
And then we cut to a shot of an empty boat and a dog just crying.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and it's a beautiful juxtaposition where everyone's got their grades. Everyone's like, yay!
Yeah.
And then like one of the other mate goes up to Mads Mikkelsen, and we don't hear what's said.
Yeah.
We just kind of like see him whisper.
Yeah. And then he just like.
and then they both just kind of like, and then he
Yeah.
sits down while everyone's still celebrating with all shit. And then the next thing we cut to is just everyone in a black suit going to a funeral. It's just
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Jesus Christ.
And then the bit that always makes me teary eyed
Yeah.
is when Specs.
Yeah.
When he puts like the flower on the grave, and then he starts singing. Then he leads
Yeah.
the song that he sang with
Yeah.
them as well. It's just
Christ.
And again, the ending. I think like, and I think this is like just because again the whole thing's brought of like, hey, come on, dude. What's it? I forget. What's Mads Mikkelsen's name? Martin.
Martin. Yeah.
He goes, Martin, do your dance. You used to dance. He goes, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
And there's little moments where he teases. He goes on top of the
Yeah.
bar that one time, and then he just tips over.
Yeah.
There's moments like that, but then he's always constantly kind of like,
Yeah.
nah, not doing it. Fuck it. And when I'm talking about through this entire video, how like dancing is kind of like,
Yeah.
there's no other better example of this than this film to be like dancing as a form of catharsis.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like this is where we're going to lead on to mentally me talking about real life shit.
Yes.
This year has kind of felt like that whole scene to me.
Yeah.
And it's the moment where it's like, again, original song, What a Life. A song that I've just had pretty much on repeat. It's fucking
It's a
great.
great song.
It's a good because it bookends from the beginning of the film to like this big like be a race.
Yeah.
With kids just being arseholes, handcuffing a fucking like conductor
Yeah.
with
Just
that
for no
song.
reason.
Really like again clubby type party type song.
Yeah.
And then that song once again playing in this moment where, yes, it's a celebration of graduation, but it's also the day of someone's funeral.
Yeah.
God,
It's so good.
And then it's like, yeah, I don't know, and then it's the moment of like the drinking a bit of the champagne bottle, that like the iconic fucking shot from the film, and then he gets a beer, and then like his other mate, is it Peter? Peter is the
Is Peter the music teacher or is he the other one?
Peter's the music teacher.
Okay.
Nikolai is the
yes, that's right.
English. I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that.
And Thomas Bill Larson, who is
the PE teacher.
Tommy is yes. Whereas like Peter then goes, "Oh, come on, Martin.
Yeah.
Do the dance, wait," and then he's like, "All right, then fine." And it's I get chills every time where it then pants that wide of like, it's like, fuck, it's good.
Great.
Does a little thing like that, sits on the bench for a bit, looks at his phone, looks out to the water. Oh, I mean, so many things in the context of that film. And then Mads Mikkelsen, who I learned
Oh, really?
Who was a professional jazz ballet dancer.
Good on him. Yeah.
Because Thomas Vinterberg wrote that scene because he was like specifically so he could see Mads Mikkelsen dance again. He was like, I want to see if you can still fucking do it.
Yeah.
And then it's jumps off the bench. It's fucking good. And it's like, I don't know, it feels so like, this is where I will bring my own shit into it, in the sense of like, when I see someone who is clearly just like someone who has got mates and he's nice, but he's just feeling like, I'm just fucking stuck.
Yeah.
And nothing's happening. And then he then has, and then they go, oh yeah, maybe we can try this like for a bit of an experiment, and then drink a bit more looser.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Going out a bit more. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. I'm feeling a bit more lively. I feel a bit more like myself now.
Yeah.
And then but then also having that time period of moments being that's when your brain's really active and hyper and shit, and being like, and then all the shit that you are thinking about anyway is more so turning up a bit more. Yeah. But it's this weird juxtaposition where you're almost trying to like go into an environment of pushing that away. Yeah. While simultaneously diving deeper into that. Yeah. I feel like I've been in that place a bit, especially. I'd never had like a moment that goes rock bottom. Tuesday was the closest. Yeah. Is all I'm saying on a fucking school night. Yeah, man. And I'm waking up and I've got cuts on my fingers, Robbie. I don't know what happened to me.
Nobody knows.
I remember rolling down a slope, but I don't know how or when.
Christ.
So if anyone saw me, please tell me.
Yeah, please let me know what happened.
I got someone messaging me who I clearly just
met outside.
Saying like, so who was that? I'm like, no. So, but it's also like, I feel like it's also like the little moments where you see him actually finally just like, because he's dancing not for anyone, but for him. Yeah. For that one fucking moment. And it's the bit where it's like, and it's like every time I've watched it, because I've watched the ending scene more than I've watched the film itself. Yeah. It's the bits as well where you see him just fucking like going, where he's actually finally letting loose. You see like students, which I think brilliant extra directing. Yeah. Where you see just kind of students like they're dancing, but then they kind of like go, look at Martin. Look at me. And I've seen out of the corner of my eye when I've been like on the dance floor in Pop World or Showroom. I've seen out the corner of my eye some people that I know like, oh, look at Oscar. And then like there's like one specific movement that Mads Mikkelsen does where I'm like, I looked at him do that. I'm like, oh, I've totally definitely done that before. Yeah. When Nikolai walks up to him and he goes like, are you good? And then Mads Mikkelsen then just walks up and grabs him by like the cheeks, gives him a kiss on the head, and then just starts jumping up and down for a bit. And then he's fucking off again. I'm like, I'm sure I've done that maybe 5 times to Robbie.
Probably.
within the last year.
A good amount of time, that's to be said. Yeah.
Like, you okay? Like, I'm fucking great, Robbie. Obviously, I did not bust out nearly as cool as moves as Mads Mikkelsen.
No, but it's a good time.
I've fallen on my arse a few times before. But I think it's like, this is an example of like a film in itself that balances the happy with the sad. Yeah. Without either of them feeling like we're replacing one for the other. Yeah, I agree. Like it's almost like the happy comes with the sad and the sad comes with the happy. Like especially the ending scene we're saying about this. You can look at that scene, like the whole ending dance scene, and go like, that's happy.
Yeah.
as well as that's quite sad.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, how you kind of looked at it initially, which was like, I don't know what that necessarily says about like them returning to alcohol though.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, yeah. But I also think it's an interesting commentary on just European drinking culture.
Yeah, 100%.
Which it's a fucking thing, man.
Yeah, it's a huge
thing.
It's
yeah,
it's a huge topic to cover.
But it's like, I think as well, it's like it's quite a perfect like. I don't know. There's a lot of like really lovely dialogue moments in it. There's the bit where I think even you commented where it's after the sex scene with we're in the tent, and I think she said his wife says to him, "Oh, I've missed you," or something like that, and he goes, "Me too." Which can mean one or two things. That can either mean, yeah, I've missed you too. Yeah. Or, yeah, I've missed me like this too.
Yeah, it's good. It's
and it
very
doesn't need more elaborating on it. It just that's it like that. And there's like moments again. There's really great dialogue throughout the whole film. I think with everyone. Yeah, I think in it. Excellent. And it's like again like the end freeze frame of him just jumping.
Just jumping out.
And again, and of course, this film was obviously shadowed by tragedy with Thomas Vinterberg's real life daughter dying in a car crash, who was meant to be the older child of.
Oh right,
Martin.
okay, yeah.
And I think like a few days into production, she died.
Oh god.
So that's why the film ends with "For Ida."
Yeah, okay.
So it's like it's a film where you look at it and it goes like, yeah, it's remembering how it's almost happy, but it's also just inherently sad.
Yeah.
It's a film I can't think of any other thing like it. You know what I mean? Like I don't like I don't mean that in the sense like it's so great, it's just so groundbreaking or anything like that. It's not.
Yeah.
But I can't necessarily think of another film that balances tone in such a brilliant way as this does.
Yeah.
And again, if you need any more proof that Mads Mikkelsen is just amazing.
Yeah. Watch it for his performance alone. I mean, he's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it is my favorite film from Vinterberg.
Yeah.
Just keep doing more of shit like this, man. He does brilliant stuff in terms of like realistically like tragic, but also kind of like he does really good real shit.
Yeah. It was very raw.
This is his most lighthearted film that he's done.
Yeah.
The Celebration and The Hunt are two films that actually deal with very awful fucking topics.
Right. Okay.
This one doesn't necessarily deal with that. I still don't quite. It's interesting. It's still quite complex in terms of what it is trying to say.
Yeah.
But I also don't think this film is trying to say a definitive thing about drinking culture.
Yeah.
It's not definitive going bad, good. It's just it is.
It is. It's a thing that exists.
Yeah. But yeah, another round. My favorite film of the year.
Give it a watch.
Probably would end up making it my number. I probably would end up giving it 5 stars if I were to watch it again. But yeah,
good shit.
Love the film. It's my number one. Now let's go on a bit more of a different topic entirely.
Yeah, baby. It's time to talk about Spider-Man.
Because that's your number one.
Yes, it's my number one movie of the year. Of course, it's Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's stop being ridiculous. Yeah. What was the other bit? Oh, Last Night in Soho. Hang on, let me have a look at yours.
Another round, tick, tick, boom, French. Okay,
Boom.
So
I just got tick, tick, boom wrong.
So Sound of Metal fucked you up, and Harder They Fall fucked me up. So we were
massively.
But yes, there you go.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's talk about this goddamn movie.
How long do we have?
How long do we have? Because Christ.
We have as long as we have. But
this film, dude, right. Do you remember?
The 21st night of September.
Yeah, good. Excellent. When they first started announcing things for this movie, and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah. It's like...
You know what? I might throw a compilation at the end of this video.
Of me being confused throughout
of when you were breaking down the last trailer.
Oh, yeah, do it. That was, brilliant. I mean, so... What was officially confirmed, the first bit of news to come out about this goddamn movie was that Jamie Foxx was coming back as Electro.
That was the first.
That was the first thing, and I was like, "What? Why?" I think there's a tweet. I'm gonna have a look. I'm pretty sure there's a tweet of me being like, "What and why and how and why and what." Let me have a look on here. Do
you remember the special edition of Amazing Spider-Man 2 where it was just Jamie Foxx's head?
No.
Let me
What?
find it. Let me
What?
find it.
What? Where is this movie? This goddamn news. A lot of stuff about Doctor Who in here. A lot of stuff about Batman. That's us filming the Muse, maybe?
Probably.
Yeah, that's the Muse. That's George Lucas holding Grogu.
Oh, that's one of my favourite photos ever.
It's so good. I can't find this tweet. I might have deleted it. Maybe I deleted the tweet. But right, yeah. So that was announced, and I was confused, and I thought, why is that happening? That's awful.
That's the thing that exists.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
You get
in my
discs
life.
out of Electro's head.
That's horrible. Why would anyone? Why? What's the point in
Imagine
this?
having that. Like, just
Yeah, it just sat there. No. So yeah.
That would be a purchase if I did get that. That would look and I go like, why did I do
Yeah,
this?
why have I done this? So that was announced officially through like Deadline or some shit. Jamie Foxx posted an Instagram post saying, "I'm back, baby," or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it was a photo of Electro and 3 Spider-Men, right? And it said, "And this time I won't be blue," right? So everyone
So
was,
he was right in all accounts.
so everyone was like, "Hang on, he won't be blue. Is he playing the same version? Is he playing a different version? Is he just so happened to be? Is Electro the villain, but the MCU's Electro just so happens to also be Jamie Foxx? What's happening? Also, why is the 3 Spider-Men? Are both the Spider-Men coming back? Lots of speculation straight away.
By the way, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Obviously, spoilers. Everyone's seen this movie. It's like, what is the 6th highest grossing movie of all time?
Is it?
Now?
I don't know.
I'm
I
pretty sure.
haven't-
Everyone's seen it. I've seen it 6 times. So
So you're most of the box office.
yeah, I'm most of the box office. God. Then they announced Alfred Molina was coming back officially.
Well, he actually.
Well, he just came out and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in it. What do you want?
So what are you doing?
What do you want from me?" So that was again confusing.
And then thus Marvel put a sniper on Andrew Garfield.
Yes, which this is the funniest thing that's come out of this movie is Andrew Garfield for the last 2 years being like, "I'm not in the movie. I don't know what anyone's talking about."
If this is no other reason to say he's one of the best actors.
Yes, because
he fucking acted us all.
he just lied for like 2 years, being like, "I'm not in the movie. I don't know what you're talking about." And then
And he's so like, I don't know what to say to people.
I feel bad for him because Tobey Maguire didn't get anything.
Because he's not doing
Because
anything.
he's not doing anything, so he just kind of was. He was able to just cheekily talk about stuff. He wasn't helping because a guy saw him in the street and was like,
Yeah.
"Are you in the new Spider-Man?" And he just looked at him, winked, and walked off. That's a genuine.
right,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
genuine, real thing. Also, when they were one of the big things that came out of it, which turned out to be true, no one knew if it was actually true or not, was that a pizza delivery guy tweeted that he was a DoorDash driver. And that he delivered pizza to a random apartment in Atlanta near where they were filming Spider-Man. And fucking Andrew Garfield answered the door, and he was really rude, apparently.
Oh, no.
And Andrew Garfield came out afterwards and was asked about it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I was shitting my pants because I realised that I'd just been caught out. I was literally next to the fucking set of this goddamn
So he's an
movie."
arsehole because he just fuck
Yeah,
off.
he was like, "Fuck yeah, go." He didn't want him to realise it was him. Also, apparently Emma Stone kept asking him and being
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Are you
he-
in it?" And he was
said
like, "No." He was like, "Tell me," and he was like, "I'm not telling you." Yes, they're all in it. All right, and this movie.
Norman's on sabbatical.
Oh,
honey.
Norman's on sabbatical, honey. It's like,
If anyone's rivaling Andrew Garfield for a year.
oh my God, Willem Dafoe in this goddamn movie. This whole
Is he the best
film-
actor? Is he the best actor ever?
Yeah, probably.
Is Willem Dafoe the greatest?
Probably.
Is Willem Dafoe the greatest gift to God to us all?
Yeah, I think so.
He played Jesus Christ in 1989. That's not a
This-
character.
This movie, I like. So as people know, if you listen to the podcast for a while, you know I'm a pretty big Spider-Man fan.
I didn't know this.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned it. I quite like Spider-Man. I also don't know if I've ever mentioned it. I'm not that big a fan of the John Watts movies. I like Homecoming,
No.
kind of. I like half of Homecoming. And then Far From Home, abomination. Get rid of it. Sucks. It's so wrong. Somehow, this movie made it feel like those two were all worth it in the end. This is fucking perfect Spider-Man storytelling, baby. It's perfect. I cannot think of a better way of doing this movie. There's a couple of things where I'm like, tweak this, tweak that. Maybe get Thomas Hayden Church back, because what's he doing, realistically? What's he doing these days that you had to just have him in a fucking voice booth? Come on, dude. Come on, Thomas. What are you doing these days? You could have been in the movie. Same with Reese Ifans. But I suppose if you make Lizard turn back into Kurt Connors, then he would just be a good guy. So what's the point?
Yeah.
So that's fine. But yeah, I don't even know where to start.
I'll say my thing with this.
Yeah, you say your piece.
Because obviously I'm not like I'm not like godly on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I watched the cartoon as a kid.
Yeah.
I played the PS1 game as a kid.
Yeah.
I remember having a pirated copy of the first Spider-Man when it came out.
Excellent. Good on you.
I remember being 7 years old and then just watching that constantly.
Yeah.
Then I didn't really give a shit. Not for any reason. I just didn't end up watching Spider-Man 2
Fair enough.
or Spider-Man 3.
Damn.
I watched Spider-Man 3 on Sky Movies for some reason. I was like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah. Do you watch shows? Have you seen Spider-Man 2? You've seen Spider-Man 2, haven't you, surely? Please.
Yeah, when we did the marathon that time in Titan.
Ah, yeah, of course. That's
been-
the only time you've seen Spider-Man 2. Holy shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
We don't ask your favourite film. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah. Right, okay, I figured out what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Okay. The reason this movie meant so much to me and so many other fans is that it wasn't just let's lob everybody in for the sake of being here's look, it's that guy. Here, look, it's Han Solo.
If they were doing all right.
So, it's not like the ending of fucking Solo where it's like, look, Darth Maul. Why?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Darth Maul. Who fucking cares? But this movie,
Like, everyone gave a shit.
everybody gives a fuck about being in this, and it's not just a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
It's almost a film that shouldn't have been made, but
Exactly.
it somehow did get made.
It still baffles me to this day that I'm like, that movie exists.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And it was produced by Marvel. That's what I
Yeah,
mean. It's not
Like, Tom Holland, it's a sequel, obviously, to Tom Holland's Spider-Man films, but it also acts as a Spider-Man 4 of sorts.
Yeah.
It acts as an Amazing Spider-Man,
Spider-Man
3. Because they're not just there to show up in the final fight with just the masks on.
They're in
and
the
punch for a
third. They're
bit.
in the entire third act.
Dude, they show up and they have
Towards the end of the second,
arcs.
really. Yeah.
They have arcs and shit. You find out what they've been doing. Andrew Garfield's like, yeah, after Gwen died, I turned quite vengeful. I stopped pulling my punches. I wasn't a good guy. I don't want that to happen to you. I'm sobbing. Oh, Jesus. That bit, because he's crying.
Andrew Garfield's the best part of the film.
Oh, he's incredible. And then
that
obviously...
boy can make me cry. I'm just saying. Andrew Garfield, all I'm saying is, I need to see him in Under the Silver Lake and Main Street. Those are the two films I haven't seen.
Yeah.
He might be one of my favourites.
Yeah, same.
Because he's
genuinely same.
He's absolutely incredible. Social Network.
So good. Unrivaled. He's
so good.
Yeah.
He's good in Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
I love him in Silence.
Yeah.
And then...
That movie's so... yeah.
And then he's in Tick, Tick, Boom.
Yeah.
Giving probably what should be an Oscar performance.
100%.
What should be isn't good. What should be
not going to be, but it should be.
And then he's in here making me tear up in Spider-Man.
Dude, that scene when he saves MJ in this movie. Oh my God.
You all fucking laughed at me when I said the one good thing about Amazing Spider-Man 2 and an actually good thing in Amazing Spider-Man 2 was Gwen's death. You all fucking laughed at me when I'm there saying to you, Andrew Garfield gave a genuinely emotional performance that I actually got quite emotional with. Fuck off.
Yeah.
You all laughed at me.
But there it is.
There he is. He's doing the exact same thing in this film.
Who's laughing now?
And now you're all crying.
Yeah. I'll tell you the one scene. Well done, mate. I'll tell you the one scene that really catches.
I fist bumped so fucking hard when he saved MJ.
Yes. Just yes.
Because I was like, that should happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to be a predictable to try and be a wanker with a prediction. I'm saying that's what should happen.
What is perfect about it is that it's not just fan service.
No,
because it's a arc. He finally gets his redemption.
Yeah,
We've been waiting for him to get redeemed for his failure to save Gwen since 2014, and it finally happened.
Good, that not for him. But
it's so good, and the bit that gets me that is very singular. It's just me, and it's not even an emotional moment. It's not really being talked about at all.
I know what you're gonna say.
Right, you know what it is. When Doc Ock has the arc reactor, and he's all like, the power of the sun. And then Toby comes in, he's like, in the palm of your hand. He's like, Peter. He's like, hello, Dr. Octopus. But not that, probably Octavius, I imagine. And he's like...
does he say, hello, Otto?
Yeah, hello, Otto, or something like that. And he's like, my boy, how are you? And he's like, trying to do better. And then he's like, oh, you've grown so much, or whatever. Christ. I was sobbing, because that is the protagonist of my favourite movie of all time, and the antagonist of my favorite movie of all time, who is a sympathetic villain that you care about before he turns evil, finally being good again, and them talking to each other and acknowledging how far they've come. And when Dr. Octopus is like, look how much you've grown, it's like he's talking to me. It's like he's going, Robbie, look how far you've grown. And I'm like, I have grown. And I am trying to do better. This is fucking great. This is cinema. Fuck you, Scorsese. I don't give a shit.
Then Julia Turner and go like, can you fucking quiet down?
Oh my god.
Can you fucking, we get it.
Mate.
Am I right there? Can you settle down?
Can you settle the fuck down? But that bit is like...
I imagine you're just shaking.
I was.
Can you just like...
I couldn't. I was just like this. Just the whole time. And I love that.
When you're a crier, you were like a everything moves crier?
Yes, it was one of them. And like the bit when just so many different parts of that movie. When they come to after Aunt May dies, where Aunt May's death made me cry. That was when I started crying, and I think I just carried on.
I went to you because you went, I cried, and then when I saw the film, which bit you went, Aunt May, they just didn't stop.
Yeah, Aunt May, and then it just carried on till the end. The first time I saw it, just sobbing, and like man. The scene when Tom Holland's Peter One goes to the top of his school after May's dead, and the two other Spider-Men come to him. They talk to him for a bit. Oh my god! The bit with Tobey Maguire being like, it's not your fault or whatever, and
they do a full Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
They do a full Good Will Hunting on the boy.
She said to me before she died.
Imagine they just did a shot for shot for Good Will Hunting.
I'd love that.
Legit line for line as well.
Yes.
It's not your fault.
But it's
when you're about Peter 1.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about Peter 2?
It's not your fault. But the whole thing, the final fight is amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. Sweet.
Everything that a Spider-Man fan could have wanted. There's a Miles Morales mention. They do the two different Spider-Men pointing at each other meme. Which is good.
Which bit?
When they're in the science lab and Ned turns around and he's like, Peter, and they're all like...
Yeah.
It's like, they're doing the meme.
I thought they were. I thought they were going to do it when Toby came in.
Yes.
I thought they were going to go...
Yeah, exactly.
But then he just went,
no.
Flip.
Yes.
Flip.
Norman does the I'm something of a scientist myself meme.
Didn't need that.
Didn't need it, but it's fantastic. I don't even care. Norman Osborn throughout the whole movie is brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
He is iconic. Like, no one... Don't ever do Green Goblin again. Ever.
Don't.
Because it's not going to be as good as Dafoe.
No.
Ever. He steals the goddamn show in this movie.
Yeah.
I've said this to Leo, actually. I think the first half an hour of this movie is kind of slow. And it's up until Willem Dafoe shows up.
Okay.
Then the movie starts moving.
Okay.
And it don't stop moving.
I liked a lot of the opening, to be fair. I liked a lot of it. I like the Warner.
Oh, the Warner's great. Oh, I haven't even talked about Daredevil. Holy shit, Daredevil's in this.
Matt Murdock's here.
Shows up for no reason. Yeah, he catches the break. How did you do that? I'm a really good lawyer.
It's so good.
Oh, chef's kiss.
So good. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
So unnecessary.
Yeah. I love Doctor Strange in it.
Yep, I think he's great.
Benedict Cumberbatch is funny as fuck.
He's very funny.
It's the bit where he starts flowing down first time and he just slips a little bit.
He slips a little bit on the ice when he lands.
And it's also the bit where he comes back at like the end and he goes like, "I have been hanging over the Grand Canyon for 48 hours."
It's so good.
Literally, I love just like angry man, just like, what the fuck are you doing?
What is going on? And they're like, no, Peter's plan's working. And then you get some stock footage of Rhys Ifans from Mrs. Spider-Man.
We get like just drag the MP4 file.
I just genuinely
the fight with the action scene with Stephen Strange and someone
great.
Where he goes blast him. I was like, I'm dead. No, you're not dead.
That's brilliant. The amount of people that have gone, how come Peter could do that? Oh, Spider-Sense. It's Spider-Sense, obviously. Yeah. He's got the little fucking lines, from the comics.
It's Peter Tingle.
Yeah, he's good. Ugh, fuck off. It's a Spidey-Sense. John Favreau's great.
Yeah, he's good.
He's always great in these movies. Everyone brings their fucking A-game. Alfred Molina's great.
Oh, he's brilliant.
He's so good. Willem Dafoe is obviously the standout.
That one thing where he starts sensing something in Happy's apartment.
Yes.
almost
Yes,
on him, and
where it's like looks to him, and then Norman's answer
medical honey. And then he takes his fake teeth out to reveal his real life goblin teeth.
Yes, real life goblin teeth. I love the bit where.
Do you know he also had fake teeth in the lighthouse?
Did he?
Yeah.
Fuck. The bit.
Well, and we love you, just not your teeth.
Yeah, just chill out, man. The whole fight in the apartment building between
Cool.
Tom and Willem.
Willem spine busters Tom through a fucking floor.
Mate.
It's maybe one of my favourite moments in an action thing ever.
The bit when he's just punching him, and
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's just like, just like starts proper laughing at him. Oh, I couldn't have asked for anything more.
No, yeah.
And even Venom's in it, and I was like, fine, because he's not in it
And
at
they
all.
do a really good way of how to introduce
Venom into the MCU.
because it's like, the symbiote comes in
It comes from Tom
because
Hardy.
of another universe.
Yes, and it's there.
Fuck it, yeah.
Fine,
No, we
great.
don't. That's literally like, it's like almost at the end of Venom 2. Amy Pascal's like, see, he's in the MCU now.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Feige at the end of this
nah,
is like,
he's not.
nah, but we got Venom,
Yeah,
thank you.
he's not, but we'll keep that. Thank you.
It's as if like he tricked Amy
Yeah.
Pascal to giving them
It's
Venom. It's like, we
brilliant.
don't want him, but we'll take this
Yeah,
bit. and
but
then-
we'll take Venom so that we can do our own better version in the MCU.
Thanks.
Thank you. See a scene of it.
And now she can't do anything
Yeah.
yet, but I was like, oh, shit.
And the suit at the end is beautiful.
I need a proper look at it because, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't get... I still think
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit's the best suit.
Yeah, I love the Amazing Spider-Man
But-
suit. But like
This one looks cool as fuck.
everyone gets a fucking payoff. I mean,
Yeah.
Sandman and Lizard are kind of to the background, which is fine.
Also, technically, why is Electro there?
Yeah, because he
By a
doesn't. He doesn't know.
technicality.
I mean,
I thought you were black. What are you doing here?
yeah. What are you doing here then? Because the whole reason is that you were supposed.
Yeah, whatever.
It doesn't matter. They do a Miles Morales reference and that's cool. So well done.
One
everyone.
thing, imagine if Donald Glover was just in here as Spider-Man though. Oh my god! And also imagine if they fucking had the balls to have Jake Gyllenhaal as Spider-Man.
Oh, brilliant! That would be so. That's one that I want to see in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
If they're doing like, his.
If they're going
alternate
that batshit
Yeah, if they're
insane.
going like his alternate versions of characters, and maybe some of them are like people that were cast as those characters, but we never saw them. Jake Gyllenhaal Spider-Man, just throw it in randomly.
Yeah, just do it
for no
Because
reason.
imagine him walks out and they think, "Fuck, it's Quentin
Yeah.
Beck." What?
Wait, what? Yeah, and he's like, thwip.
Yeah.
What
it's
do you
like,
want?
wait a minute. And he's like, he's the Sam Raimi Spider.
Yeah, where he's got it out of his wrist.
Yeah, and
instead
Tobey
of a
Maguire's like,
lecturer.
"See, he can do it." He goes, "What's happening?"
Yes.
That'd be amazing.
But like, Max Dillon has the whole thing where Andrew Garfield comes down and is
Yes.
like, you were never a nobody. Andrew Garfield gets to pay off to the Gwen stuff. Tobey Maguire, we find out he ended up with MJ and maybe they have a
Nice.
kid now, probably.
a Spider Boy.
Maybe. Alfred Molina's good again. That's great. Willem Dafoe is still a bastard, but he
Perfect.
gets cured, so that's nice.
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire gets that as well. Oh, that was great. The bit when he's like, I'll work on the Goblin cure. I've been thinking about it for a long
Yeah.
time because he lost a mentor and he lost his best friend to it.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's so good. Yeah, number one movie of the year.
I want a cut of just Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, and Andrew Garfield in character.
Yes.
No, I want a
100%.
podcast.
Yes.
Just like give me
Same.
give me a 2.5 hour.
Their
Give me
chemistry is
give me a
excellent.
3-hour podcast of them
Yeah.
as each of the Peter
Yes.
Parkers just
Just chatting.
chatting.
J.K. Simmons also, good on him. I don't like this version of J. Jonah Jameson as much,
Oh, what is-
obviously.
No, he had a funny. He had,
'Cause
a,
he's
he,
like
had, he,
a-
had, he had a brilliant line though, where
Wait, which
it makes
bit?
me giggle every fucking time. It's the bit where they're outside the apartment, and then the guy, he's like, guy on the inside goes, "They're in there," and he goes, "Right, and we're out here."
yeah, he's like, oh, we're out here.
He's like, "Right." It's just like
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you not to lose him? He's like,
it's like, "Oh, they're in there, right, and we're out here."
he's not. This version of J. Jonah Jameson isn't as good, in my opinion.
Not fair.
Because they're like
He's an old podcaster,
He's like
basically.
Alex Jones, basically. He's
Yeah.
Alex Jones, but for the MCU, which is it's a fine take.
Zendaya is good.
Zendaya is good.
Dig it. We don't need to talk about
Ned's
him.
also in the movie.
We don't need to talk about him.
Fuck that guy. Not Jacob Batalon. I'm sure he's nice.
going to be the hobgoblin.
No, he's not going to be the Hobgoblin. Is he?
going to
He's not going to be the Hobgoblin because at this point, who cares?
But he's going to be.
No, he's not. My only question is, what do you do for Spider-Man 4 now?
Oh, Venom, knock the devil in.
Yeah, probably. Probably you knock and let the devil in, I reckon.
I don't know.
Bring Daredevil in.
Yeah.
But make him actually Daredevil and make the villain fucking Vincent D'Onofrio.
Kingpin, yeah. Have
Yeah.
Kingpin be the...
Yeah.
Yeah, Kingpin.
Yeah.
And then,
But
like...
don't make him a bitch like in Hawkeye. There, I said it.
But also... And then for the next one after that...
Yeah.
We do Venom.
Yeah, Venom. Well, I'd say probably bring him... Because there was a bit in the comics where he almost killed Wilson Fisk when he had the symbiote on. Because...
Oh, okay.
What,
so you say maybe Venom for this next one, then bring in like
Yeah.
Daredevil, Kingpin in the second one.
I'm saying do Daredevil and Kingpin in this one and he's got the symbiote suit, but there's no Venom yet.
Do you think that'll be too much?
No.
Oh no, Venom. Okay, I
Like you
understand,
do
I
Venom in the
understand.
next
I
one,
understand
but he's got the symbiote and it's like
I get
it's
you.
making him dark.
Because Daredevil and Kingpin will be friendly neighborhood Spider-Man shit.
Exactly, which is what you want now.
Can we please have that?
Please, for the love of Christ, can we have that now? Now that he's got a homemade cloth suit and
Now you got through all this. Now you got through all this Avengers bullshit. Now that you want to
get rid of it. Just do some street level Spider-Man shit. That's what I want. But yeah, that's my number 1 movie of the year. It's fantastic.
And no surprise.
It's spectacular. It's amazing. Superior. Other words that have been used to describe Spider-Man.
What we betting is going to be. Are we placing a bet on what could be in your favourites of next year?
Yeah, Batman.
Are we placing that? Are you going to prefer the Batman or Spider-Verse 2?
Ooh, Spider-Verse probably.
Yeah, you're going to prefer.
I'm probably going to prefer Spider-Verse.
If the Batman is good,
Yeah. Maybe
it's
Batman.
a strong contender. That's going to be my number 1. Although I don't know.
Yeah. Because
A24 could release a film that I don't know is coming out yet.
Doctor Strange could be
After
crazy,
Yang
though,
could accidentally end
for
up.
me.
After Yang could end up being my favorite. I don't know.
Doctor Strange could end up being
Well, yeah,
Oh,
because Sam Raimi.
with Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
If it's Raimi. If he's doing his Raimi shit.
I don't know if he is. In that trailer, it
Didn't look very Raimi. God,
right.
I hope he does. I hope it's not just a.
I hope for you.
I hope it's not just a fucking MCU movie. Because then it's like, well, why'd you get Sam Raimi then?
Who else is about? What else is about?
Thor.
Oh, isn't John Wick 4 going to be out this year?
It's got delayed, hasn't it? I thought.
Has it? Oh,
thought
it did,
was
didn't
delayed
it?
till next week.
It did, didn't it?
Not
It got delayed, so like it's coming out in a bit now.
Yeah, it's coming out this week.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for this year ahead. I'm gonna say Spider-Verse. If not, Batman.
Yeah.
And then if they do Raimi shit and it's a great Doctor Strange.
I feel like we need to do something with the Batman.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know what. Do you know what I kind of want to do?
Mm.
Well, better fit this in.
Commentary.
Part of me was thinking if we commentate on all the Batman films.
Yeah, I'd up that. I'd do that.
Would we fit it in? I don't know if we could.
What, before the new one? Yeah, probably.
We're not fitting in before the new one. We're filming.
Yeah. We can put a day aside. When we're not
You
filming.
think?
Yeah, I reckon.
Should we try put like one day of the week
Yeah.
to like at least go through each of the Batmans?
Badman.
Because we could at least fit like two.
Yeah.
2 or 3
Yeah, I reckon.
in a day.
Yeah.
And when I mean by all the Batmans...
Are we doing like
What's
West?
that? When I mean all the cinematic Batmans, I mean all the cinematic Batmans. And what I mean by this is I mean the 1943 movie serial,
Oh, Christ, I haven't seen
the
that.
1949 movie serial,
What?
the 1966 Batman the movie,
I love that movie so much.
the 1989 Batman,
Yeah, Batman
1990
Returns.
Batman Mask of the Phantasm,
Yes, Forever.
Forever, and Robin.
When's Sub-Zero?
That wasn't cinema release.
Oh, was it? Okay,
Sorry.
that's
It's
fine.
class,
That's
but
fine.
it's
I
great,
like
yeah.
Sub-Zero, but
It's
yeah.
really good, but yeah, it's
okay,
not.
fair enough.
Mask of the Phantasm was cinematic.
Yeah,
that's
it
why.
was, yeah.
Then Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Then The Dark Knight.
Then Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
Lego Batman. No,
Yeah, that counts.
Batman v Superman.
Batman v
Lego
Superman. Justice League. Suicide Squad doesn't count.
No,
And we don't need to do Justice League again.
so Lego Batman's the last one.
Wow.
That's good, isn't it? Isn't that good?
Wow.
What a time to be alive,
That's
everyone.
mental to
It
think
is
that.
fucking crazy, isn't it?
That like, we're
Yeah.
Lego Batman. Now Matt Reeves.
Yeah. God, I'm excited. God, I really hope it's good. I really do.
Lewis went to me, because obviously he's seen the trailers.
Yeah.
And after Nightmare Alley, Lewis went to me, he was like, if this is exactly what it looks like it could be, you're going to cry, Oscar.
Yeah.
And I would like, how so? When it just looks like everything you needed it to be. I went, okay, I'm going to preface this, Lewis. I got emotional when I saw Arkham Asylum and Joker. So we're like, and he went like, "You're gonna be a mess,
Yeah,
mate."
you
And I'm
yeah,
gonna-
you are.
Like, honestly, like
Seeing
that.
Arkham Asylum in the movie Joker. It's not even called Arkham Asylum in that movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's called like Arkham State Hospital or some shit.
Either way,
That's what the fuck?
got emotional,
The
man.
fuck is that?
I got emotional.
Okay.
Because we haven't had an Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman Begins kind of.
Yeah,
But I mean, when I see like him just walk into this big like, oh, I'm getting
Yeah.
emotional. I'm getting choked up talking about it, Robbie.
yeah, fair enough.
God damn it, man.
I think Arkham will be in this movie. I'd have thought so. Seems comic booky enough to do it.
Look, here's why
I hope it's more comic booky.
You know, I'll save it because this is going to turn into a Batman.
yeah,
thing.
okay,
But
we're not
like,
gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
now.
We've
But, like,
already talked for too long.
but I feel like we do need to cover the Batman in some way.
Yes, definitely, 100%.
I also I do have a plan for season 4.
Okay.
I don't know how we're going to fit it.
Okay.
Maybe after April 1st.
After the release of the movie Morbius.
Also after our deadline for FMP.
Oh yeah.
We've got final show.
I'm not thinking about that. I'm
We-
thinking about when Morbius comes out.
We've got final show.
Yeah, but
so
we're
we're
not
planning
doing,
that.
We're not doing loads for that though. I'm only doing some graphics and doing photography on the night.
So we can...
Apparently, it's weird. I'd rather be getting asked questions about my movie. But
We're doing that as well, I think.
Oh, good. All right.
You can just put the camera down.
Just put the camera down. Give it to someone else for a minute.
Leonard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be up with you at that point.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, but I've got ideas for a season 4.
yeah, cool.
So we can fit some way into that.
Good shit.
We'll see. But anyway, that's been our top 10 favourite films. And a lot more shit.
Yes. My goodness. What
Oh.
time is it?
It's nearly 8. It's like 20 to 8.
Holy shit. My God. Anyway.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, I want to like end the video with a bit of like a look forward
Yeah.
into 2022.
Yes.
Obviously, we've looked forward, we've looked ahead into the films
Yes.
that are coming out. I need to find the message that I sent myself. Here I found it.
Oh, nice.
That I want to like a bit of a reflective on 2021,
Mm.
and what I wrote to myself is that I put 2021 was probably the best year of my life so far.
Ah.
Not because everything was great, but it's the year that I felt the closest to to being the person I want to be.
Ah.
I'm not there yet, and I don't know the exact person I want to be, but I know that in 2021 I felt like the person a lot of times, and to which I say with that, sugar. To which with that, I want to say 2022 is such a fucking, it's going to be a mental year in terms of what are we
Jesus.
fucking doing.
Yeah, man. Holy
We're
shit.
graduating
Yeah.
in a few months. And with that, obviously, there's a lot more. What the fuck's going to happen
Yeah.
with both of us,
Yeah.
I think. Not even just with this,
Yes.
which is interesting because I think we both have said many times, we've never talked about intermission in terms of like, oh, it's going to be over when we're like
Yeah.
left.
Oh, no.
No,
No.
we've kind of talked like other
Different,
stuff
yeah.
in the future.
Obviously.
Don't know exactly how it's going to end up being,
No.
whether it's going to be mostly Zoom
Yeah.
like it has been, which isn't the bad, which isn't
no,
the.
it was.
I
Fine.
mean-
it worked well.
I mean the podcast was. We made the podcast
Yeah.
via Skype
Yeah.
during the first initial wave of the
Yeah,
pandemic,
exactly.
but I do like this,
Yeah, I like
and
this.
I like this a lot
I
more.
like this set.
And obviously, I would want to do so much more with Intermission if we
Yeah.
didn't have
Yeah.
everything else as well,
Yeah.
uni and just social life
Yes.
as well. Obviously, we're also going to be hopefully we're going to be out working in something,
Yeah.
in doing something.
We working, doing something. Got our movies to make.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and focus a bit on my stand-up this year.
Okay. Yeah.
Got a show in a few weeks, apparently.
We'll see.
Christ.
I want to continue with this.
Yeah.
Semi more regularly.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. But also, I've said this to you. Well, I briefly said within Shiver Baby.
Yeah.
I want to say fucking just make a feature film when we leave
Yeah. Fuck it.
within like June.
Alright. Sweet.
Okay, obviously, that's gonna be my birthday month as well.
Yeah.
But I want to like fuck it.
Yeah.
Try
Good shit.
to do that.
Yeah.
But also work more on All Things Go.
Cool. Yeah. Definitely.
Because I know originally we said that like that script was one, and originally I was like, oh, this could be the first thing we make like
Yeah.
afterwards. Looking at it, I'm like, might a little. One, the script I think we need to revisit. We need like a time to just be in person and properly work on that
Yeah.
without shoving it in between things.
Yeah.
Because the only writing means we've had with that script has been over Skype, and I feel like we'd be a lot better if we were just in person. And
Yeah,
just like,
definitely. Yeah.
right, let's break it down and shit like that. Because I think that's a realistic feature film to make.
Yeah, definitely.
I just think it needs a bit more funding and a bit more
Yeah.
planning. But whereas this other one that I want to make, Tig,
Yeah.
can be done easy.
Yeah, pretty easy.
That's an easy enough one to do. We just need to flesh out the script a little bit more. But that's what I want to kind of do with things. By the time this is out, I would have shot my second time filming at the wrestling.
Damn.
This Saturday, I'm going to be at the Anarchy Brew once again. I'm operating the hard cam again, but this is going to be more of like I'm going to be more moving the hard cam about. And in the pre-show match, I'm going to be on the floor.
Cool.
So
good shit.
Excited with that. Whatever that ends up leading to me.
Yeah.
We'll see with that. But yeah. So what's going to happen with us? We'll see.
Who knows? We'll see. It's a big old change in flux here.
Oh yeah.
To be honest, yeah.
In terms of more, let's bring it back a little bit. In terms of more like intermission, hopefully more of the shit that we have had. This last year, 2021, what a good year for the intermission.
Yeah, been a great year.
With even the last few months.
Yeah, fantastic.
Again, we're nearly at 70 subscribers. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Remember to
good on you.
Keep doing that, sharing and all
please,
that.
Yeah.
The Mammoth of the Way of the Dragon.
Yeah, don't understand it. No, never will understand.
Fine, whatever.
Good on you.
All I'm saying is, yes, season 4 will include a Bruce Lee film because we're going to try again with that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, I would like to do more commentaries because we both have loads of fun doing it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
There's also time, but again, we can see what we can do within the next.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be ramping up.
Yeah,
but also get excited in terms of more like also closer excitement. Get excited for A Story of Love and Interplanetary Warfare.
Yeah, man.
And Love Bethany.
Yeah, man.
Going to be a part of the Northern Film Festival.
Cool.
On the 19th of May.
It is indeed.
I'm not sure if we're doing an online showcase for that. I think we are.
Possibly. If so, it'll be advertised on here.
Yes.
I've costumes are nearly done, so I'll be having a promotional shoot soon. And as soon as that promotional shoot is done, then the Instagram will be made.
Oh, okay.
Things will be announced. You'll be able to see characters, learn a bit about what's going on.
I'm looking to when we wrap. That's when I'm going to probably make a Love Bethany Instagram.
Cool. Yeah.
Right. So there'll be more with that. I'm looking to have it. I'm looking to have Love Bethany have more of a life even after Northern Film Festival.
Yeah.
So see it wherever.
Yeah, mine will be going places. Hopefully.
Yeah.
When it's
so
done.
that's the more closer goal.
Yeah.
If you want as well, watch my end of year video. This is the first time.
Yeah,
this is the first video since I've done that. I'm really happy with that one.
Yeah.
Happy with it all. Also, if you've watched the ending and now you've heard my favorite film of the year is Another Round.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Adam went to me and said, "What did you nick that from?" I went, "Another Round." He went, "No, I haven't seen it, but I can tell you nicked it from something."
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
But yeah, that has been us.
Sweet.
Thank you all. This is definitely a two-parter.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we've been recording for like 6 hours or something.
So thank you all for watching this video. Tune in to whatever else.
Yeah, whatever happens next.
Whatever else happens. Probably the next thing will be a Batman-related thing.
Yeah, it'll be some related Batman thing
because
I'm excited about.
I mean, it's not...
Fucking love Batman. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Instagram and all that's in the description below.
Yeah, man.
My letterboxd as well. I'm just not putting your letterboxd in. What's the point, Robbie?
I don't use it.
Oh! Before we end, is our film of the year, the official intermission film of the year, technically Tick Tick Boom?
It's Tick Tick Boom, isn't it?
That's the only one that we've crossed over, and it's both within our top fives.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
It's Tick Tick Boom. I'm happy with that.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
The official intermission film of 2021 is Lin-Manuel Miranda's Tick Tick Boom. Following on from the theme from last year of like an artist having an existential crisis.
Christ.
We'll see what happens next year.
Says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, Tick Tick Boom officially
the
intermission film of 2021.
There you go.
I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that.
And I feel like this time next year I'll look at that and go, I'm still happy with that.
Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
Sweet.
Thank you. Thank you all for watching again.
Thank you guys. Happy New Year.
And I'm hungry as fuck.
Yeah, me, I'm fucking starving. Right.
See you later, guys. Bye.
Where they died.
That is a terrible shot. I'm sorry. That actually looks.
I like that shot.
It's shit. What is any of that?
It's him flying through smoke.
What's the focus of where? He's so far away that it's like.
That's the idea. It's meant to be like all this destruction and something appears.
Shit.
I don't like that his electricity is yellow now. I should have stuck with the blue, but maybe.
Yellow is accurate.
Yeah, I know it's accurate, but.
That fight will
You're not Peter Parker. Wait, so hang on.
Just thinks
In the this could be a funny edit or whatever. It could be a weird edit, but in the last trailer, Peter was on top of the car as Peter Parker, and then put on his suit, and then.
No, so then maybe Maguire's there.
Unless, I think it's just been like misedited.
Yeah, that's definitely on the freeway still.
Yeah, he could have just suited up once the arm started coming up and shit. Before.
Yeah.
Oh, so he sees him as Spider-Man, and then.
But he doesn't see.
Hello, Peter. You look 15 years fucking young.
Let me take these
sunglasses
off.
Hello, Peter. Your body looks very different.
Yeah.
I think it's just miscontext.
That's really funny. Let's laugh at that iconic character. Fucking, if I didn't hate this cast already, especially this cunt, I fucking hate him. I hate him. He's not funny, and he's a bad actor now. Terrible line.
It is a horrible.
Terrible line and terrible delivery.
It's a yeah.
Oh no, it's the next bit where he smirks after saying please.
Yeah. Mate, you might as well stick a fucking Friends laugh track on it. You actually might as well.
It's just a smirk.
I know there was like everyone saying, oh, Doctor Strange is going to be Mephisto, but I actually don't believe that.
It's my boy.
Yeah,
That's the only time I got excited was when I saw him and was like, oh, it's my
He didn't even get a line in the trailer.
No, it's like nothing bad.
just to see him.
Except they don't.
Except they don't because Lizard and
Sandman both
didn't
survive.
die.
Lizard did.
No.
Frozen.
No, Lizard went to prison.
And Sandman escaped.
I mean, it's been like 5-6 years since
So, Sandman blew away in the wind and Lizard went to fucking prison and then that evil shitty guy
I
showed up.
swear he got frozen.
No, he did get frozen, but then he regrew his whatever.
Yeah, he got glassed a bit.
And then he killed Gwen's dad, and then he went to prison. And then that shadowy man showed up and was like, "We're gonna do the Sinister Six. Be ready for the Sinister Six, Wizard. Did you tell the boy about his father or whatever?" Do you remember that? Did you?
What? Just did you tell the boy about his father?
I'm pretty sure they showed Aunt May's death scene in the trailer, by the way.
You what?
I'm pretty sure Aunt May's gonna die, and I'm pretty sure they showed her death
Where?
scene in
Which
the
bit?
trailer. Well,
There's a bit where she starts running. That's all I
Yeah.
saw of her.
where is she?
I'm really confused on why they're fighting. He's just trying to save them. I don't get why. It's like they live.
So this, hang
I'm
on.
going to kill him one
It's probably
I'm
some
pretty sure,
timeline shit.
because look at the location she's running in when it shows up. Right? Look at that location? Yeah?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Is that the high school?
So-
No, wait, hang on. That was like. That was what's that?
I think it's Feast. I think it's the Feast Centre.
Ah.
But so look at that location there, and then stupid throwaway gag. It doesn't really matter. But the Statue of Liberty's got a Captain America shield,
Ah, fuck off.
which is fine, except just make a big statue of Captain America.
Yeah.
Why would you change the Statue of Liberty? That's kind of
Redundant.
It's kind of a fuck you to the Statue of Liberty.
Because the Statue of Liberty was about a historical event.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird choice, but okay. It's up there with weird choices on like, hey, you know that Eternal? Yeah, he was responsible for.
Ah, once again, the female love interest is falling.
Oh my god.
They shouldn't have showed his arms coming through. They should have just showed her falling.
Yeah.
Or not even show her falling at all.
Nah, they're not gonna kill Zoe there. She's too
On your
popular.
left, and then everyone comes in. And
Do you think they'll do it so that they'll either do it like the Spider-Verse where all their atoms start fucking up, or they'll do it where loads of them just